practically every one of the top 40 records being played on every radio station in the United States is a communication to the children to take a trip, to cop out, to groove. The psychedelic jackets on the record albums have their own hidden.
This is a special question. We don't want you to smoke genetically modified ganja. We want you to smoke the real thing. We want you to smoke the natural herb. Some call it marijuana, some call it sensimedia, some call it lamb's bread, and some people call it ganja.
Welcome to another edition of the Adam Dunn Show. I am your host, Adam Dunn.
I'm your co-host, Dave Charnick.
And yes, we're late. I'm sorry, guys. I know everybody's mad. Oh, I saw the turmoil. I mean, we're cutting into Britney Spears fucking shit. We're doing all. We fucked up a lot of stuff.
Yep, we ruined lots of things.
We ruined lots of people's nights and days and weeks, and that's what we're here for. We're here to ruin your day. And Dave's gonna make sure he does his best to ruin our days.
What? I was
ruined. We ruined it. I can't believe it. Everybody does not figure out that we're always late. That's our deal. That's like our thing. That's what we did. We built it in. We built in the late. So when we're late on the late, it's like, oh, you guys are late. It's like, no, you know.
It's funny. Even Suburban House Radio, it's supposed to be 7:10, and I never start at 7:10. I never do it on the right day. It's all fucked up.
When I first started sitting in, I would get here early. I'd be like, okay, guys, it's 4:20.
Oh, we're going to do that one day.
And you'd be like,
I'm coming in hot one day. 4:10, I'm coming on. You guys are going to be all fucked up. I'm going to come in so early one time. Everyone's going to be, no, I hate you.
If you come in at 4:10 one day, I will think you have been body snatched and there's a pea pod lying in Ace is Donald Sutherland or something like that.
Get here on time sometimes.
Not today. Do you want to know the funniest thing that happened today? Funniest thing that happened today was Uncle Andy said, he said, where's everybody? I said, well, Mark's running a little late. He brought some equipment to 420 and forgot had to go back for it. He said, well, how did he let you guys know? I said, he sent us both a text. He says, that was a mistake. I said, what do you mean that was a mistake? He goes, should have never told Adam that. I said, what do you mean for a second? It took me a second to get it. And he goes, no, should have never told Adam that because now he's going to be like, well, fuck that. I'll be later than you. And sure enough, Mark was here 35 minutes ago. You strolled in easily 120 seconds before we went live. Mm-hmm. You had enough time to pull out your herb, to hand Mark back his dab rig and take a dab. And that was it. And we were on.
We're on.
Either way, we're sorry.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
My bad.
But the worst news...
it's crazy out there. Listen, today is, I don't know, there's something, you know when you have...
Something.
Do you know when you have one of those days where every fucking thing is just stacking up again? I had it from the moment I woke up. Mm-hmm. Actually, it was from when I went to bed. Okay, so here's the deal. Done Deal Farms is official. It's live. We have gone live. Oh. It's official. Yes.
I need some sound effects or something.
Dun 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 dun. And it was funny because Cece sent me a message because it didn't even happen until after I left the house. We have been trying to make this thing happen since last night. Like between Cece and I, we somehow can like I tried to do too many things at the same time, which was move, and I got fucking out of Wells and I switched bank accounts, and so all my addresses and my credit
Why don't you
card.
let Cece take care of this stuff?
She does. No, she does. And normally, but then of course we just, I don't know, somehow we literally could not make one fucking thing work out between yesterday. It was a $50 deal. It was like $50. Oh yeah, no problem. Here, use this card. No, refused. I'm like, there's money on all those things. It doesn't make sense. It's like and it was like, oh my God. And then at one point we tried so many times that everything was pending, and then there was no money on that card anymore. It was like, oh my God, it really sucked all the money.
Yes. If anyone is in the chat room, which I'm not looking at, I am shaking my head. And Adam doesn't carry cash. Get ready.
And then, no, cash doesn't work on a fucking thing that you're trying to do online. And then the funny part was we had like, I was the bank on one line, the lady from the fucking other thing on the other, and they couldn't figure it out. And then it all turned out that it was like, oh, wait a minute, you guys still have my old address on that thing? Like,
Wait, is that why I got a note that the website said error 404?
It could. I mean, it might. I don't. Everything is schnargled right now. I'm trying to figure it all out.
Schnargled?
It is Schnargle City. Like,
Schnargled.
I was getting like I was like, oh, okay, no problem. Then all of a sudden I get a thing like, hey, your cards are not working, and I'm like, no. Anyway.
Well, it's because widespread panic is at Red Rocks tonight, and it's hailing on the way here.
Oh,
I was dodging hail.
It's horrendous out there. Yeah, it is raining so hard that it was like traffic was doing 45 on the highway, and I was like, wow. Yes. Anyway,
You're the guy that goes, get out of the way, and start.
crazy days, but a lot of shit's, and then so much bullshit's happened. Fucking Jared fucking signed to that thing today. I can't believe he did that. Polis signed in that dumbass fucking. Oh my God. 1/10 of a gram of gaps. It's not even feasible.
So if anybody has a studio in California,
no one's going to be able to do it. I don't even know what they're going to do.
No, they said that they have to provide a serving size. So they have to provide a tool that provides a serving size if they don't have like a container.
Wait a minute, 1/10 of a grab dab spoon?
They're going to give everybody Coke spoons.
Yeah, but you don't have to use the fucking
so everyone gets a free Coke spoon.
Yeah, exactly.
Now we're basically promoting Coke, basically.
That was the thing I saw, the revision of it that I saw, where I was like, okay, that's mildly reasonable, but kind of stupid.
More packaging. And now they're going to say that the Coke spoon needs to be packaged in some tamper-proof thing, and it's only good for 10 uses. Keep it away from babies. Children.
All right, let's announce the show while we're just jibber jabbering, of course.
Jibber jabbering.
So we have Kat coming in at 6 o'clock. So are we going to start with Jeff? Because Jeff, I was hoping he'd come in around 5:15, something like that.
Yeah, well, I was thinking that too, but then I told him to call back because I had no idea when you were on. If you're listening, Jeff, call in.
We have Jeff Gard coming in to give us a little update. And if you're not familiar with Jeff and look some of our old shows, I'm telling you, Better Call Saul. He's right there. It's a spitting image.
Well, I wrote to him.
And he was like, yeah.
I said, I need a stack of business cards. He says, really? I said, yeah. I said, listen, there's a target-rich environment down at Area 420 for you. Okay?
Yeah.
Everybody down there needs to know who you are. I said, maybe you might want to even come down when we're doing a show there, meet everybody, sit down, because if anything, this fucked up law that Polis just signed today is going to need clarification from someone with a legal mind, and it's not none of us here. We can fake it, but yeah, he'll come down and he'll call in, and I'll send him a text.
So we have Jeff Gard, and then we have Kat from Gorilla Glue Genetics, also with.
Can they say Gorilla Glue? Did they win?
Yeah,
How does that
don't
work?
worry about it. We'll get into that later.
Don't worry, forget about it. Shut the fuck up, Dave.
And we got Grayskull coming in, who's now their head breeder there, and he's also he supplied 2/3 of the glue in the beginning, so it's kind of one of those circular motion things, which we'll talk about later, and also some other interesting stuff because they've got some international news coming with those guys too. So it's pretty, it's all over. And we're gonna have Miles, which I just sending right now to Mark an update that he needs to send Miles a link. But we're gonna have Miles coming in because I think right now, probably right this minute, it was 40 minutes, probably about 40 minutes ago. Drop on Seeds Here Now. Weed Done Tastes Good.
James Bean is listening, so
the
call in.
collab. I asked him to call in, but he's having a crazy day, so he said, maybe not. But
he had enough time to send me a text giving me shit for you not being here.
Oh, that's okay. That's normal. Anybody has time for that. So we'll go over some of the strains we have here, and we're going to give them away. Don't worry. We're not going to. I know. I can already hear him.
No. Hold on a second. I'm going to be the guy. I'll be the guy. You don't have to be the guy. Let me be the guy. You got to pay for shipping. Just pay for fucking shipping so he can drop this in. If you don't, it's just going to take him longer to send it. It's got to be like $5.45 priority mail shipping, $7 something. So you're going to have to pay for shipping, but these are $120 worth of free gear. Right? Did I say that right? Free gear?
You did.
See? Look at that. I'm getting the lingo down. 2 years. I understand. It's gear, IPM.
And
how do you?
And Miles is actually in North Carolina going to a show tomorrow, so we'll talk to him about that in a sec. You're sending him the link?
I'm doing it right now.
Look at that! It's like fucking. Now we're starting to cook.
Can we go back a little?
And then we are also going to be doing our Illuminar giveaway. Don't you forget about that. End of the show. So if you haven't entered yet, you have a whole show's worth of time, which on this show is a fucking long time, to get your message right to adsdonedeals.com. You send a message there and say, what up? No.
Done Deals.
Oh, sorry.
At AdamDunn.com.
Oh, there, I got it wrong. Anyway, as usual, don't listen to me. But if you do send that, make sure you send also your phone number, because that's how we're going to get in touch with you the old-fashioned way, by phone.
Oh, man.
That's it. That is a lot of times the That's the weak link. That's the part where everyone hasn't quite. They've forgotten how to work that thing. They're like, whoa, the phone's ringing. What do we do? Panic. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what? Hello?
I'm panicking because I already forgot what I was going to say when I said let's back up. I had something to ask and I totally spaced it out.
Good.
Yep.
There you go. And MTI, how you doing over there?
Oh, man.
Since you said you had a stressful day too, tell me what happened.
No, I was fine. I was actually early on the way here and everything. I was going to be an hour early. I was going to be able to chill. I had food to eat, all that stuff. And then halfway to the studio, I realized I had all the stuff from having to break down from Area 420.
Isn't that great?
Last week. So it was in the garage, so I had to run back to.
Oh, you even had to go back.
I was halfway here.
Yeah, I get it now. So
Yeah.
it was worse.
So
I can already see that. That's way worse. I thought you got here and all the stuff wasn't set up, and you were like, "Oh man, got to set up the stuff."
No.
You had to turn around.
I had to turn
because
around.
physically the studio was never going to be here.
Otherwise, we would've-
imagine if you came all the way here, how fucking pissed you would have been.
Oh, I would have been really mad.
That would have been it.
I'm glad I figured it out.
But the funniest thing is that you didn't even read the note because when you called him and said, when you came there, he's like, Marks goes, I don't know why I fucking text him. He doesn't read anything I write. He's calling to tell me he's going to be late when I already told him I was going to be late. So obviously, there's
I
no
didn't see
blue
those
check.
texts. I didn't see
Here,
a
he's
text.
looking at it right now.
Did I
fine.
see a text? Hold on. I got too many things
It's
going.
whatever.
Where did
It's
you go?
fine.
It doesn't matter.
You obviously had a crazy day too, so we're good. We're here, and that's good. So maybe someone will call in, so I don't have to be on the screen anymore.
I don't think you sent it to me, dude.
No, it was on that show. The show.
it's
You
on
know,
the
that's
show.
the one he doesn't read.
You're on the show.
He doesn't read that
Oh,
one.
That's because
the one you
that's
don't
a
read.
show one. That one's got nothing to do with
Oh.
anything important.
Yeah, why would somebody who's a talk show host on his own podcast that
Wanna
bears
read-
his name read the notes coming in on said podcast communication link and actually show up on time?
Hey, you know what though? It's only 5:13. We got hours to go, people.
Hours. I can go all night.
That's the best part about a long format show is there's no late. It just means the show goes on
I'm going to have
later.
to walk off, listen to the intro so I can figure out what it is I forgot that I wanted to talk to you about.
No, that's sad.
Maybe
right.
it was Ask Uncle Andy.
Okay, so what other? Okay, so what other news? Tell us. Come on, before we get
Connecticut went
Yes.
legal, right?
I sent a bunch of news to the...
Oh, did you?
the
Are you
show
going to pull
thing.
that up while
now?
I play the annoying sound that you hate the
How about
most?
John McAfee?
Oh, yeah. You like that, don't you?
That was a good one.
Pauly B's been going crazy on that one.
Has he?
Oh, yeah.
The McAfee? Oh, it's going to be
all
nuts.
day long, it was
Well,
just a thread text of...
Did you
that stuff.
see what he did though? I mean, I haven't even got the
Well,
details
nah,
yet, but
nah.
he launched a cryptocurrency the moment he died. Like he had it all built in, like James Bond shit, where it's like, if I die, then the fucking thing clicks on. All of a sudden, this cryptocurrency popped up, and it was the same as the tattoo on his forearm. Like he has a tattoo on his forearm that said "wasted" or something. It was WSTD, STE, I don't know, some code. And then he basically, you notice if you look now, this cryptocurrency pops up, and then there's also all this shit that he has. That he's been, because I mean, look at
He
the guy.
compiled like some kind of...
He's a securities guy. He's a fucking smart. He's like a smart dude, and he basically just created a honeypot for all these fucking people. And then you got to imagine it's gonna all Epstein out in a second too, because he's in that whole category. He's 75 years old. He's down in the Caribbean. He owned an island, basically. Fucking murdered his neighbor. He literally got away with murder. But he was being extradited to America. You watched the documentary about him yet?
No.
Oh my God, you got to watch it because there's some sordid details in there, like his loving of poop sex and fucking eating poop and weird shit. Oh yeah, he was nuts, dude.
We just lost
He literally
50% of our viewers right now,
Here's a
and we've gained all
Here's
the
a visual.
Sofa Pap
Here's a
viewers.
visual for you. His little fetish was he would get a hammock.
I
He'd have a
love
girl in a
this.
hammock and he would cut a hole in the hammock and he'd lay under the hammock and she'd poop in his mouth. That was his fetish.
You totally hit rock bottom. Why would you be talking about this?
He fucked up.
Yeah, right. Why would you talk about this?
I think it's hilarious. I think that's the best detail in the whole world. That's like that. You watch the whole documentary and you're like, that's the one that goes home with you. Like, holy, he did what?
Yeah, no shit,
He
right?
did what? Wait a minute. He would get people to do, huh? Why? What is what? I don't
The
get
moment
it.
the
I
Adam
don't
Dunn
get it.
show ceased being a family show.
It's never been a family show.
No, it's never been
Oh,
a
I
family
should. Oh,
show.
shit. I should be careful because you know what I found out.
Huh?
You know who one of our biggest fans is?
Who?
It's my kid.
I know.
Oh,
He's been watching episodes. Yeah, he's been trying to take over Mark's job.
That's
He told me
that's great.
wait,
specifically.
that's like
he's
on the
going to-
Howard Stern show.
He said,
they
"I can
had
do
Win
better."
Jones.
Oh,
He
yeah.
said, "I can do better."
Yeah, I know he can.
He's like,
and he should.
He's like, "You guys are so lame. You
He
guys
can and he should. He'll have all kinds of animated stuff, like dudes falling off the
You
ceiling.
mean the show will be good?
Cracking bones,
Damn.
stuff.
We're talking about McAfee. here,
PDX
Rodney.
amazing, everybody. If you're
We're
not
not talking
following
about.
him
See, they
on-
thought we were talking about Dave in the hammock. They said, "Oh, is that Dave?"
What?
Yeah, they thought you. They thought I was talking about you.
I'm not getting in a hammock.
No, you lay under the hammock. Don't you get it? You haven't learned. You haven't got the visual
Oh,
yet.
no, I totally blanked that out. You brought it back again.
White flaky love, hammock style, right? Oh man. Whew.
God.
All right,
There's nowhere to go
anyway,
from here. Only up.
I had to bring that.
Only up
I was
from
so
here.
excited to bring that up on the show. I was like, wait a minute. Oh, McAfee.
They call that a swinging
This?
steamer. That's great.
What is it called?
A swinging steamer. Sounds about right.
That's rough. That's rough. Yep, PDX amazing, guys.
Andy, how are you doing, man? I got to see your moms at the garden the other day. They were looking spectacular.
Amazing.
Bunch of Adam plants growing in there.
Bunch of
right?
all sorts of
Sage and
plants.
sour.
Bunch of Cali
Nobody's
swag.
shitting on any of the plants in there, just the fish. We don't have to, there's no hammock set up anywhere. And there's no cryptocurrency that Andy has anything to do with right now. Right? Just,
Straight cash, homie.
that's it. Cash.
cash, homie.
Straight cash.
Can you give me a turp wine?
So how are your moms?
my
What
turp
strains
wipes.
you have
I have
going,
to go to
Andy?
my
Get
car.
Andy a mic. We're going to start a segment here called Ask Uncle Andy. And it's basically if you want to know things that Adam did and no one knows about, Andy knows those stories. Come on. Oh, he doesn't want to get on. God damn it.
Yeah, you can get on.
Where's Miles? How come he's not here?
Well, I can text Jeff Gard and see if he can come in
No,
early.
Miles is waiting. He should be. He should be on call. He should-
Miles, I wore your shirt last week, just so you know. I didn't get the memo to wear
I
it
think I
this
do
week.
need. So nobody has turp wipes. We got 20
Nobody has
boxes
to.
of
I
them.
gave
and
you 20 boxes last week.
This is ridiculous.
Maybe it's a good time to mention that if you are living in Colorado and you are looking to grow cannabis or get into the cannabis industry, you need to head over to coloradoarea420.com. Speak with Michael or Whitney there. They have a great program to get people growing right away. They have acre plots. They're 250 grand. You can finance 200,000 of it, and it comes with a license. It also has access to tons of just the most amazing genetics and smart people like this guy over here and that guy over there who can provide you with a little assistance getting going. So reach out to Colorado Area 420. Tell them you heard about it on the Adam Dunn Show, and join the cannabis revolution. Right? It's
Oh, be a warrior. Be a can of warrior.
a can of warrior.
Be a can of warrior.
I did see the a new addition, a photo of what appeared to be an amazing train car that looked like it would be a very killer social lounge.
Oh, is that already happening?
I don't know. I saw pictures. I don't know if it's happening, but
What's going on with that, Andy? Is it happening? What's that? The supercar, the social,
super social car.
the super social car. I think it is, right?
Yeah.
It's down. It's
Building, it keeps building, keep building. It's going to be ready soon.
okay.
Is there a car dedicated to Dave so he can just go away from everyone?
Caboose. The caboose is obviously yours. We've already given that to you on
Sweet.
the first,
I'll take that
the
one.
first deal.
I like that one.
Where
Whitney,
else?
Michael, you
Where
heard it
else
here.
would we give Dave on a train but the caboose? I mean, come on.
Duh.
Everybody wants a piece of my caboose. Look at that. Are you clogged your cart already?
I just didn't clean. I didn't clean it before I got here, and I was like, "Yeah, it's looking a little
yeah.
bit. It's going to be by the end of the show. It's going to be clean." Now the thing is, I can just say
He needs a turp towel.
is that it's that one little, it's that one. There's one weak point on this deal, which is that hole is way too small,
The hole between here.
and there's no way to get in between here
No,
and work it. So
exactly.
you don't know what's going
No,
on in
you
there.
No.
take the turp wipe,
Yeah,
put it in there, and stick the tool in and twist and twist and twist and twist and
I
twist.
did that. I did that.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
There you go.
Anyway, here I am. Here I am cleaning my rig.
Does anybody have any
Do they want
hacks
us-
to clean their carta?
What's that?
What do they want?
Is that
Do you want Kat to call in right now since Jeff's not calling in, or what?
No, because I wanted to give them the longest time, and I don't want to have other people cutting in. Because if we start with them, then we got to keep going for quite a long time, and then we're going to miss the other two.
Don't you think we should talk about Rosin Dogs and his naked chicken chalupa at Taco Bell right now?
That is probably the most important thing I'd say.
I would say
on the air.
Oh, hand me that thing right there.
What is that thing?
No, keep going.
This?
Yes, hand me that. So, lest anyone question the dedication to dabbing that our fearless leader Adam has, this is an afternoon for him.
No,
right here. This is an afternoon.
2 or 3, maybe. couple afternoons.
Holy shit. Damn.
Shout out to the Diamond Mine. Shout out to Diamond Mine.
And I said to myself, you know what? You should
But
bring
see what
an
I brought,
empty jar.
Well, I brought this in. No, I brought this in because this is the Gorilla Glue. This is the Gorilla Glue Thin Mint. Is it? Yeah, Thin Mint cookies. So, and it's tasty. You want to try some?
Yes.
Get your rig out.
Got my rig out.
I'll give you a dab. I don't trust you. You'll be like,
I'll James Loud you.
You'll be spilling it.
Just make sure that dab's only 1/10 of a gram because that's
don't
the
break
dosage size.
by law.
Yeah, by law, dude.
That's not a tenth of a gram.
We don't want you
That's
going over a
way
10th of a
more.
gram when you're dabbing.
You
that
are in
high
trouble.
potency marijuana concentrate.
You are in trouble.
Yeah.
Really? I'm break you. No, come on.
Shout out to Focus V for coming through like the woo on our last show because I would have died. I would have actually died in the desert. You know, we've heard stories of people dying in the desert. I would have actually
lack
died.
of dabbing.
I would have definitely died. I mean, I would have been. I was already like. And then the funny part was, so when we got there, Mike said his Puffco peak broke. My Puffco peak broke. And then I went over to see my friends who I'd just gotten them a Puffco Peak a week earlier, and theirs had broke. So I think there was some sort of conspiracy going on.
I don't know what you just did, but we are never
I
getting
don't care.
Roger back on the show now.
No, he can
because
come on
of
the
that.
show anytime he wants. But the thing is, he already said he's not going to fucking give us any free shit. So there you go. So we're not even going to worry about what we don't get because we don't get shit. He doesn't give us any discounts. He doesn't give us anything
he was a
for
great
free.
guest.
He was
We had a great.
He was one of my favorite guests.
That was actually a really good
because he told us, Dave, fuck you and your done deals, right? He shut us down, and that made me respect him even more. I was like, hey, you're.
Well, no, come on. He shut me down.
Oh, I would have shut.
know.
Yeah, and I would have done the same. So I felt
felt it?
camaraderie at that point. It was a common
fellow
enemy.
Dave
We had a common
shut her
enemy.
downer.
We had a common enemy. It
The
was
enemy
Dave.
of my enemy is
The
my
enemy-
friend.
Exactly. Now you're getting it, Dave. Jesus
Neil
Christ.
Patton.
All right. So where the fuck is Miles? Miles, if you're listening, call in.
Jeff is going to call in at 6. You know, lawyers are prompt.
Oh, don't do 6. I have the
what I
other one
told-
at 6. I have
Yeah,
made
so let me
arrangements
get him
at
in
6.
right now.
That was
Yeah,
what I
call him
told
in.
you. I told
Let's
you.
get him in now.
I have them slotted from 6 to 7 whenever.
I didn't see
I don't know
that.
if
I
Miles
didn't
got
read your
mine.
text.
Oh.
I sent it to him, but
Oh, he didn't read? Who?
I don't know if Miles got it or not, but I texted it to him.
Oh, my God. This show is going off the rails.
Jeff's
See, we
like,
talk about trains, and all of a sudden we're off the rails.
Trains and automobiles.
That's how it goes around here. Don't say the word train.
trains,
You know, like
trains,
I used to work on boats.
automobiles.
It was like you couldn't say the word rabbit on a boat. Like
Really?
If you say the word rabbit, you get fucking.
You're not supposed to whistle on a stage either, right? That's bad luck.
You're fucked.
Yeah.
You're gonna get zapped.
Do you know
by
why
lightning.
they say break a leg?
Because I don't know why. Tell me.
Because you break a leg, they hope you get in the cast. See, if Mark were listening, he'd have played the rim shot cymbal crash, but he's talking to Andy, so he's not listening.
He
at
doesn't
all.
give a
What do you want?
fuck.
I don't give a fuck. What are you talking about? What do you want? You want a sound effect or fucking something? What do you want? You want me to look at something?
Whoa, shitty Jamie off the rails.
Coming in hot. Hold
Off the
on.
rails.
Security, Andy, take care. Just
He's giving me a dab.
please don't let him come near the talent.
There you go, buddy.
But I'm serious. I'm really impressed with this. I don't know if you brought this just to show off to them or
No,
what. But all I want to do is take my dab tool out and stir this.
No.
Like a cauldron.
nah, it's okay.
Toil and trouble.
So I'm
What do you think of these, huh? This is my new little thing, man. I love Ozo.
Yeah, this is
But
good.
when I'm on the road and I need
Oh, is
something,
this Star
a
Swag?
nitro Star
my
Swag.
God.
I'm telling you, it's good.
Thank God I'm hiding the logo. Jesus.
Oh, don't show the logo.
Yeah, let's get a
Jesus.
tape, put it over it.
Ugh. Yeah, there's a lot better nitro out there though too. But
Yes,
nitro is
but-
good in
but
general
not
because it's
on
smooth.
every other corner.
It's smooth.
Every other corner.
All right.
Damn, that was good. I'm really high. Look at Andy's doing another one. That's the only reason he showed up. He says, "Fuck, I haven't had a dab in a week." Adam said he's going to bring it for me and watch him forget.
MTI does not need to get laid. MTI is
no.
a smooth motherfucker.
no,
Do you ever
no,
listen
no,
to him
no.
on Diamonds and Sauce? That's when you know he's getting laid all day
That's
long.
right, dude.
Because you're like, that guy's smooth. On this show, not so much. He's still worked up from his sofa bab. How is the most sociopathic podcast going in the world?
We're doing well.
Did it help? Did that help give you guys a boost? Must have.
I mean, a little bit, I think.
I mean, you guys must have.
It's
gotten
weird. We get like
3 more
thousands-
people.
Yeah. Definitely 3 more people for
Okay,
sure.
good.
Yeah, it was good. I'm doing episode 100 of Suburban House Radio this Saturday.
Right on. When did this start?
It started in 2008.
Oh.
It started in 2008. I took a 6-year hiatus, and then I've been doing 85.
I'm going to have to call bullshit. I don't think you can count those. I think once you've taken that
It's the
amount
same
of
show.
time, you have to start over from 1. Rosendogs will I'll make Rosendogs will be the judge, and we'll see what he says. But I'm thinking that long a hiatus, gotta hit the reset button. Gotta go
Yeah,
back to
I
1.
guess so,
Because you said 100 episodes, I would go, oh my God, you must suck. Because there's no
Well,
way I wouldn't have known about that. But you're really good.
I did one every week since I started. So
Yeah, but that was 10,
85
12,
through 99, dude. 85 through 99. Come on.
1985?
No. Volume 85.
Oh,
through
volume
99.
85 through 99.
Anyways.
Anyways, nobody's calling
no
in.
one's
See,
calling in.
Jeff called in earlier, but Adam wasn't here yet.
And Adam was here yet.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Here, hold on.
Here we go. We got
There
Jeff.
he is.
Oh, man. Here we go.
The Gard dog.
Just lest anyone know, Jeff is an attorney, a criminal defense attorney, has a business practice here in Boulder. His phone number is Gard dog, guardlaw.com, right? www.guardlaw. I can't hear you. You're mute.
There we go.
One more time.
We got him.
Jeff at guardlawfirm.com. The website is guardlawfirm.com.
There you go. So
What a promo. What a guy.
no, you're the greatest. And let's get right to it. This new bill signed by now a law signed by Polis today. We're understanding that you're going to have to that edibles or concentrate manufacturers are going to have to give out a Coke spoon with everything so that you can dose out in tenths of a gram. Is that right? I mean, how's that going to work?
You know, this movement against edibles and concentrates is something that to me is just outrageous. It seems that they've forgotten that all of the cannabis industry, both medical and recreational in the state, were founded upon Amendment 20 and 64, which talked about any mixture compound derived from cannabis, either medical or recreational. So to now put limits on it or to try to do that, you could buy a bottle of 151 of Bacardi rum, drink till your fucking eyes pop out, and nobody cares. But all of a sudden, people are worried about people vaping and dabbing. I mean, these are adult choices, and the way that they've been doing it, which is really offensive, is always to try to trot out this phantom connection between teen drug use and somehow cannabis, or and particularly the edibles and concentrate industry. I mean, if your kids are getting into your stash, that's your problem. Okay, they're not going into a dispensary and buying anything. They certainly it's illegal for them to possess it. I mean, we have plenty of laws already in place. It's not a question of, well, if we add more laws and we'll do this, that, and the other thing. All this is going to do is drive concentrates back underground, open things back up in the black market. Frankly, I don't think a lot of people are going to cry about that because, it'll lower the prices. It'll take the taxes off of it. And nobody has to know what you're doing. So, the genie's out of the bottle on this one, guys. I think it's just absolutely ridiculous and probably ripe for some legal challenges looking at the foundation of Amendments 20 and 64. I'm sure I'll have my phone ringing off the hook from all the edible and concentrate folks I represent. But it's,
Yeah,
I don't get it.
It doesn't make any sense either. It doesn't even physically make sense. Like you can't, I don't know. What are you gonna do? You're gonna hand. Like I was saying earlier, I think it just it sounds like you're gonna give everybody a Coke spoon when you get your pretty much like you get
Right.
everyone gets a free Coke spoon, and they're supposed to somehow get it out of that thing dabs don't work the same. It's not like sugar. You can't just like scoop it out and then it's going to be perfect. It's like there's so many different consistencies. Some is gooey, some is, some is snap and pull, some is like there's all these different things, and no tool is going to be able to work with all of them. I can guarantee you that. Or be able to give anybody an indicator.
Maybe there's a bit of cynicism built into it, that it's like that shitty little that shitty little wooden spoon you get at the ice cream store, as though you're going to be able to eat ice cream with that. But they just give it to you like you've got some utensil or something. I think, we included the spoon. Don't worry. We can control doses now.
You won't get fat if you eat it slower.
It's insane. But this is what I keep telling people is that marijuana, the industry is just so fledgling still. I mean, we've been at it for 10 years, but again, the forces that are against cannabis are just as active as they ever were. As long as people continue to believe this little bullshit about access to teen use has something to do with anything other than parenting, then the industry's still going to be under attack. I mean, everything that's happened up in Boulder, where I practice, the defeating of hospitality rooms, the defeating of delivery, medical and recreational, all of that stuff is all being done by these very, very highly organized groups of mothers whose kids, went off the fucking deep end somewhere along the way, and now they got to blame everybody but themselves. So,
right.
As long as council and the governor's office, legislators are going to continue to listen to this nonsense, or to me, I keep saying, well, show me the proof, okay? If you say that if we allow delivery, we're going to increase teen use. Show me how that works, and show me any studies where they do have delivery where that has happened, because they don't have any science behind it. It's all just fear mongering crapola.
Right.
Proof?
So what else?
What the hell is this proof you talk about?
What else did they slip in?
They are the
without
ones
us
that
noticing?
sponsored that cannabis bill, the blue something. I'll tell you what they are. They're an organized group that hide behind that one legislator that advanced the cannabis potency bill.
What else did they slip in? What else did they slip in the bill though that we're not paying attention to? Because that's the stuff that we all noticed, because we're all like, "Whoa, that's not going to work."
Well, I haven't honestly done an analysis on it, Adam. I went golfing this afternoon instead. I couldn't take that shit. But I'll take a look at it, and next time I'm on, I'll let you know if there's anything else scary hiding in there, because there always is something scary hiding in a bill like that.
Well, I would think that
it looks to be one thing and then it tries to do another.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. That we're talking about is this concentrate dosing section. So if that's what we're talking about, what are they trying to hide? What else is in it? But I also wanted to ask, it's not scheduled to take effect until 2022. Do you think that the powers that be on our side delayed it enough so that they know there could be some court challenges ahead of time, or some horse trading, or?
I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. The cannabis lobbying groups themselves seem very complacent and willing to compromise, when I don't think that they have the necessity to do that. I think you have a very vocal anti-cannabis minority who doesn't carry a lot of water. And at some point, I think that the cannabis industry starts needing to throw its weight around. I mean, they're providing tremendous amount of tax revenue to all the local governments, to the state government. I don't see any reason why they should be really compromising with anybody on this stuff. Put it to the vote, okay? Let's get after it. I mean,
we're children. We're children. We need somebody to think for us. Right?
You're right.
That's ridiculous.
That's how it's always been. It's been a very paternalistic attitude ever since they passed the medical marijuana statute, and then the recreational statute, and merged them. Every rule that comes out of Marijuana Enforcement Division is paternalistic. We know better how you should be. We can't trust you to operate your businesses without our massive oversight. And then but again, I think at some point the actual people, the citizens, the consumers, their voice isn't being heard at all. And again, a lot of this, I think, I get this bad feeling that the cannabis lobbyists, the cannabis industry, is just letting this happen.
What we kind of got is the classic because we talked to people who were there, and they were, it was the classic situation of nobody's listening to anything anybody's saying, first of all, right? So the guys would go up and give all these great, testimonies and give all these good examples. They wouldn't get anything from the other side, and yet it still went in the favor. And they had their decision made, And when we testified on the hemp bill, and it was the same thing. It was like they weren't listening to anything anybody was saying, and the only reason I got their attention was because I said bulletproof jacket made out of hemp, and the guys all went, "Oh, bulletproof! Wait a minute, what are we talking about here?" You know what I mean? And it was like, "Oh, that's all you got to do."
How'd that project go, by the way?
Appeal to their, whatever they're interested in, which was
their bloodthirsty
lust.
lust.
All they cared about. Like, oh, you can make a bulletproof jacket out of hemp, and then I explained to them it wasn't actually the bulletproof part, but yes, we did. We did sort of. The bulletproof part was still Kevlar.
The bulletproof is still Kevlar and steel, but it's housed in this lovely hemp jacket.
Exactly.
Very stylish.
Exactly, and that it still got their attention and kept everybody, kind of woke everybody up for 1 second. It was just, but the rest of it was like real testimony from real patients that had real problems, they had real situations, and or people that were trying to like grow hemp and not be persecuted, or people who had lost their whole farms and all this heavy shit. And then it was like, they didn't give a fuck about that. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's how most of those run.
That in Colorado we had the medical law from what was 2000. Right, till 2008, and there were only 6,200 people in the entire program. And after that, right when the Cole memorandum came out, it went to 180,000 almost overnight, and that's what created what we have now. That was and
those numbers are still there. The numbers are stronger than ever. I really don't understand why people care what adults do in the privacy of their own homes. Why do you care whether I drink a fifth of bourbon and pass out every night, or
Don't forget, beat your kids. You got to beat your kids in between.
Take 100 dabs. It doesn't matter. I mean, at what point?
Or if you got high and stayed up all night with your kids and watched Star Wars, it's like, oh my God, these guys are crazy.
Mandalorian.
Exactly.
Long time ago.
You guys are
galaxy
sick,
far, far away.
Sick individuals.
Crazy.
You watched a movie
I
with
got a
your
question
child,
for you
psychopath.
guys.
What's that?
How come I'm the last guy in Boulder to test my branded weed? I keep hearing from everybody how good the Gard dog is. I've never even had it.
The Gard dog is the shit.
No, we have some right here.
Oh my God, you haven't tried it yet?
No.
That's so.
No. I didn't even know it was out until Dave told me.
It's amazing, dude. It was better than Dave's weed.
I saw Jaloran.
It's way better than Dave's.
Out there, and she told me the same thing. Like, oh, that weed's so good. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Adam's mic is broken right now.
Well, I didn't try the weed, but I tried do they have weed and is it both on the shelf now, or just this?
I don't know.
He always gets the advanced shit.
No,
he's like a test dummy for him.
I walked in the door like everybody else. Okay, it's on the shelves. This is the rosin. And it's
fire.
Amazing nose on it.
Oh, wow.
I mean, an absolutely amazing nose.
It does have a really kind of gritty, dirty vibe to it also, which I think you would appreciate.
Oh, I would dig that. Yes,
like a gritty, dirty. It's like a gritty
under my fingernails right now.
It's pretty much
probably
like
get fingernail scraping for it.
That could probably help enhance it. It's basically, but it is definitely like a head turner, because every time I smoked it and went like, holy fuck, what's that? And what you want some? You want to look at it?
when you smoke
he wants to play with it.
When you smoke it, all you want to do is argue a point and get it across. It's you're so
But you really don't
focused
care whether you win or not after you smoke it either. So
oh, that's good. That's gassy. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, no, it's really.
Well, I can't wait. I'll have to actually go into the store, I guess, if I can't get it, hand delivered.
Where would you?
I would imagine they would come to you with a silver platter, right?
You would think, but delivery is very evil. See, and that will lead to teen use, and I think that some teens might be walking by if that happened, and
if you don't do this
marijuana.
The transaction has to be done on camera. If it's not on camera, you actually could be 12 years old in disguise.
I probably would be, yeah.
We can't risk it, Jeff. It's not.
No,
possible.
we won't. We won't risk it. I'll just have to suck it up and go in.
Let me ask you a question. Is it harder to prove who you are in a dispensary or in a court of law?
Oh, It's a dispensary. You don't have anything. Okay. There's no proving anything. In the court of law, they just assume that the guy sitting next to me is the client. I keep waiting to do this. One of these because part of the criminal trial is to identify the defendant, and the cop who met your client once is able to identify your client because he's sitting next to me, right? I mean, who else could he be? But I always want to get a guy that's kind of not quite a dead ringer, not even a close ringer, but just bring in a guy that just kind of has brown hair, and have him sit next to you. Can you identify the defendant? Yes, he's right there. No, sorry, buddy.
Yeah, that could be your MO right there. That could be your MO. You could
that was in a movie.
Keep doing it. No.
Well, there is a way to do that, but the problem is you have to give the DA notice that you're going to do that. And what are they going to do? They're going to tell the cop. They're going to text the cop and say, "Make sure you say that's not the guy," and then everything will go all to hell.
You have to give him notice. You're going to make sure he knows who the defendant is.
I'm going to pull a fast one on him.
I'm going to pull a fast one. Get ready. No, it's funny because last time when I had to do the Zoom court, I couldn't even recognize. When I looked at the cop, I was all, "Is that the cop that busted me?" I was like, I didn't recognize him at all. Like it was the other way. So I could definitely see them not being able to fucking.
Maybe what I'll do, Dave, is I'll tell him I'm going to switch him. Then I don't switch him, and then they say he doesn't identify. I'll just fucking double fast one on him, man.
Now we know why they pay you the big bucks.
That's some guard dog level shit right there.
Did I call it or what? Better Call Saul, right there. That was a Better Call Saul episode right there. I'm pretty sure they did that on the show.
Did you ever think of changing your name to Saul Gard or something like that? Or
well, I am an honorary tribesman, David. I got
because of the nose or what?
It's because of the nose, the attitude. I'm very frugal.
Oh, there you picked all the good ones.
Wow,
you picked all the good ones.
I have good taste in women.
Okay, keep going.
The lack of physical labor, is that part of the deal too? Like I don't mow my own lawn or do any of that work.
I just mow my own lawn.
Oh, do you?
Yes, I get a vigorous off everything that's out there.
Got to get away from the family somehow, right?
Oh, burn. Damn.
Yeah.
Where's the sound effect on that one?
I know, that was a burn.
Wow. Ouch.
Yeah, we're getting rough now. We're getting rough.
Oof.
It is. We're playing rough with poor David. I'm sorry.
I know,
It's
poor
okay.
Dave. Dave does. He comes here, he gets beat up, he goes home, he gets beat up again. It's just it's a never-ending cycle. He doesn't.
It's life.
He doesn't mind. He's affable enough to deal with it.
As long as he has enough weed in between, that's all he needs.
You're so
Can you
right.
imagine this guy without weed?
Oh my goodness.
He would turn into.
He'd be like bouncing off the walls all the time.
It would be
It's
rough.
medical.
Padded room.
It would be rough.
It's recommended by a physician.
So do you think? Do you think just because? I mean, back to all this horrible news, but do you think because he signed that in that's going to even be there's a lot of things that you just at the end of the day there's not even a point of following the rules because there's no way it's going to last. You know what I mean?
Well,
it seems like
how it is. When it comes to if this was a rule that just was about telling ordinary citizens what to do, no one would follow it. But if we're talking about the licensed cannabis businesses, this is the difference between, being open and being closed. And if they don't follow it, they're closed. And if they're going to pay,
they have to follow it.
Been wanting this,
yeah, I'm just thinking. I'm not even thinking from the shops. The shops obviously got to follow some sort of protocol. But when it comes to people worrying about oh yeah, I'm going to have to start getting my stuff because
good Lord, no. They're just going to take a big pile of goo like they always did and get the torch out and have fun. They're not going to give a shit.
Yeah, well, that's what we hope. That is the part about cannabis that I think is funny is that there's been times when I was at the Cannabis Cup and it was getting busted one year. There was cops busting the place, but nobody gave a shit, because we all had a lot of weed and we just stood around and it was in Holland. So they really don't give, they don't do anything. And it was just it was kind of this weird moment where it was so what do we do? And it was I guess we just smoke all our weed because they won't let us out of the building. So let's just flip these things over and start rolling joints. You know what I mean? And it was just weed people don't, as long as they're in a situation so that was in Holland because Holland, you're it's legal here, but it's not, but it is, but you could get in trouble, but you don't. And that's kind of where we are with a lot of the cannabis laws in America where people are starting to get, in New York, they're getting real, people are just they don't give a fuck now. But people are smoking everywhere, right? Everywhere.
Oh, you knew, and Vegas the same way where you go,
everywhere.
Now it used to be you see people just walking down with those great big ugly drinks, made out of plastic. Now you smell weed up and down the strip all the time.
Yeah, and it's yeah, exactly. It's going to be more, especially in Vegas, because they're going to have clubs soon and things like that. So it's going to turn into the whole.
But again, then how does Colorado rationalize this law they just passed when every other state coming online is like, you know what? Fuck it. Go right ahead. 12 plants, 6 pounds, smoke outside, consumption lounges. Oh, but Colorado, the state that started it all. By the way, you go back 20 years.
Well, you know as well as I do that there's two Colorados. There's Denver Metro, and then there's everywhere else. And you know, it's a very strange little town that way, or state that way. As soon as you leave Denver, all you see are like Trump billboard signs everywhere. You know, so you know we're not exactly as liberal and progressive as we should be. We got a lot of voting clout because Front Range is where most of the people live. But even towns like Fort Collins are just like the Colorado Springs. I mean, you know, more churches than they have anything else up there. So, you know, it's a strange little place that we come from. We were able to do some things, but we really didn't legalize marijuana for pro-marijuana. It was more like individual rights, and that's what I'm kind of pissed off about. It's like, where are the individual rights, you know, sentiment? Why is that not the trumpet that you're using to fight back with? Because again, you don't have to, why are you telling adults how to live their lives? It should be what people are saying. I don't care whether you smoke weed or you don't smoke weed. I don't think people should be telling people what to do. And whatever happened to the grand mantra of treating it just like alcohol? I mean, you know,
oh, I thought you were making a joke.
That has never happened, and yet that was what everybody was promised. That's what we were going to do, and there's nothing like that. So I'm disappointed that Jared signed the bill. He said he wasn't going to sign anything that was going to be impactful on the industry, and he's done it. So what are you going to do?
What is his reasoning behind that? I mean, I don't understand it. He's usually
sometimes when you get to be a governor, you get this strange idea you're representing everybody. But
that's ridiculous.
Maybe he's just taking that seriously. I'm not really sure, or he cynically doesn't think it's going to make any difference. So fuck it. It takes the sting out of it as opposed to keeping the manufacturers from manufacturing anything over 15% THC or whatever they were trying to do.
But at the very least, you're going to have to add a package to it.
No,
right?
It's the other way around. It's like trying to produce anything under 15%. That's like the hardest part. It's like,
I don't think it's impossible. But you'd have to dilute it. You know, everything would be diluted down like they're doing with a lot of the hemp stuff, because you know when you produce
and anything you dilute it with,
it's not 0.3. That's for sure.
Anything you dilute it with will be worse for your health than.
Of course,
vitamin E acetate. I hear there's a lot of it on the market right now.
Yeah, but it just.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
great.
I mean, there's
start
nothing.
Having seizures and blaming that on fucking cannabis again, like we did last time.
Yeah, I mean.
Wait. Delta 8. We'll just put Delta 8 in it. Why not?
Delta 10.
Yeesh. Scary.
It's crazy because people a lot of times they'll trust that more than they'll trust the idea of having the continuity of an exact science of like we're going to have it at this percent. It's like it doesn't matter, but the THC content is irrelevant. You know what I mean? We don't even like the reason that everyone's chasing high THC is because they're not really quite educated and understand the rest of the picture of the whole thing, which is it's just a mixture. It's the combination. It's like rolling dice every time.
The terpenes and the cannabinoids,
and you're like you get a good
THC and everything else.
You get a different run each time, and sometimes you nail it where it's just like it's like the classic where you get certain weed which is ugly, but it gets you super high, and you have weed that's pretty. It doesn't do shit. So there's it's understanding that and then there's a combination of the two, which is what you kind of want. Something that's pretty and gets you high. Wow, that happens. But that doesn't happen every time. That happens again, roll the dice. So that's why people don't get sometimes where they're like, they're stuck in their one style or something.
Well, that number is there for the $99 ounce dispensary, right? Because they need somebody's going to walk in real quick. They're going to go, just give me the 28, give me the 23, whatever. Here's my $99. I'm going to leave. It's going to taste like shit.
Well, that's why because people get stuck growing high yielding varieties because they think that's because for them it's for the person growing it that's the higher number. But then when it comes down to it, it's like you always want to figure. It's great when you have your own like sort of vertical thing going because people learn quickly. Like, hey, you know what? It doesn't have to be big and cheap. It has to be good, so the quality can be, all of a sudden your prices can change, and we can make more
All
money.
right, that's the model with Caring Kind or sustainable. They're not just buying ubiquitous weed in 3 different levels: top shelf, middle shelf, shake bag.
Shout out to mids.
Exactly.
Shake bag.
Well, a lot of times too, it's like the problem is it's always a race to the bottom, and people don't realize like how much work goes into it. And if you pay the price on any premium of product, doesn't matter if it's wine or food or cannabis or whatever it is, you should get what you pay for. So if you pay for it and you actually get good quality weed, a lot of times, it's that, unfortunately you do have to pay a little bit more. And if you go for that $69 ounce, you're definitely never going to smoke good weed. You just don't know what good weed, what I mean? At that point, you're guaranteed not to have good weed, you know what I mean?
I long for the day that on the package, instead of it just saying, here's the THC, CBD, but that it lists the terpenes, the ratios, the amounts they're in, and possibly even something that says, when they're mixed like this,
Green
this
Farms
is how you
had
would.
the terpenes. Remember, they had the little
I
terpene
love
chart.
the way they do that.
Or even if it's not on the package, David, just having that information available on the website so that you can do a little homework. Because a lot of this stuff you're looking at online now, and you can put all that stuff on there.
Put a QR code.
Testing for all this shit.
Just put a QR code on
know
your.
exactly what's in there.
Yeah, put a QR code on the bottom of your thing, and then you can scan your phone, and you can get all the info.
Objection, too logical.
That's it. That's all you got to do. That's the way to go, because then it's just it's all the infos if you need it, and if you don't, you don't have to sit there and look at it.
Wait, hold on. I got to give a shout out then to a company I used to advise to because they are fantastic. It's Lucid Green. Go to lucidgreen.io. Everything Adam just said is what they do. They work with a brand. They put the QR code on the brand. I even had him talking to 14er for a little while, trying to get it integrated. You put a QR code that would attach to everything, every product, which I really, the way they spoke about it, it's almost like it can't be faked because it was based in blockchain. And you would know every test, every testimonial, anything, photos of the plant, instructions, how it made previous people feel, how to leave reviews. So give them a shout out, lucidgreen.io. I know they're working with a ton of brands in California right now. They are a worthwhile company. And they actually work by training bud tenders. When you think about it, right, you have a company like Incredibles that makes fantastic gummies. They put all this effort into marketing and creating the product, and then the person who has to sell the product doesn't even work for them. It's a bud tender somewhere else. So the Lucid Green platform actually figured out, at least the last time I took a look at it, incentivized bud tenders really to understand what that brand did. So give them a shout out. That's my little segue tangent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that,
Totally.
whatever you just said.
And all that other stuff Dave is talking about. Let's get on to the next guest.
Yeah.
Look at that, Jeff. You have haters.
Man, people are on. Oh,
You've
no.
arrived when you have haters.
No. Nobody's hating.
Oh, I have plenty of haters.
Except you, Dave. Except for you, Dave.
Nobody hates you, dude.
I know. I don't understand
He's
that.
a professional. He's a professional.
They should.
It doesn't bug me, but
They don't know you well enough, I guess.
Yeah.
They're working on it. Cool.
I
well,
could be the nicest
Well,
guy
thanks,
you'll ever
guys.
fucking meet. Jesus
No, it's
Christ.
good. Well, we love getting our updates for sure.
And I love giving them to you, and I will monitor, see how this thing kind of shakes out.
Yeah, if you hear anything
See how much kind
on
of
the
changes,
wire,
because this is all going to result in new rules and new regulations, and there's going to be new fallout at the local level. There's going to be all kinds of shit going on.
we don't like rules. Rules are bad.
No, we don't.
No.
Rules are bad.
So, Jeff, before you go, we are going to be down in Moffett at Colorado Area 420, July 23rd. All right?
July 23rd.
So if you were interested in coming to take a look, I'd be pretty confident in telling you that there are at least 50 operators down there who all run cannabis businesses. And
You could slang.
it would be a good place to have a meet and greet.
I don't know. I'm in Gunnison catching fish that weekend. I don't think that's too close, but
Nope.
I'd like to.
I think that's like opposite. Like
I gotta go catch fish, but I know you'll be there pitching for me.
That's all right.
You know that people can
Give him
you
a
know,
stack of cards.
I said, give him.
I'll give him a
That's
stack
what I
of
said.
cards.
Cardboard cutout, and we're good to go.
Oh, a flat
Cardboard
guard.
cutout's a really good idea because
See?
I am extremely handsome. I
And
think
so if you had
people
you-
realize that.
Rim shot symbol crash, Mark.
If you, let's get a picture of you holding the card, right, like that, doing one of those looks, yo, here I am, and then I'll stick a card in your hand, and then every time someone walks by, they'll grab a card, and we'll just keep refilling it.
I love the idea.
There you go.
I think how much better looking than I am than say Brian Vicente. I mean, it's not even close.
Oh, another one. Rim shot symbol crash. Come on. He's going to be here all night. Everybody, try the soup.
Strong.
Try the feel.
You might want to watch out for the strong arm though, because he'll know you're in you're in this territory with the guard dog. The guard dog.
The strong arm though.
The guard dog versus the
he's
strong
a little
arm.
lumbering.
That would be a fight to the death.
I want to
right
see
there.
Jeff on like a TV commercial.
I've actually had cases against the strong arm. Turned it out it was not that strong.
Frank Aza.
Oh, limp arm.
Oh. My kid.
Try to get all that kind of skin hanging underneath.
But you know what's really funny is my kid hates him.
Because he's always so loud on
with a
television.
passion, because he always interrupts everything. Yeah, exactly. He's like, this guy
fucking sucks.
I hate this guy. And I was like, all right, kid, I love you.
We all do.
He's like, I hate that guy. He's on too much. He cuts into all my shows, and I'm like, yeah, I know.
He really does.
He's a pain in the
Hey,
ass.
Jeff,
that guy.
again, before
Sir.
you go, is there a client
Dave.
of yours who would really do well with a pack of Adam's gear right here?
Look at you giving away my gear.
I mean, come on. So who would
Strong
be
arm.
more-
You got a
someone
client. You got a client that needs some seeds.
we're giving away some
Who
seeds
needs
tonight.
his seeds, eh? I don't know. I'll ask around. There's got to be some
Too
people.
late.
You don't have to
Too
ask.
late.
You have to.
We're
You
giving
have
away
to.
right now.
You have to go. You have to be like, yes, I have the guy. That's it. You
missed out.
You missed out, bro. That was it. We
Yeah,
gave
man.
you a chance.
Objection
I got a guy.
sustained.
Objection sustained. You're out.
I'm
got a
ruling the
guy.
I gotta
favorite
get it.
plaintiff.
You should have said,
He's
"Oh
a
man,
little underground, though.
I'm
not
saying
sure
if
he's kind of.
you need a guy who just like lost
I
everything."
try not to encourage these guys to do things like that. I try to keep them out of jail. All right, boys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care, my friend.
You too. Have a great day.
Peace.
Peace.
Oh, all right.
Well, that fucking sucks, man. I thought he was going to come on and say, you guys got nothing to worry about. They're going to quash this piece of shit law.
Oh, look at
no
you.
way.
Don't get all foaming at the mouth on me now.
This is rough. I'm serious.
Eat a
I
bagel.
don't understand.
Have a bagel.
I had half
chill
a
out.
bagel already.
Did you? I thought you
that's
gave
right.
up. I thought you gave up.
I was hungry. I had half a bagel.
Can't resist this guy. This guy.
They're so good. And they bring me back in. No, I'm serious. The law sucks,
Wow.
man.
Wow.
It's really, it's no way. That's my prediction. There's no way it ever gets implemented.
No, of course not.
Yeah, can't do it.
And then it got implemented. That's exactly what happened. How it got through. It was like, this will never get through.
But Dave said it, so fuck him. We're gonna make it happen.
Well, that's okay. Now that you said it, if it happens, it's kind of like see, Dave, you're wrong again. So we get that at least out of it. We get one thing. We get one piece of solitude that we get to be right on one thing. So we do have Kat coming in and 2 minutes, I think. So if she's listening, she can just.
What about Miles? Where'd he go?
Miles is going to be end of the show if he is on at all, because I don't know, man. He just lost. Oh, there she is. Hey there, Kat. Can you hear us?
Not yet.
Not yet. It comes in a second.
So I shouldn't say turn your phone
We
sideways
do have
yet.
Kat coming in 2 minutes, I think. So if she's listening, she
Turn off YouTube.
Okay,
Turn off
whenever-
YouTube in the
Miles is
background,
going
please.
to be end of the show if he is on.
Okay, so we got an echo
Man, I
on
sound
your
good.
side. So can you turn off the sound?
Can you hear me?
She's
Yeah. Hold on, I got.
Yeah, it comes in a sec. So I shouldn't say turn your phone.
There we go. Perfect.
There we go.
There we go.
Too many
Hi.
gadgets going.
I know. It's the story of our lives these days, right? It's all
I know.
techno. One
So
more.
I like how I just come in and here I am. Wow.
You
There
know,
we go.
just like that. One more request. Turn your phone sideways, and then we can get a full screen of you. Full screen shot.
Okay.
Let's see if she's got screen lock on.
Yeah, it's.
I got screen light. All right, hold on. This is kind of a nice view, don't you think?
Yeah.
Depends
Fly,
on if
it's
you're
called the fly.
sideways.
It's the fly on the wall look, is
Right.
what we'd call that.
Okay, let's rotate. Whoa, now we're really messed up.
And boom. I think we. Oh, No.
No.
One more time. You had it. I think we were there. No. And,
Whoa.
wow.
You know
Almost.
what?
We're going round
That's
and round.
never happened on this show before. Of
You're-
all the things,
you've
that's
taken-
never happened.
No, one more. We got one more click. Click it.
Where's my dog?
There you go.
Yeah, boom.
Hold on, let me zoom it out.
All right.
I'm zooming in, and then I'm going to zoom out real quick.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And
There it is.
Whoa.
high tech. We got more high tech than ever now. We got zooms. We got clicks. I think we're
We
good.
got clicks. We got me. There we go.
Boom.
Okay, stay. Don't drop. Don't drop. Okay.
Welcome to the show, Kat. How are you doing?
Thank you.
Welcome.
I'm good. Thank you for having me. This is awkward. This is my first show without the guys, so I'm a little.
Oh well, hopefully we're gonna have
We'll have Keith.
We'll have Keith come in later. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I was thinking anyway. Because there's so much to do within this to run a company like that. So
There you
I
go.
know that you're filling some big shoes, and I guess you're in charge. I would assume that like all cannabis businesses, they always need a real good female sort of around to organize and keep the boys in check because they're always usually pretty
Right.
sloppy. If I know.
Yeah, what Sloan and Josie used to always say is everybody needs a cat.
Yeah, for sure. Right, 100%.
Yeah.
And so you and Don's wife basically kind of running it now. That's the
Yeah, Ange is Josie's wife, and there was a lot of raw conversations before he passed on, and one of the biggest things he said to me is just take care of my wife.
Yeah.
The legacy is with you, and he gave me a blueprint. The one thing about me, I don't touch my, I know where my place is. So Ange and I, everything that I do, I confide in her. Is this what your husband want? And she, either say yes or you would know better than I do.
that's awesome.
But Ange is along for the ride as much as she wants to be. Some days she's like, she's never seen the industry. Josie's always kept her just kind of back. And it's very entertaining for her to sit and get on Instagram and watch all this. And she's like, how do you do this? I'm like, you smile and nod, smile and nod.
I'm good at that. Watch, Adam, say something.
Just to get one of those spots, I find like game trade.
Don't even. So
Oh, we got another caller.
who's that? Is that Keith?
Miles is.
Oh, Miles. Hey, Miles.
Whoa.
Can you? We're gonna have you call in a little bit later because you missed your window.
You missed
bro.
your segment.
You
You
missed
got to bump you.
We're gonna have you later though, okay?
I missed my window.
A little later though. After.
Okay, bye-bye. I'll call
Thanks,
you later.
bro.
When do you want me to call?
No problem. Like around 7, near the closing time, around 7:15 or so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our time.
7:15 your time. I
7
got
o'clock.
Yeah.
7 o'clock. Do 7
you. I'm
o'clock.
on the East Coast.
All right.
So at 9 o'clock your time.
Yes, sir. Sorry about that. All right. Talk to you soon. So, Kat. Okay.
Miles needs a cat, by the way.
Fucking
Cat.
slot.
Peace.
This is like watching Howard Stern. We got Baba Booey here. Miles is Baba.
Baba Booey.
Baba Booey.
Yeah. That's
F Jackie. F Jackie. What do you mean? Jason Kaplan was the impetus for my weight loss. As soon as I heard he was going to lose weight, I started losing weight with him. I chat with him on Twitter.
So,
Really? Okay.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's also real. I mean, it's kind of lucky that he had a chance to actually organize all that because I always think about that from a breeder's point of view of there's so much in your head that's going on, you know what I mean, when it comes to breeding or when it comes to having a couple grows going and things and cycles and times.
Right.
I've already introduced the
I
kids.
know. I'm just
Rodney's way
Yeah,
behind. so-
Rodney, get up to speed, buddy.
but when you have a chance to actually even just to put down all my my passwords so that my wife has them for my phone is too much
Right.
work sometimes. And then if you try to explain to somebody so I've got this project I've been working on for 4 years and it's on its third generation back cross or something, it's going to be too much and a lot of people don't write the stuff down. So
Right.
was he really?
Well, and it was raw. I mean, it was hard. He didn't want to.
Did he
And
organize his? But since from to you, did he actually write down a lot of stuff?
We did. I have my Excel sheet, so I'm Mrs. Organized OCD.
Right.
And in the beginning, when I first started with GG in 2015, Josie had his first stroke, and he was already put on dialysis. So actually in 2016, I got a PICC line and he got a PICC line. So we were like the PICC brother and sister. And we were both going through different types of treatments. But we already knew and then in 2019, he had a heart attack. And that time, that's when Ross, who's lone, and I said, okay, we really need to make a plan here because, you know, we don't know what his life expectancy is. He's on dialysis for 6 years at this point. Yeah. We know what the life expectancy on that is. And he couldn't get back on the transplant list because he had heart condition. And ironically, just 2 days before he died, he was supposed to get his heart fixed.
Wow.
So then we could have put him back on that transplant list. Like I had a whole marketing, like I was going to get him a liver and, you know, a kidney. And I was, you know, we had all these ideas, but he passed away on his time and his terms. But we would have a lot of conversations. And I'd say, you know what, you know, Josie, I need to make you the Steve Jobs of cannabis. That is my job. That's why you guys brought me in here. You two are breeders. You have a vision. And then my job is to make your vision become a reality. And we would sit and talk, and I'd say, I know you don't want to hear this or how you say it, but I need to know what you have crossed right now. What have you been working on? What are your dream crosses? So in 5 years, if you're not here and we have another breeder, and what do you want? And he has this whole list, and it's kind of fun because towards the end, he was starting to breed it himself. And a lot of the things that you're seeing coming out is kind of the end result of his exiting this world and now Gray coming in and kind of taking over. But I mean, he would have this list of, Cat, I don't ever want anything citrus, or his biggest thing was the Fire Pie by Sourdove, by Mac, by GG4, and, you know, doing a G1000 or the 1000G. And he would always give me the names of what I wanted, what's the lineage, and where did that lineage come from? Because that's where I'm a novice. I don't know. I know where my expertise is and I know where I stand, but he would have to explain that to me because with him not here to back up where he got these genetics, I had to write this all down. So I have got column A is, you know, what is the name he wanted it? What is the lineage? Where did he get the lineage? What is the history from the lineage?
And he's not really gone because you're carrying on all his genetic baby product.
And he's on my shirt. Yeah. No. Yeah. I will have these for more use, but right now I'm trying to, like, I finally got a hold of Unknown Prophet, and, you know, I want to get out a little care package, anybody that was near and dear to him. And then once I have that package out to everybody, then we'll go more on the Josie Wales brand. But I really want those people to have those things before it goes public.
Shout out to Unknown Prophet. I haven't talked to him in a long time, actually. But yeah,
he doesn't wear a bag on his head, do he?
No, he does not wear. That's the Unknown comic.
Yeah. I think I should wear a bag on my head some days. But.
Oh, come on. Yeah, and so how, and then also we've got, like I said, we've got Keith coming in, Grayskull. Who before him was, so who's been maintaining the collection, and kind of in what form did you have it all? I mean, because it was like...
Well, it was quick. We weren't expecting him to go when he went. So there was a lot of moving, which was very difficult during COVID. To get things moved and shipped, and then you've got, you know, shipping was out of control and trying to get to flights, and I couldn't get on a flight because I'm immune compromised, but we got everything kind of moved around. And the neatest thing is, like, a lot of the raw conversations that Josie and I would have is I needed to know holders. So I would have all these, you guys have all these like pseudo names, like, you know, Grayskull and Adam Dunn and Josie Wales. Well,
not a real name.
I just can't.
Adam Dunn is a made-up name.
Yeah. It's not?
Totally. No, it's made up by a woman named Ace.
No, yeah. But when I was born, it was made up. I was like, exactly. No, it's real.
I don't have a made up. This is just my name.
Yeah,
I'm uncool like you guys.
No,
it's not short for something. It's Catherine, right?
Well, it's Catherine. Yeah.
Cat is.
So if I'm in trouble, just call me Catherine.
You have a much more made up name than mine. Mine is just.
And people always think my last name Seven was made up, but actually, 1994, when I lived in Seattle, I went to court and changed it. Because at that time I was at Microsoft and I was writing books for ASP.NET, and I'm a girl geek. Yeah.
Wow. So your last name is Seven?
Yeah.
Adam's problem is that people...
See, that's way cooler. The Cat 7 is like a killer name. Jesus Christ. Come on now. That's a geek name of the year right there, for sure.
It is the geek name of the year. And actually, I was talking to Amit, which you guys know, and he was so funny. He's like, he goes, the buzz is, everyone wants to know if that's your porn name. And I'm like, Yeah, no, not happening.
It definitely goes. It can definitely work in every direction. I'm sure. So yeah, let's talk about Amit because I didn't realize. It was funny when I because we really didn't, obviously, typical Adam Dunn show style. We did not book this months ahead and really plan it ahead and come up with a zillion angles. It was more like,
oh, stop! It wouldn't have changed anything.
No, it's the way we do things. It's the way we do things. I call James super late at night on like a Wednesday usually and go, hey man, why don't we do? You got
Dave didn't find anybody this week.
You got anybody? And he was like, oh yeah. And then when he explained, I was like, okay, that's perfect. Everything worked out.
Shout out to James Bean, who always comes through.
James Bean comes through like crazy. But you know,
I felt really privileged the other night when I spoke with him. I had pool time with him. I was like, are you in the bathtub? And he's like, no, I'm in my pool. I was like, well, I feel privileged to be able to have pool time with you.
That's awesome. And now I totally
Amit.
stoner style. Oh no, so Amit, yeah, exactly. So then I got a message from Amit saying, "Oh, Cat's great. You know, like it's gonna be." And so I was like, kind of like he said, "Oh, we got a project going on with Simon from Serious Seeds," and I was like, "Oh, well, there you go. Now we have some international news to bring to the table." Obviously, it sounds like.
I've always been taught to like hush hush, less is more cat, right? Mm-hmm. So I wasn't sure if I was allowed to like say that, but
we're saying whatever we want. We're saying what we want.
I mean, Simon has been a rock for us because Josie knows what he was good at, and one of the things he's not good at is feminize. He was like, I can make a rag all day long, but when it comes to feminize, it's not my thing.
Gotcha.
And we've worked. I mean, Amit's been my lifesaver through all this. I mean, we Skype probably 3 times a week. And he was like, I've got the person for you. So in 2017, he started doing a breeding project with us. And we actually did AK-47 with GG4. We call it killer glue. Mm-hmm. We haven't brought it over to this side of the sea yet, but it's over there. And him and his son.
Euro's getting a taste of the action before. Oh my God.
They have been. And we did one with Karma too. And that one is banger glue. That Simon helps us out with as well. And Simon has really been our rock on that side. And he's done, I mean, he holds genetics, he holds our breeding, he's done everything that we can't do. And he doesn't want anything. I mean, he doesn't want any clout. He's just like, mate.
Well, that's the thing about Simon. Simon's one of those super down-to-earth people. And he's like definitely one of the top breeders over there as far as like his mind, how it works, because he's a bird breeder. He's a falcon breeder. So when you're a falcon breeder, you take shit seriously in the breeding world. You know what I mean? And he's very calm and very Dutch about it, which is funny. I've known him for years, and I love how he doesn't have a huge library. He always kept his stuff very tight. He always was very consistent. He didn't come out with a million things. And the thing is with this feminizer, I remember when he was first working on it, he did a thing which was like, okay, it's kind of funny because he sold feminized as regular in the very beginning because he just wanted to test the waters, and people thought, oh my God, I got 100% female. I'm a fucking genius, right? You know what I mean? And then he got people coming back saying, dude, I didn't get any males. And he's like, okay, this is the news I wanted to hear, without telling people, hey, these are feminized, and having them complain because they got a hermo or whatever. It was more like he just put it out. Now that maybe he shouldn't have, probably shouldn't, just like we shouldn't have told that. I probably shouldn't have told people that, but no, that's just like a funny way that he thought about things instead of like, hyping it up and selling it as a feminized and getting people all worked up. It was just like, you know what, I'm just selling them and see what happens. And then sure enough, they were doing good. And he's a very good, consistent breeder.
He's a very good breeder, and he holds true to what he says. And it's very hard to find that in this industry.
I suppose he bummed out some people who were looking for a male though.
Oh yeah, the guys who were all like, "I'm gonna get that AK-47 male finally," and they're like,
"Strong like bull."
Damn it! I keep getting all females. What is wrong with these seeds? These seeds are terrible.
They're broken.
But no, in general, Simon's definitely one of the more one of the few Dutch breeders who actually was doing it from the love of the plant and actually always doing things kind of, slow and low and consistent and not,
Yeah.
he couldn't speed them up if he wanted to. It was kind of funny, It's like and you'd have other guys who jump on and they'd come out with 27 strains in the first year and then another 50 the next year, and you're kind of like, really? Are these tested by anybody ever? You know what I mean?
Right. Well, that's what I feel bad too. Like Josie left me with this whole list in a library, like you wouldn't believe. And I think this is one of the neatest things is when he passed, like I told him a bunch of things that I really needed just in case. And Ange called me one day and she's like, I got a box that says for Cat. And I opened it and I was like, oh my gosh, he listens to me. Like it was everything that I said that I would need. And I was like, that motherfucker always acted like he was too stubborn to listen to me. And there he is. He actually listened.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, Simon's been working with us, like I said, since 2017. We just kind of keep him in our back pocket. And he says, if you ever want to mention me. And then I asked Amit, I'm going on the show. Is it okay if I say it? I always want to make sure I don't want to get anybody in
I think that's just like for me, it's more of a stamp of approval as far as like, if there's anything coming out of that, at least it's done with efficacy and the guys that are, and especially since you said it's already been happening for 4 years now. So that's long, long enough to get out the kinks, and especially if you've been keeping it on, so that's, the problem with a lot of this stuff is it's all long-term stuff, which when you have a time situation, then it's always like, okay, so how many, so you said he's got like a list of 20 breeders, maybe more or something like that, or
his cultivars, we've got 31 that he wants us to work on right now that we actually have in work. So we have regs when they're pheno hunted. They've been being pheno hunted for the last 8 months. And a lot of it is, we've been really, really setting up Gray's facility over there in Oklahoma because we need a home base. Mm-hmm. And so he's got he's always had it. That was one of the things. He was one of the holders, so when you're going out and trying to find, all these pseudo names, and I was like, well, that one's easy. The biggest ones he always wants to come out with is we have the Fire Pie by Sourdough by Mac, and then bring that into the GG4 male. The Super Silver Haze he was really stoked about. And the neat thing is when we do come out with those, I have it referenced to, if you go back to his Instagram, it will, like his Super Silver Haze he was talking about with GG4 on April 22nd. That was just, a couple of weeks before he passed, he shows the plant. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a really neat evolution of keeping his legacy alive, but yet we have his Instagram to show his library of that he actually did start these things. And we're not just pulling smoke out of our ass and saying, hey, that sounds like a great cross. Maybe we put Josie's name on it and call it good.
Right.
It's actually what he wanted, what he started.
That's awesome. Yeah, and that's like some of those things are going to take hold, and then some of them, some of them are going to take a while to put together, I'm sure, because timing's always weird with growers as far as like sometimes people are ready and sometimes like there's times when you have to
I call it the 420 time.
It's like there's shotgun weddings happening where it's just sort of like, oh shit, my mail is not going to work. And the time that it needed to, if things are already ready to go, those are 2 weeks out, you know what I mean? So you call your friend up and you just did a collab. Like you didn't plan on it, but now you did. And that's how things work out.
And he actually left me a list of collabs too. Like he left me a list of because we really started the last 2 years working with collabs, like with Karma, with Simon, with Gaffin. We can't make autos to save our lives. So we met a really nice gal of Gaffin Farms, Graybar Genetics, and said, do your magic. So he left me a good list of the people that he, the breeders that he wants to say, okay, Josie's genetics with Cornbread Ricky. One of the things he wants is with the Swamp Boys.
Nice.
And he, left me a list. And he also left me the, people to look out for lists. I have got on the same Excel sheet. It's, Cat, don't talk to this one. Or if, talk to this one, but be careful. So I've got
He gave you the full roadmap.
Yeah, I have a full rundown of be good, be on this guy's good graces.
Santa
but
Claus.
Really watch out for
Santa's list from the can of Santa list here, which is like, don't deal with these people.
Don't piss these people off. And
don't piss these people off. And I do. I've got my list of don't piss these people off is longer than the ones you can trust.
Really? Wow, that's a typical cannabis list right there.
Yeah.
But in general, I think you've probably been around by his side enough to see who, like, pick up on the some of the cats out there that are probably not worth working with. But that's the crazy thing is there's so much turmoil within, especially when people have legacy growers who have been working before legalization and back when there was still literally like cops and robbers and dodging and weaving in the whole 9 yards and occasionally getting caught up, and then all of a sudden it's like, call your best friends and they all bring a truck and we got to move at 3 a.m. You know what I mean?
Well, and that's how GG was ever born.
Yeah.
I mean, Johnny Law came knocking. He had to move those plants quick, and his sourdough I ended up going to somebody else's house, brought it back. He realized it hermed too late, and it hermed on his chocolate diesel, and the rest is history. And if it wasn't for, he was over-counting plants. Somebody turned him in because somebody, that's how they do it.
Well, that's it. Yeah, and that's the funny thing about the whole industry before, because everybody was, making the best they could, sometimes coming ahead, sometimes coming out behind, and then like calling your friend and saying like, you got that cut that we lost, and then, occasionally there'd be like, it would all work out. There's a lot of times where it'd be like, nah, I kind of killed that thing months ago. And like, you didn't. Right. And that's the thing is, it's hard to trust people. Hard to trust people with your cuts. It's hard to trust people to keep, when you do give it to them, to keep it alive, because a lot of times they don't realize the value. But I think now those things are becoming more apparent.
Right. Or that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like a tissue culture bank too, but that's even harder to trust.
No, we got you. We got you there. I'll link you up with Justin out in Cali, but he can do it no problem for you. And they got East Coast and all over the place.
Because that's a lot of responsibility on Gray. Like, I feel so bad. It's like, this is the last of the last, Gray. Guess what? It's now on your responsibility. Every day he's like stressing. The girls look okay, Kat. The girls look okay. And I'm like, I trust you. He's a good guy.
Yeah, well, I just
guy.
I just texted him, so hopefully he's good enough to remember that he's on the damn show.
He was polishing his bong before he showed up. He's so funny. We talk every day, and I'm like, okay, well, I got to shower and get ready, and he's like, yeah, I got to polish my bong.
I just have an image of a Captain Caveman with a bong, kind of like cleaning it. That's in my head. That's all I see. It's literally what I see. Exactly. But no, Keith's awesome, and it's like I was saying earlier, it's kind of full circle because he kind of supplied 2/3 of the material in the beginning.
That's how Keith came into play. Like, Josie left me a list of who he wanted next, and that guy. I'm not here to ever down anybody, but that guy just messed a lot of crap up in a short period of time. And one laying at night, and my job is marketing and operations and business development. And I was like, I can't keep a legacy going that doesn't make sense. I don't want to keep a Josie Wales legacy, grab some breeder that doesn't make sense, and all of a sudden it's riding the coattails off somebody. And so I'm sitting up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, I can't sleep, and I'm going through Josie and I's old texts, just going back and forth. And I found an old text that says, I need to be honest with you, my genetics that created GG came from Keith or from Grayskull. And it was just a random text from 2016. And I was like, there you go. So, and I talk to, Gray all the time. So I call him up and I said, you're an uncle. And he's like, not that I'm aware of. And I said, well, you're a plant uncle. And I said, I would be honored.
That's a plunkle.
If you take over, this GG road and this legacy. And he's like, you're fucking kidding. And I'm like, no. And I said, this is what makes sense to me. So I don't want some random breeder. And that would just, to me, that would be doing Josie unjust. And Josie adores Keith as much as possible. So it worked.
No, that's awesome.
And he accepted the position, which is great. I know. And he's got to deal with me, so he might back off eventually.
No, I can't imagine. I think he has the perfect home to go together, because it just sounds like a proper family-run business, which is what cannabis is always. It's not going to last very much longer. There's only a few that actually make it, because usually they get bought up by somebody or people get tired. I mean, the good part is that you're not, you're focusing on a lot of the stuff that gets neglected by people who are like Keith, who working. If you're in the garden for more than 6 to 8 hours a day, which most of us are, or around the garden, or fixing something, or doing something, that you don't really all of a sudden that the things that really are important to running a business, which are keeping your permits and your taxes and your things and all those things, they just tend to get kind of put to the side, and then it turns into a big headache, and then all of a sudden it's like someone else has to come and untangle your rat trap mess of a setup, and that happened so many times to so many people. But it's cool that they had a running thing. Keith can kind of just do what he does, which that's why it says Grayskull the grower, because that's where he is. He's in the garden.
That's what and it's nice because when people ask me questions about the plant, or my biggest thing is when I'm on IG or I'm checking emails, and if they have questions about yield, or I know enough to get by. But one guy had a question just yesterday, and he's like, I let it go too long, and and veg, am I gonna mess this up? And I don't want to answer that incorrectly. So I, copy it, send it over to Keith.
Yeah.
Keith, what would you say to this guy? He lets it back, and that's what I would do with Josie. And it's that synergy. Is he knows, his place is perfect, my place is perfect, and what he doesn't know, I know, and what I don't know, he knows.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be a breeder.
Yeah, and there he is actually. See, I told you exactly what I was thinking. Show us the clean bong. Show us the clean bong. Is it clean?
No,
for real?
polished.
Polished. It has to be polished.
It's polished on the outside. It's still dirty on the inside because he's been using it all day.
It's dirty on the inside, but polished on the outside? This is not the look. Come on, Grayskull. Show us your bong.
By the power of Grayskull. Come on. I've been waiting to say that all night long.
Is his
No, he can't hear, and I wasted it. I wasted it.
So close. And I was amazed that we got that far.
No. You do know him well, don't you?
Oh, I do. So now, before he jumped on, I had a great point, and then he jumped in, and now I can't remember what it was. That is my typical Stony show.
I've done it like 6 times tonight. I'm losing my mind.
I had the best questions. There he is. All right,
one more time. By the power of Grayskull.
Oh, he did it.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
He-Man.
What's up, boys? How we doing?
We're doing good. How are you?
Welcome.
Kat, hey, what's up?
Hey, long time no talk.
I know. I haven't heard your voices forever.
We got to turn down. We have a little echo in the background. Can you turn that? Oh, you have headphones, or can you?
I have the headphones. Do you want me to lose the headphones?
Yeah. Otherwise, we're gonna hear it.
Yeah. All right. 1 second here. Do that. Figure this out.
That's weird.
Oh, look at that. He even knew what to do with the sideways. Hold on. He did the sideways on his own.
I think we're back. Survey says. How we doing?
You're back. You're fine.
Sounds good to us.
You sound good.
We there?
Yep.
Yeah, we're good.
Yep.
I got to say one thing about this man.
weird.
This man is the most positive man I have ever met.
All he has to do now is turn his phone sideways, and then we'll all be happy.
I so love that you're Adam. Turn your phone sideways. Done now.
Adam today. It's not even.
I'm just telling him because I don't want to hear Dave whine. I can say it better. It doesn't sound so whiny. No, it's still.
He-Man, turn your phone sideways.
Come on, you can't do it.
It's not working.
Oh, it doesn't work. Okay, never mind.
Okay, don't worry.
He likes this because it makes him look. It makes him look skinnier. This is like this.
I was going to say he's looking physique.
This thins him all down because you don't have to.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go.
All these buttons on the phone,
I hear you,
make
man.
it hard.
So, welcome back.
Hey, through the vortex yet again.
So we were talking with Kat, and she was explaining how you're her go-to guy now for questions and answers and all of the above.
Taking care of the babies.
How's that? Is that a little stressful? She's stressing you out. Is she stressing you out,
bad
bro?
For her. I wish she's got to turn to. I'm sorry. I try. I'm as honest as I can about things, and it's.
Well, there's a lot of times. I mean, a lot of things are. Oh, see, this is it. You brought me back to the thing I was thinking right before we got to it. People who ask questions about strains and about like timing, especially as their first time growing it. I mean, it's very hard to give them an answer unless you've grown it yourself, because if you haven't, there's really like not much you can say beyond. Yeah, well, I guess, I mean, there's no real.
That's a great question. Let me ask Adam.
But if you have, it's
How much
very.
is it going to stretch?
Yeah.
I told him about the question we had last night. And I'm like,
it really depends
I
on
don't know.
what are you growing. Well, the good part is, I mean, you have enough experience to be like, are you under LED? Are you under HID? Are you on 2 feet above, or are you 12 feet above? There's going to be a big difference. I mean, of course, if you hang them high enough, all plants will stretch, or there's little things that make people figure out that, like, oh, I guess this guy's actually done it before. So it does help, because I mean, a lot of times it's like common sense shit. Like, you just have to kind of like look at it from 100 different ways, because you're asking me a very ambiguous question about stuff that is kind of up to you a little bit. You know what I mean? If you feed them,
it's totally loaded questions.
Yeah, every time. So you're like, okay, I kind of could answer this, but it's really going to be things,
Well, dude, they're going to go ask somebody else to get a totally another answer, and you're going to be like, fuck.
Actually, my auto reply is, don't you have Google?
So
you're going to be a PhD in Google? Just,
Right.
don't mind, learning how to do this job for years and trial and error. Just go on Google 15 minutes, you're a PhD.
You'll be fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Grayskull, tell us a little bit about the original transaction of you kind of like back in the day when you gave these genetics unknowing that it would change your future 20 years later. How many years was it? 10
Dude,
years
I
later?
didn't even know I was going to go hang out.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. I was just getting high, watering. And at the time, a Zoolander called me. He was around the corner. He was like, hey, dude, I'm going to go meet Grizz in Bakersfield. And I was like, you're going to go meet Grizz? You're going to go meet someone? I'm like, dude, I can't believe I'm even talking to you. This is back in the day. And I'm like, we're going to go meet someone? He's like, yeah, let's go. It'll be fun. I was like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm going to bring you some seeds, maybe some clones. I was like, all right, well, okay. And so just that morning, I just loaded up a couple of cuts of Dub and the Chem sister, which I thought was Chem D. And we hop in the truck and drive out there and show up and meet Dawn and, high five and have a little story. And, we hung out for maybe an hour in a parking lot. It wasn't anything, we're going to change the world, man. This is going to be awesome,
Everybody's going to be smoking our weed someday.
Yeah, no, dude. We were just like, hey, thanks for the buds. All right, you too, man. Shit, I got to drive an hour and a half back. Me too. Yeah, woo. And that was it. It was just a simple whatever.
Yeah.
And
that's how it used to be. I mean,
it's a happy accident.
Meet on IC Mag, you do some exchanges and smoke a joint and go back home.
It's really crazy how one plant can go around, and what it does. And when you think of the part you play in it, I go, oh, holy shit, I was part of that kind of, holy shit. Like,
yeah, that's awesome.
It's a crazy world, man. It's a very, it's a blessed existence. Yes.
Well, and then also, like we were saying before about the whole, like, legacy and things of going on forever. It's like, that's one thing about being involved in plants in general, is that you kind of infuse them with your thing, with your vibe, you know what I mean? As far as like you did the selection, you created this sort of pocket that you either people love or hate, whatever, and sometimes you hit a fucking home run and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, I guess a lot of people like this, you know what I mean? It's the same thing with bubblegum back in the day when we were doing that. It was like all of a sudden we saw the hype, you know what I mean? Like, oh, that made people freak out. Same with MK, same with certain strains. You'd see it, and you see other ones where it just didn't. It was kind of you liked it, but they didn't really dig it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is okay. And then everyone else is like, oh my God. You're like, really?
Yeah. So there's all sorts of, and it comes from, I mean, when you're growing shit, sometimes you hit the home run, but it's not a home run in your idea because it's clones really shitty, or you know what I mean, there's something that from a grower's point of view that sucks. You're like, oh, that sucks, but if you get a plant that like clones in 7 days and it fucking is that, and then I think that's what Gorilla Glue was, one of its peak things was that it cloned really easy, it grew very consistent, people could like just crush it on their first time
Yeah,
without ever.
yield so fat every time. No matter whether you're good or bad, it'll still put out for you.
Exactly, like the worst.
And that's what we always talked about. We always said that she was a good little horse. She put out every time.
Story of my life.
Exactly. No, it's really like there's so many strains that aren't like that. Like they're so fickle that if the pH goes a little bit off or something, you just can pretty much call it a washout. But with Gorilla Glue, I always felt like the guys who were, especially the first time growers, would be like, "Look what I did," and you'd be like, and you'd like smell it and go, "Glue, right?" And they'd be like, "Ah, man, how'd you know?" And it's like, because I looked really fucking good, and I knew you could never grow anything else besides that, because that's about the only plant that you would pull. Yeah, because you give them something harder the next time, and they'd be like, "Oh, this is actually kind of hard to do."
Dude, it's like winning Madden on easy mode. Like, yeah, okay, you did it, right? But like, come on.
Yeah, no, I love it.
Try hard.
And that's that was obviously the reason it spread so fast. I think because of the guys who were maybe first time ever cloning, it cloned for them. First time ever growing, it grew for them. All those firsts that are huge because they're the foundation work that people do.
Right.
And then it was interesting to see how it kind of petered out for a second. There was a moment where it was like too popular. You know what I mean? It got too popular, and then everybody started to go like kind of like Blue Dream on it a bit further. Like, I got that already. You know what I mean? And people get so fickle about that.
Jackie.
That it kind of goes real funny where it'll go so much to the point where like actually kind of hard to find Blue Dream right now, and kind of hard to find the original those things because people they think that there's always something better. You know what I mean? There's always something better down there.
Yeah, they get oversaturated, then they get over it, and they drop it, and they forget about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And and then it's nice when a really cool example of that comes on by, and they go, "Oh shit,
yeah,
that's why that's that way. That's why the Blue Dream is a classic. That's why the glue is the glue.
The classic, yes.
And it's the thing with the. I think part of the thing with the Blue Dream and even the glue is the fact that a lot of people got it, and while a lot of people were able to look really good with it, dude, 50% of the doctors finish in the bottom 50% of their class, right? So
shout out to George Carlin,
right? So there's there's a lot of not very good glue out there that does some damage.
That's what happens.
Last glue I had was not very good. What else you got?
Exactly. That's what happens. That's like the classic example of a lot of things where too many people who don't do it justice bring the name down, and then all of a sudden it's like people think it all sucks because they've had a bad version of any strain, and that happens a lot. And then of course there's probably I don't know how many S1s out there because it's not like there's never been a Herm situation with a
that never happens, dude. That's always a planned event.
That's never happened. That never happened, right? No, I know. And when you know the background of the whole thing, you're like, yeah, that would probably make sense. But I mean, the fact that there's so many S1s out there too, and people who have bred it into their lines from both sides, like I'm sure there's plenty of people who have come in with Gorilla Glue male, which you know what I mean, like so-called male, with whatever other things they've had, and then if there's issues with those, then people, you know what I mean, it's like, so it's one of those never-ending, like Sour Diesel has the same. Glue-ish. Well, Sour Diesel has the same problem too, where it's like it's not the most stable plant in the world and it has its issues, and so that's one of the reasons why there's so many different kinds of ways that people have crossed it, where they've supposedly made a cut or made a cross, but it's just been a fuck up, you know what I mean?
It's an ish.
But those are some of the best things ever, those fuck-ups, you know what I mean? That's the funny part about it.
Right, and that's what the glue is. I mean, she was an accident.
It's a matter of just somebody growing it out and figuring
accident.
it out if it's good or not. And that's the problem, is there's a lot of good seeds that go to waste because people assume they're going to be all full-blown Hermes. But then there's also other times where they are full-blown Hermes and people think they're going to be good seeds. So it goes in both directions, unfortunately.
You got to have the eye, though, too. You got you got to be able to point out, like at the ADSI, the first, we got to be able to tell, what's a fourth place from a third place, from a second place, from a first place, when they're all fucking mega crip, but there's little bits and pieces, little hairs.
But they all can't be They all can't be Rob Carney, though.
Little nuance.
They can't. Not everybody can be a Rob Carney.
No.
That guy can crushes. That's why he wins.
I like the glue dream.
Some people are just animals, and bless their hearts.
So, question, Kat, I was wondering, because this is, I think with, always when Gorilla Glue comes up, it's one of those things that people bring up, the whole idea of, oh, those guys got sued and they had to change their name and this, that, and the other. So you probably were there on the side watching this whole thing go down.
I did the whole thing. I was a glorified paralegal for that whole thing.
I bet you learned a lot.
I know more about legal now than I ever wanted to know, which has been good and a blessing, but that was 2 years of hell.
I bet.
And the brains of the family should definitely have that skill, so good for you.
Right.
So when that all went down, I mean, because it's one of those things where I think so many people haven't experienced it yet because they just haven't got enough, they haven't got out there enough, or their name hasn't been kind of repeated enough yet. But at the same time, they're just kind of doing the same thing, which is they're grabbing a brand and they're running with the ball. Now, I kind of thought from the beginning, same, like, because I had my first letter come in a long time ago, and I was like, oh, okay, guess you can't use that name. So I learned pretty quickly, and I avoided trying to, do too much of a exact names. But after all, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, when I first came in, they gave me a gorilla, and it said Gorilla Glue on it. And I was like, guess what, guys? We're going to make some changes here. And, it was a parody. The biggest thing about the reason it was named the way it wasn't we were trying to take after another person's brand. It was Josie got a call, his hand stuck to a flip phone, and they said, this is sticky like Gorilla Glue. And it was the force feed that popped, so it was Gorilla Glue 4. And once we wanted to do our business model that we had, I said, we need to shorten that up to GG4. I can't trademark Gorilla Glue 4. I can't do any of that. And so we started to transition from Gorilla Glue 4 to the GG4, but obviously not as fast. And what would happen is the Gorilla Glue Adhesive Company would wake up one day and they'd Google, and all it was weed.
Right. You guys beat them on the SEOs, basically, is what happened.
Yeah. And actually, ironically, my company where they hired me from was SEOWhat.com. I mean, I'm a algorithmic engineer.
How long after that did you get the action letter from Gorilla Glue?
It took years, but...
We never did. We never got a cease and desist. We never got a demand letter. They went straight to a federal lawsuit.
Really? Wow, that's...
Bastards!
That's crazy.
PKO got a letter. So many other people got, but they were trying to find us. And then by the time they got to us, they were so mad at us that they just went straight for the jugular.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, and at the end of the day, it's like, I think a good example, though, for a lot of people, and I think I can see people sort of emulating the style where they're like, maybe we need to shorten the name or change it just a little bit. And it's a good idea because it is tough and that is the thing is like, that's how names come about. Usually it's like, it's usually something as simple as hand stuck to phone, Gorilla Glue. That's it.
Right.
Oh, that plant. Oh, that's the number 4 plant. That's the number. There we go. We've solved the mystery. And those are usually the way things are named or things come about because it's not like a real complicated matter. It's
no, it's just a stoner math. Like GG5, we named her. It was GG1 crossed by GG4, and it was like I took a hit. I'm going to +1 + 4 = 5. We're going to call her 5. Like there's no real method behind it, and that's just how things were named back then.
Exactly, it's like Kush. Kush technically was named because it was made you feel like it was sinking into a cushion, and it was CUSH, and it wasn't Kush like the mountains or any of that bullshit. So it was like it had like just a real simple meaning, and that's what those things.
It wasn't the Afghani region, man.
No, that was later when they looked in Rob's. They looked in Rob's book and said like, that looks like the coolest shit out of all the stuff in there, which it did, and it stuck. But at the same time, there was more of a simple thing behind it, and those simple things are always like, yep, that makes sense. That's about as basic as the stoner gets. You know what I mean?
Well, people don't realize
razor,
Right. Why we got hit so hard is when we never used the Gorilla Glue look. Like you would go to a dispensary or you would go to, your buddy down the street and you would actually get like the Gorilla Glue logo on top of your weed. And once we were going through deposition and discovery, they realized that's out of our control. We have no control what's going on over there. Yeah. And And so that was like 3 months of me just really going through and printing it out saying, I have no control over this person. This is out of our control. Gigi is larger than you could ever imagine. She's a beast. She's the Kim Kardashian of cannabis. And we can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
And
that was your defense. She's the Kim
that.
Kardashian of cannabis.
I did. I called, and if you read the notes, it says she's the Kim Kardashian of cannabis. I mean, it was an accidental leak, just like hers was an accidental leak of her video, and the next thing was history. And we can't control what the traditional market does, and I can't control.
Now you're looking for your Kanye, I guess. I'm out there looking. So you're in charge of that?
Split up, actually.
I know. Now they split up. That was old news. That would have been the old. Who's she with now? Who's she with? Come on. You're the gossip guy now.
I don't know, man.
He became gossip.
I barely even knew that.
He never knew that, but now he
culture.
is. Now
I
he
don't
is.
know anything.
Somebody Google
I barely
it
even
and
knew
tell us.
that.
So tell us about some of the new crosses in depth and detail, since all the listeners here want to hear that, Grayskull. They want to hear what's going down. They want to hear nasty details.
The new crosses. You guys don't want to know about any new crosses and stuff that's going down.
They want to hear dirty details. Dirty
You don't want us
details
to play
from the
after
grow.
4 for the rest of our lives?
They want to.
Come on, no, that was the plan, right? Just run the 4 till the cows come home and make more cows. No, there's some good stuff coming down the line. We're going to incorporate the sour double. The dub's going to get some action in there. We got a hold of the cherry AK-47, which the tops are always nice. Everything else freaking larfy as hell, but it has the greatest smell and the greatest flavor, and the best medicinal effect. So we're gonna work that in.
Help it out on some structure there. Give it some instead of the larf zone. Yeah, well that should be.
It's dude. No matter what, you could either, I don't know. It's just like one nice top and then a bunch of larfy popcorns, or some pretty decent tops and then a bunch of larfy popcorns. But the bag smells great,
Mm-hmm.
But the we're gonna work with the cherry AK. There's a one I call Baby Yoda. It's a sour double, or it's a wedding cake sour double selection. I'm gonna work that in. We're obviously gonna work in the number 5, the one cross with the 4. We're gonna run a select.
What's the 1,000? What was the 1,000 one though? What's that deal? Is something 1,000?
1,000 cat. It was 1,000.
That was T1000 by GG4 backcrossed again with Josie's mail that he got towards the end. And he wants that to be the G1000G.
Schwarzenegger. Call it Schwarzenegger.
What's that? Why was
It's a T1000. Terminator.
Or 1,000.
Too cerebral.
Schwarzenegger.
That won't get you sued.
It's like
I was like, let's get more sued. Let's get more.
No more lawsuits.
No more lawsuits.
Let's get
But
more
he has
sued.
2 G's in his name too, so it would have been.
Oh, you can totally rip him off because he's got 2 G's in his name. Say it's all ours.
Yeah.
We're the 2
We own
G's.
Schwarzenegger now.
We started it.
Call it the governor.
Right?
Yeah, the governor. Just call it the governor.
The governor. You're not getting sued.
The governor.
No.
Gorilla.
I mean, he's really proud about the Fire Pie by Sour Dub by Mac that he was working on towards the end.
The Gorillinator.
Shout out.
The
Gorillinator.
The Gorillinator.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Well, the neat thing about Keith and I kind of just doing the legacy line is we'll use the legacy line, which is the 1, the 5, the Glucci, the I Do, all the different ones that we've had in the past. The Purple Glue, yep, which is Las Vegas Purple Kush by GG4, bringing all those in and crossing them with his laundry list of dreams, and keeping that legacy alive, and then allowing Keith's expertise and his legacy, and then starting to mesh those together. So that's going to bring a whole nother variety to the table that's never been done. And I think the fun thing is having these other varieties like the 5 is, the 4 is so saturated out there. I can't cross the 4 with anything right now because it's already been done and I don't want to step on somebody else's toes. So bringing the 5 in and crossing with the laundry list and the dream list is going to be really neat because the 5 is actually stronger than the 4. And she's, a heavy hitter. Her yield's the same.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got a pretty big list of what he really likes. And the neat thing is the Fire Pie by Sour Dub by Mac was something that him and Keith were working on, or Gray, before. And, you can go back into his history and take a look at them going back and forth on it. And, and also try to track that sucker down
That was a nightmare.
That was a nightmare. Because, Josie and his holders, all I have is a list on my Excel sheet with these random people's names, and everybody changes their name from the IC mag to the Instagram name to whatever handle, trying to track these people down. And finally we did.
Yeah.
And
well, they were definitely not.
Yeah, we have it.
Well,
which was awesome.
How about glue sage with Adam, or glue gum or something like that?
Yeah, well,
I do. We want to work with the bubble.
Uh-oh.
See, there you go.
I want a bubble.
There you go.
There we go.
we got some talking then. We got some talking.
A gorilla blowing a big old bubble.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Well,
in.
well, that was the McGilla gorilla. But didn't McGilla gorilla? Oh, he always blew bubbles. That was his thing. He was a McGilla gorilla would always blow a giant bubble.
Gorilla for sale.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's in your memory banks. You just don't remember. You're like, oh yeah, that was what that was.
So nobody's getting sued again.
No one's gonna get sued with a McGilla gorilla.
Dude, that's the best thing. If long as we don't have to pay any more lawyers anymore, we've already paid, then that'll be great.
Yeah,
It's gotta be domain
just keep
right
stepping
now.
in shit every fucking time. Every round to go like, so who are we getting sued by this time? We guys will be known as it could be an MO. You never know. Gets you more business. Definitely made. I mean, there's one thing about it.
You just notice as our names keep changing, just note, okay, there's obviously a lawsuit somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Oh, Cat's changing the company name again.
Oh, here comes a new logo or something going on.
Wow, there's another new logo. Yeah, Cat's
we're just freshening things up. That's all.
Yeah. It is hard though, because I mean the whole cannabis industry is kind of like warping and changing yearly, and so it gets like things you couldn't do before you can do now, and things the other way around. There's stuff that people got away with forever, and now all of a sudden it's like kind of clamping down. So you see like a lot of I always thought that the future was going to be more sterile than ever, because they're going to because a lot of corporate people don't want to hear things like Gorilla Glue or bubble gum or anything that sounds like not something that they can fit into a spreadsheet and see like a T1363-4. I like the name. I love the name of that. You know what I mean? So I almost felt like they were going to end up forcing people into that direction just because they don't want to. I mean, I can't imagine what it must be like for guys to inspect.
Isn't that what metric is?
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's exactly what metric is. But at the end of the day, also, like, can you imagine going in and looking at the handwriting of every grower in in a book? Like, I can't even read people's tags. Usually, 90% of the time, I look and I go, "What the hell does that say?" And it's like, oh yeah.
Well, that's what Amit and I have to do Monday. He's got all this, handwriting from Josie, and he's like, "We're gonna have to Skype. I gotta figure. I can't freaking read this shit." I'm like, I can figure that out for you.
Yeah, it's tough. Notes are tough, and then you get the combination of like systems of counting and whatever it comes down. Like, what is all this stuff here? Oh, each one of those is a 10.
Just
and that's
ignore the sign of the decimal point.
And I put the little scribble ribble over here. You know what I mean?
Scribble ribble. I hope someone's keeping track of the words that Adam creates.
A lot of scribble. There's a lot of those scribble.
Memory bank.
Lot of doctors.
A lot of doctors in the grows, that's for sure. Yeah, potential doctors, not anything but the handwriting. We got everything. We got the handwriting down. Nothing else. Haven't got any of the other skills of a doctor, but we definitely got the handwriting.
Some guys got the coats. Some guys got the lab coats going.
Yeah,
sure.
And
more people
have
lab coats.
Maybe too. Like I don't drink. I haven't drank for 19 years, but I go into the liquor store all the time. Because my job is to vision the next 5, 10, 15 years. What I'm doing right now is not for today, it's for the next year, for the next 5. And I'll walk in the liquor store and I'll just stare at labels and names and say, okay, because once federally comes involved, we're going to have to change that system. And I'm like, okay, if they're allowing that on a vodka bottle, then they're going to allow that on a cannabis jar.
No, they won't.
And I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it.
Really?
I doubt it.
No.
Oh yeah, no, we're not going to get.
Are we going to have to go like what Canada does? It's 123.456.
No, maybe
logos,
that, but
no nothing.
But we're not going to get treated like alcohol, because, like our first guest Jeff was saying, that they would have done it already. I mean, we actually have it written into the law that it's supposed to be regulated like alcohol. So
and it's not.
Right.
And it's not.
But it's not
the furthest thing from it,
because we're not allowed to have anything that's even remotely comical or funny. And then if you go and you look at beer, you're like looking at like cartoon characters and bullshit and bubblegum flavors and all sorts of sweet things. And you're just like,
yeah, because it's playing on to kids.
yeah, exactly. But the alcohol is even worse, and you can buy it, open it. There's no safety things or anything.
There's no safety cap.
It's like the exact opposite of cannabis. Cannabis comes in like total child-proof safety thing, and you can't have anything. Don't show anything cool or fun.
There's a harder cap to get in to Listerine mouthwash than there is into a bottle of vodka. Okay, it's ridiculous. Cannabis is being overregulated, and I wish I could agree with you, Kat, that once federal descheduling happens.
Nah, I don't think it's going to help. I think it's going to get worse because they're going to have more control to be able to say, now we
Crossing
can.
interstate lines.
Now we make the
must
rules.
comply.
But they're going to want it to make money. I mean,
No, they don't. They want to fuck us first. They want to take the money for themselves. and get
True,
their
they
own
want to take the
position.
money after they fuck us, so then they can take
If they
over
give us
and then-
banking, we can give them the money they want. And we can at least have some banking,
You know,
Please?
Grayskull, they probably, whatever we're willing to give, whatever we think would be reasonable, they want more. Okay? They're just going to want more. It's going to take a while to find the water balance. I'm pessimistic on it. I just want descheduling, and we can work on everything after that, and maybe something that changes 280E to some type of like excise tax or something like that, and because if they take away 280E, I think you could find, wouldn't that?
Oh my God, how much money? How much money?
Well, that would open up banking, and that would be great, dude. Then businesses would be able to get loans and everything. We'd be like real businesses.
I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy because we are like the most. Basically, we're the cash cow for anybody because all we want to do is sit in one place, grow cannabis, and make them money. You know what I mean? It's like that's all we really want to do, and some way, shape, or form, whether it's making seeds or growing for product or whatever. And we're easy to find. We're right there. We're usually we got to pay our fucking power bills and take care of our shit. We can't fuck around. And like other people are fucking them from every other side. And they don't have any regulations because they don't have to worry about it. And they're like claiming everything. I'm claiming this coffee. I'm claiming this. Hey, yo, we got every single thing they get. They go down. They claim everything.
Can't claim nothing.
And so we're so used to not being able to claim anything that it's like we don't even try. We're just like whatever. We can't do it. You know what I mean? And like there's other people who are like, what? I would never pay for like at the end of the year they're paying like $1 and we're paying like $10,000. So it's like we are the cash cows for them. But that's they should take advantage of it and let us do what we do.
They should.
But instead, they just
should let us do what we need to do. It would pull so much out of debt.
They don't have a
And
position in it yet.
happier people we would have in this world. I mean, you take two families. You got an alcoholic dad, and then you got a stoner pop. Which one's going to be playing board games?
Right.
Come on.
He may never finish the game. He may never finish the game, but he will try. He will try his hardest.
And they're going to be eating pizza, and everyone's going to be laughing, and there's not going to be a belt in the situation.
Or bagels.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
Everybody might be diabetic at the end, but
If you're eating as many gummies as I am these days, it's looking like that's going to be the case.
But in general, it's like it's just so hard. There's so many. They always throw so many roadblocks in the cannabis world. And they always have, and I think we just get kind of shell shocked too, because after a while you've dealt with it so many times, and you're like,
legislation. It's lawyers. It's lawyers are they're
lawyers always lawyers are the guys making all the worst part. Lawyers are rough. Lawyers are like
they win.
They win.
They're winners.
They always win. You walk out like, fuck. I guess they won. We got nothing. It's like the electric company. Electric company always wins with a grow. Doesn't matter. You know what I mean? They always win. Even if people are stealing power, they win in the long run because they get you in the end, and then they fucking tax it out of you, and then you get all your money.
Yeah, then you're super jacked.
And then they want every drop plus. You know what I mean? So I've never really felt like they understand what a beautiful position they're in, and if they just would work with us a little bit more. Because if they worked with us, we'd all gladly fucking work in the sense that knowing that you're not going to get fucking ass raped by them, you're like, hey, you're just gonna do it on a daily and on a slow drip. That's better. That's a much better way to do it. You know what I mean?
You're using logic again. 280E was created because a coke dealer paid taxes, ran his coke empire like a small business, took deductions, paid his taxes, kept books of all the transactions.
How much skiing was that guy doing, dude?
I'm telling you, but that's why they created 280E, because they could arrest, they got him charged on everything. They caught him on everything, but they wanted to get him on some type of tax code. And he was able to pull up, that he had paid his taxes. So they created 280E saying you can't take deductions on anything federally illegal. So if they take that away, I wonder if all the traditional market cannabis growers will start paying taxes. We'll just go, you know what?
Right.
Let's comply. I know we're not going through your licensing thing, but I'm going to pay. At least they'd have an option to now, right? They can't.
I don't think I would gladly go pay them for that, but they get so much on the fact that, right now they're getting so much because it's a one-way street. We don't get anything back. We just pay everything we pay with taxes on it. They get to keep all the money. We don't get any of that tax money, and it's painful to look at because if you just go through your, in Colorado, just go through your gas receipts and look at how much tax you pay at the end of the year, and you're like, holy shit, there's $900 right there. You know what I mean? And you can't claim nothing for nothing. So
do you remember the movie from the 80s, early 80s called Deal of the Century? One of the guys goes, whichever side wins, we win. That side wins, we win. That side wins, we win. Those are the lawyers and the legislators of this whole process. Mm-hmm. They're always going to win.
Mm-hmm. They always will win.
Bastards.
Those bastards.
So sometimes those guys play other parts too, and then they make it really hard.
Right.
Yeah. We just need some type of change in regulation so people have a level playing field and everyone can do business. Because
right.
if you're not
and then internally, as a cannabis community, we don't have to fight against each other because we're getting raped so bad by everybody else that it's starting to build so much animosity and competition internally, and that's not healthy. I think everybody, a collaboration, working together, great minds should work together. Grayskull should be able to work with, Cornbread Ricky or whoever he wants and work together to build better strains, to build better medicine for the med.
Build back better? Did you say build back better? Build back better.
Build back better.
There we go. Now it's official. It's definitely I think it's within our reach, and we're all gonna see the transition, and it's gonna be bittersweet down the road because I think knowing how
we're all gonna be kicking ourselves, going, "Fuck, we had it great."
Exactly. So I think it's actually got to appreciate what's there and what's happening, and work with it the best you can, and just kind of roll with the punches because unfortunately there's always going to be shitty stuff. Like in Colorado now, they're trying to do they're trying to change and twist and make it a little more, clamp it down, which is what? You guys are dumb as hell. And there's other states that are going hog wild. So
like Oklahoma.
Hog
exactly.
wild.
Well, Oklahoma would come to mind when you say hog wild. I would think that would be the first state that you would think of. But they're definitely, and also New York has got such an awesome policy where they're just open themselves up for to become probably the best laws in the country, which you're like, what? New York? Right. That doesn't make any sense because normally it's the other way around where it's the most restrictive, and there they have got their shit together, mostly because people have seen all these models and they've got a chance to kind of mold it into something that makes more sense. And I think we're gonna get there, and I think we're all when it gets federal. Unfortunately, it's not going to be. It's going to ruin a lot of the cool things, and there's going to be
It's going to ruin a lot of cool things. A lot of the, I think, the smaller,
just different.
Grows, more mom and pops. Just not going to be able to compete.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is you get corporate cannabis always loses, and it happened in Canada on huge scales, on $200 million here and another $100 million here, and you're looking at how can these people lose that much money growing cannabis? But they literally said it's because the craft growers came at them way faster than they could imagine because they could change their direction quicker or change strains or upgrade or do whatever the people wanted, whereas they were like, oh shit, we've just done this, we're way down.
Yeah, they're locked into those mega facilities and that mega
well, you have to grow what works, and you got to a lot of stuff doesn't work on that particular system or those timings or whatever, so they couldn't grow them, and so they end up just throwing out a lot of killer stuff and keeping just 8-week LARF that's kind of like, oh, it's 8 weeks, then it works. You know what I mean? And 8 weeks is not long enough for most strains. Most strains that I've grown are at least 10 to 11 weeks. 10 weeks is like sort of the standard. 9 is like, oh, that's fast. 8 is like, wow, that's impossible. And those are like usually not as potent as the ones that are later. It just kind of comes with the territory. So
right, and that's what you get with corporate, because corporate wants to turn and burn.
Exactly.
They want to make their money. They have policies and procedures. You have your spreadsheet and you stick within it.
Oh yeah.
And everything's evolving over here, and then all of a sudden they look up and they're like, we just missed the boat.
Right, and it's so funny because like in the long run, I think. My prediction is that finally people will mature and understand that, like, hey, you know what? A 12-week strain is really different than an 8-week strain, and those are the stuff that most people just can't comprehend. It's like 12 weeks. That's almost a half a cycle more, and it's like, yeah, but just dedicate it in one area and see what happens. You know what I mean? And if people appreciate those things.
And have multiple rooms and have your cycles
and
a week apart.
Pay a little more money. It's like, hey, you know what? The consumer might have to pay just a little bit more money.
It's not going to be $99.
But that's how people think. They always go across
$100 pound.
$100 pound. $50 pound.
That's how you train me. $100 pound.
Scaring me.
Oh, that's a painful thought.
That's
$100 fresh frozen 100 I would accept on a large enough scale, but that's about it.
That's $1,000 pound.
Yeah, and that's still, not so bad.
How do people get their genetics?
Tell us.
How do we get your gear?
Guess where?
It's not with that guy seedsherenow.com.
Oh, that fucking guy.
Well,
not James.
So he handles all of the distribution, all of the customer service, all of the hassle. You just have to do what you do best, which is produce really good gear and put it in a sack and get it to him.
Right. Gray and Simon have to produce really good gear. I do the packaging because that's my little thing, and his job is to take care of everything else. And
seedsherenow.com.
James being man on this.
So they will have the S1s, which is a feminized clone-only version of Josie's gear.
Mm-hmm.
He will have anything that's new that's coming out. We've got a bunch in testing. He'll have everything. We've got some really good partners. Josie really left me with some really good vendors. And, when you find good vendors, you just stick with them. Yeah, I could go out and get 20 more, but what's the point? We've been working with Pure Sativa forever, and they're amazing vendors for us.
Yeah. No, Amit's the go-to European distributor just because there is there are other guys out there that are like bigger as far as numbers of strains and stuff. But when you look at when you look at the breeders that he picks, it's all very hand selected. It always has been. And I love Amit. I like quality of people versus quantity of numbers. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, if I can have a full-on conversation and, he loves my kids, I love his daughter, I mean, we can mesh, that to me is priceless versus turning and burning and selling out to Crop King. Ooh, Crap King.
Ooh. We're going to have to cut that in post, Mark. Are we allowed to say that?
Where's it?
But you could. I mean, we could have easily sold out. We could have easily done that route. I mean, he was knocking on the door. But why?
There you go. You bought Crop King? Never. Oh, man.
Lots of people are saying, well, Kat, can we get, $1 a seed if we buy bulk? I said, yes, you can. And here's the URL, www.cropking.com.
You're not giving him seedsherenow.com because that's just ridiculous.
No, those are true genetics, and I'm really thankful that James came to me, because we haven't spoken. He came and said, what's the story? What do you got going on? And he was really impressed with how I'm trying to handle this transition into the next phase. And he's like, let's do it. And we've got vendors that have been with us for quite some time, and they all do an amazing job. They really do.
I thought he was going to hang up on her when she mentioned me. He didn't, so that was sweet.
No, I think everybody, anything that I get with feedback is you are the most amazing. You are the person that fits this bill.
No, I think it's a great combination because I already know Keith. So he needs a good mom to take care of him. So
I'm kind of, they used to always call me Cat, but when, everyone
after
knows me as I have a little bit of a pit bull in me.
After meeting you, I'm like, oh yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly what Keith needs right there, just to keep him in check. Because
what do you mean? I don't get a little stoned and wander. What do you mean, dude?
Never.
Stay on point.
Never.
Stay on point.
Never ever. So yeah, I think it's a great combo, and I'm looking forward to all the cool collabs that sounds like are down the pipeline. And I'm sure now that we know that who's in charge, I'll have to keep an eye on him too. I'll come check him out sometime to come down there and make sure he's not lounging around polishing his bong all day, because sounds like you need to clean the bong first and then polish the bong. That's what it sounds like.
I mean, he's got his setup that looks really good. He's got his lights up, his Luminar lights. They're amazing.
Yeah, Luminar. I just want a little shout out to Luminar real
Of
quick.
course, we're about to give one away. You know that. So
they set up his whole grow. They did an amazing job.
we forgot to even get into that. Tell us about. We got the IL8s or something like that in there. Or what do you got going on?
No, I got the IL-I6s.
Oh, the i6 is nice.
The 630 waters.
Mm-hmm.
I got 12 of them over 9 4x6 tables. So we're going to see what they do. We're about 23, 24 days in right now. So we're just starting to get some nice flower developing, and it's kind of weird because, I'm old school. I like the old HPS. I'm like,
you're old school? No way, dude. I thought you were like super up to date, modern guy, like
corporate.
Just corporate minded. Look at you.
Bro, I got SOP. I got all the, come on.
How do you look in a suit?
Actually, I did write an SOP, but it's
and I'm his SOB.
The technology is weird. It's like guitars and amplifiers, and the tube guitar amp, does a certain type of distortion that a solid state amp won't do, even though the solid state ones get the really nice clean signal.
But what's crazy though is I was talking with a friend the other day, and he's exactly the same. Like he's been every single time someone says it, he goes, it's either he would throw some excuse, and he even said it to me yesterday. He goes, every time someone would tell me, I'd either say the chips aren't good enough, or this ain't good enough, or that ain't good, it's too hot here, or that. But, and now he's like, you know what? I just saw the other day. He said he saw a room that the guy had it at 70%. And he was crushing like 4 pounds of where he normally was getting 2 pounds. And it was like, no way you could get around the fact that stuff just was crushing.
Oh, he was riding the VPD freaking
he was riding
wave,
it all.
Right?
He was riding it hard, and he was also everything was just like dialed in perfect. And that was only his second run with those things, and the guy was like mesmerized himself at how the shit was just doubling his yields, and that's because
the guy was crushing with LEDs.
And then that's like, and that was literally like him coming to me saying like sad, like it's over, bro. It's over. Like the days are over. HPS. But the thing is, HPS always has its place. Like if you're in greenhouse situation, I think HPS probably is going to help you out, especially if you're in a cold place, because like you don't want to like pay for heat. And and lights, you know what I mean? You're like, so, wait, I gotta add heat to my room now? Like, Jesus Christ!
Let's be efficient here.
You should be able to.
It saves money, yay!
You should have been able to flip flop your rooms back and forth and take the air from there and bring in. There's usually more efficient ways to run like if you have I think of every HPS as like a little heater in themselves, right? So it's like, hey, the room needs to get hotter. Throw more lights in. It's like why would you want to spend more money on fucking heaters when you could just throw 6 more lights in the room?
When you have more light.
Depends on how you're generating heat, right? I mean,
100%. Yeah. So definitely the Fossa ones. Those are shit, man. Those are like, they look like BMWs. Those things. Have you seen those lights? The Fossas. Those are.
No.
I'm gonna get them on the show. I'm gonna get them on the show sometime soon, because those things look. Yeah, they got like ball bearings in them, and they turn like like you can turn every one, so you could get in your room and get a little more intricate. I was like,
nice.
I like these ones, and but they weigh about 77 pounds each. Oh, probably. So
dude, those ILI6s. When I hung those up, like, I like to think I'm a pretty big, strong dude, and these things weigh like 70 pounds each. I'm like, trying to pull them up on the jack chain over my head. It's like you really need 2 people to
There's a
do it.
and they also make a
Bring back your Lyman days.
and they make a 1500 watt model apparently, which is supposed to be off the chain, but it covers like a 7x7 area technically if you really like put it in the right spot at 100%.
I mean, that's
pretty. Maybe it's
the thing with these these LEDs that I'm excited about is it's using new technology. It's kind of trying to evolve, right? Dinosaurs, like the T-Rex died, right? Why? Maybe because his arms didn't grow. So I'm like, that's right. Trying to grow with LEDs, trying to expand a little bit, right? So
I think Grayskull beats
this is what Cat has to deal with. Sorry,
on the metaphors.
Is that your 30? What was it? Your 42%er or 44%er?
Don't say that one. Oh no, now I'm gonna get hate mail. It was actually a 40 and 10. It really was. But
no, it's awesome.
I don't know how that.
Everybody dab time. Everybody get your dab rig out. We'll all dab together. And those of you who happen to be T-Rexes who have too small arms and can't dab.
You're like,
don't make fun of me, dude.
Old school.
I got the longest small arms ever.
Yeah,
that was a little
not as short as a T-Rex.
That was a little self. That was a little. Yeah. So you were literally talking about yourself there instead of T-Rexes. But I get it.
Communal dab session.
You're talking about yourself in the third person. That's when you're really getting it. Enlightenment.
I think he's been in the green. I think he's been in the grow too long. We need to get him. We need to extract him from the grow.
Hermitude's awesome, dude. I need more Hermitude.
What's your guys' Instagram handle? Are you posting any photos?
We are now over at GGgenetics.official.
Is that with an X or with a C at the end?
With a C.
Okay, because I
Genetics with an S. Yep. So GGgenetics.official, and I've changed myself from now. I'm just cat.gg_.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just trying to evolve into the next phase as. My only takeaway from everything that I've been through since 2015 with these guys is, you guys were talking about legal stuff in the past, is always button up. You just don't ever know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But the good thing is, I've got Gray, who is amazing breeder, and I've got an evolution mind that's like, okay, well, what's next? How are we going to do this? How are we going to keep this vision alive and keep his legacy going? Because he's got kids. Actually, he's going to be a grandpa. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that out loud, but we just found out the other day. But
too late. Already did it.
Yeah. So Josie's going to be a grandpa. Yay!
Oh, that's awesome.
He'd be so happy.
That's awesome.
So big shout out to them because that's fun. I mean, his family's amazing. They really are. And Josie asked me. He's like, I don't care what you do, Ted. Just take care of Ange, please. Mm-hmm. And he's like, take care of your fam. I've got 2 beautiful kids and this is what we do. This is for our family. We have a legacy, and we want to be able to pass these things on. I mean, I want to be able to bring down my son to Keith's grow someday and be like, all right, teach my little boy.
Oh,
he thinks it's a potato at this point. It's kind of cute. He calls it junior glue.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, cool.
I ruined that kid. He comes into the grow. I don't know. He starts swearing like a sailor.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
He does. Oh, yeah. Josie would always say he's like, that kid is good. He's good. He's moldable.
I know a kid who swears like a sailor, too. Looks a little bit like a blonde Adam.
Oh, yeah. My kid is terrible. He's
Well, then I got my daughter, who is just, I don't know where she came from. She's such a prude. She's such a goody two-shoe. She's 14. She's already got her whole life figured out. And I'm like, I'm over here, a lot older than 14. I can't even figure out what I want to do with my life. But she's a good kid.
Everything goes in like cycles, right? They go back and forth where it's like you go, I'm not going to be anything like them. I'm not going to smoke any weed. I'm going to do this. And then all of a sudden at a certain point, it may just click in.
That's
like,
that joint?
To be like, oh, wait a minute. That's why, I'm back to where I was. I'm back. It fits like a glove. You know what I mean? At that point,
that's what's going through the head as I'm polishing the bong, right?
You're just fighting it for that little while. Because especially when it comes from, usually when people go against their hippie parents, so called or whatever, it's usually they come back around at some point because they figure out like, you know what, those guys had it all figured out. They just I thought they were wrong because
Why didn't I listen?
Why did I listen to those guys, the hippie family?
Well, like my son, his name is Junior. He thinks I'm cool, right? And then there's my daughter. She's like, you're not cool. And I'm like, but I really am. Like, who wouldn't want their mom to be GG? Like, Mrs. GG. And she's like, yeah, you're still not cool. I'm like, I've been in high times.
Yeah,
she's like, yeah, not cool.
Oh, wow, it's going to take a lot to impress her at this point. Yeah, they're getting very jaded, this generation, so they don't know the struggles. They don't know the struggles we went through, right? That's usually the...
They go high times.
We're literally becoming our grandparents where we're talking about how hard it was to get weed when we were kids, as they used to talk about going to school in the snow. You know what I mean? They'd be like, I used to go walking 2 miles in the snow. We're like, we used to call 30 people to get an ounce of weed. You know how hard that was? I had to call everybody. Like, you sure you don't have?
With my hands wrapped up dialing.
There was times, I had to drive 200 miles for some swag.
Remember the 2-finger baggies?
Yeah.
Your ace, you always put your 2-finger up to it to make sure it was an ace.
Yeah, exactly.
I
got ripped off.
The 2-finger baggie back.
They would all hold their fingers kind of like that. They would kind of hold it down just a little bit. It'd be like one finger behind the other. It'd be like, what's going on with that finger there? It'd be like, cranked up a little bit. But.
Summer of 1990, we drove from Syracuse University to New York City to buy what turned out to be an ounce of leaf from fucking Todd.
Oh, Todd.
Yeah,
motherfucker. Shout out to Todd.
Shout out to Todd.
First guy to rip off the custody. Ripping off the custody. Here he is, still mad. Still mad. But yeah, there was some sad moments back in the day. But there was also many good ones because, you had to, like always, you just had to create the moments yourself. Because if you waited on other people, it's never going to happen, right? You just have to get out there and do it yourself, which I think is important in the whole grow world, right?
Yeah, you meet people, you see the world.
Right? That's right. That's right. Well, cool. I'm going to have Miles jump in a minute, so I'll let you guys get back to work.
Yes.
I don't know about Keith.
Adam.
Keith's probably
really
not working.
it.
Keith's not working. Keith ain't working. Look at that guy. He ain't going back to work.
Quality control and making sure everything works, making sure the burn.
Look at the shine on that thing.
Flavors on point, feelings right. It's important. There's.
Yeah, you're blinding the screen. You blinded the screen with that polish.
I'm just glad you were really polishing your bong and it wasn't a euphemism for something else.
Shiny, dude. That looked good.
That's awesome. Good. Hey, I just want to say thanks for having us on and letting us share the story and chat and love hanging out with you guys. Every time is always a blast.
Yeah, for sure. And next time I'm out there, I'll come see you. And next time you're out here, you need to come see us. Okay?
Please.
Absolutely.
And Kat, hopefully we'll get to meet soon somewhere along it. Now everything's opening up. I'm sure we'll be at some shows or some.
Yes.
Are you going to Vegas by any chance next month? You heard you got invited to that?
Going to the Hayes Cup?
I know you.
We were going to, but it really depends on because I have my daughter's pretty autoimmune, and so she can't get the vaccine yet. So we're kind of in flux with that, but.
All right, well,
I think I'm gonna,
Well, then you can't go around him. He's not vaccinated. I'm vaccinated.
I'm not vaccinated either, but they want her. It's so much politics involved, and she already had COVID so bad. Like she had she was down for the count. She had that inflammatory response that the kids were getting, and I'm like, well, she should be immune to this point. It's like I went to, but. So it really depends on my travel, but I do know I'll be going down to Oklahoma here really soon. Vegas is always my home. Angela's always, her door's open.
Oh, I can already see it now.
Oh, yeah. So we'll see you there in July.
I was like, there's Kat.
Yeah.
She's in her Vegas mode.
If you're going to come, let us know, and we'll make sure to get you in touch with Andrew Pizzicalis.
Yeah, because we.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll get you in there. Okay. Nice one, guys.
Perfect.
Thank you, guys.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much. Josie appreciates
We'll
it.
do a couple of shout-outs before Miles gets here.
Yeah, for sure. Peace out, guys.
Thank you so much.
And
New Millennium Nutrients.com.
Ooh, I forgot to add them onto the thing on Instagram. I was like, later, I was like, God damn it. I knew I missed somebody.
I got them in there, though.
Did you?
Yeah, but my following is only a tenth of yours.
Look at you. Making it happen. New Millennium Nutrients. They super easy to use. Also great on a professional scale. Once again, dosatron friendly. You can But you can also just go and buy 1 or 2 products. You don't have to go get a whole dosatron and run the huge system to find out how good they are. You can pick out 1 or 2 products to really see the differences. Some of them that are unique. The Decision product is really unique because there's very few people who make that. Everyone makes a grow or a flower, but this is sort of like right in between. And you can really see the plants sort of set up tighter and respond quicker. Also, the Winter Frost is a great one just because that's an end product that makes a big difference, and you can see the difference within one cycle because you know your stuff, how it normally finishes off, and then you finish it off with that, and you're like, hey, I see the fucking difference. And
Well,
that's
this that
all
we smoked tonight that you brought was sticky in my fingers. I had to rub it
sticky,
off.
wicky,
I got a
wicky.
little finger hash from it.
Oh my God, look at that. But yeah, in general, contact, if you check out the store finder, go to the website, which is newmillenniumnutrients.com, and then check out the store finder.
Enter done deal.
Well, just first store finder. This tells you where it goes. You can't get a deal until you get on.
Finder.
Relax, slow down,
Slow
down,
slow your roll, Dave.
back it up. But no, in general, you just go to the store finder, see if there's somewhere close to you. If not, you contact them direct. And if you do contact them direct, but you might as well contact them direct anyway. Just say, you know what? I heard about this shit on the show.
Yeah, man.
I need to try some of it. And so order one pit. I bet they send you a whole bunch of others. That's how it rolls with these.
Look
kind
at
of
all
companies.
those little check boxes there. It's available everywhere.
Well, not everywhere. It's still quite an exclusive product. There's there's spots, but it's not the easiest one. So, but yeah, order some today. Check it out and make sure you use that Done Deal.
There you go. Medically correct, right? So there's Quick Extracts, there's Clear Creek, Incredibles Edibles, True Pura, and the latest Nove chocolate. Fire. I love the black cherry. They have 3 flavors that are dark chocolate. They even make a white chocolate. Like I told you, I opened by mistake, but ate it anyway because it was fantastic. You can head over to truepura.com. Enter Done Deal at checkout. You'll get 20% off. It is fantastic quality CBD. Listen, it's tough to be a CBD company in today's gas station CBD, air quotes, Amazon crap. But this is quality. I know Adam started with D-Money and Bob and Rick way back in the day with Max, and they made an incredible company, pun intended. The chocolate is fire.
It was incredible.
Yeah, I eat a lot of their gummies. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I eat a lot of them.
Now it's evolved. Look at it. It's all so classy.
Look at that packaging.
It's so tight now. No, it looks great. They're and the thing is, their stuff is consistent, which is the most important part of any edible. So you get what you get when you get what you want. You get what you get. You know what's in there. You're not having to guesstimate or hope for the best. It's like, nope, look at that. It even says it right on the fucking bar.
Right on the bar.
Damn, that's easy. But also their CBD products are obviously with True Pure are super high quality. Pretty much changed MTI's family, like home life, right? Now everybody's chill.
Everyone's chill.
Used to be all stressed out and crazy. You'd go in, it was maniacs. Now look at them, just chill.
Thank you, guys. So while you can't get a Done Deal for their edibles, you can go to Green Farms Med, ask for the Done Deal, and they carry a whole bunch of Incredibles products. So in a kind of a way, you can.
Could get a twofer, a double Done Deal.
Yeah, I mean,
Almost.
it's available.
It's almost.
The flower that he brought by was so amazing. It is so flavorful, terpene rich. It really works for me. But his country fruit rosin, the 1-to-1, is spectacular. It's like narcotic. It comes off like thick, sappy
Narcotic,
glue.
brah. No, it is. It is strong. It's one of those. It's one of those ones you just wake up on the couch and you're like, oh, dude, did I not make it to the fucking bedroom again? Like, Jesus Christ.
5 years living soil. Okay, totally organic. You got to be. Oh, look, that's mine.
That's your hand?
No,
that's your post.
I
Look at
posted
you.
that.
Look at you.
Look at that.
at
That is the extent of my Instagram skills right there. I can't.
Oh
do
wow! Look
anything
at
else
you,
than
dude.
that.
You did
All
really
right.
good. You do better than I would.
You
for
like
something
that one?
Yeah, look at you.
Damn. Well,
You're
keep
like
going.
grade A Instagram girl.
No, nothing like that. No, they have tons of stuff and little things.
Yeah, you need more. You need more like lips. If you want to.
Yeah,
needs more
lips.
like lips and sparkles or something. Little unicorns and sparkles and lips.
But if you have
Obviously, his daughter taught him all that.
yeah.
Oh, right.
If you have a badge to work in the industry,
Look at this thing.
and you'd like to work for a really fine company, hit up JW
What
at
is
Green
that?
Farms Med. I think that's rosin.
Champagne butter. Space juice champagne butter.
Space juice.
Whoa.
Did you say
come on.
space juice?
Space juice.
Space juice.
Space pants.
I love that.
That's a great skit.
It's one of the
right?
best skits ever.
Green Farm Meds.
GreenFarmsMed.com. You got to be a med patient. If you don't have a med card, hit up Dr. Mark at Reconscious Medical or Dr. Joe at Holos Health, and they'll hook you up. Ask for the done deal at each of those places.
When is he going to be set up in Boulder again? Do you know? Does he have a dime frame?
I think he's
I don't want to
really
drive all the way to
focused.
Durango, but I'd like to go see him.
He's really focused on doing his
get a card anyway, even if it doesn't-
psychotherapy.
Just get
No,
one.
it's the the opposite of the Howard Stern principle. Howard Stern has been in therapy for 35 years. Goes 3 times a week. Some would say, I don't think it's working. Although, he is much calmer now, so whatever he's getting
Imagine what he
from it-
would have been like before. Exactly.
But
So he would
can
have-
everyone afford a psychiatrist 3 times a week for 35 years?
You get one once a week here for free.
You know what they can't afford is free
The
shipping
Adam Dunn Show.
from New Mexico and
Your
Colorado from
psychiatrist. This is your
buildasoil.com.
But if you want
Ask
to
anything.
go through ketamine-assisted psychotherapy in an intensive session, hit up Dr. Mark at Reconscious Medical. If you ask for the done deal, you will get a discount, and they will take good care of you.
at
He's
that.
practicing right now. But yes, so buildasoil.com, 855-877-SOIL.
What, you just jam right into there? Just
Well, he put it up there.
You just jam numbers down people's throats? What the hell, Dave? No style whatsoever.
877
None.
Great
soil.
segue, and you guys
That's how you
just blew
call
it
him.
off.
I know. Exactly. I saw it. He saw
just
what
blew
did?
right through
You
it.
see what he
I
did?
wanted to finish with Dr. Mark so that you can know what he's doing right now.
Okay, well,
All right.
somehow you
get a done deal there.
Somehow you just fucking
Yeah. All right.
stomped your way through that one.
Buildasoil.com.
Buildasoil.com.
There you go. Now we're talking.
Thank you, Jeremy,
Yes.
for your free shipping in Colorado and New Mexico on all orders over $500. Which
Look,
is
you did that by memory, bro, because you can't see the number because
Oh,
it's
that's
underneath
right.
there. I'm
That's
amazed.
right.
I'm amazed at your memory.
and
You
it
remember
would
the
have
word.
been.
You remember the number. No, don't segue
I'm not-
us.
don't segue
Don't
us.
I
segue.
didn't know what you were
on.
doing.
No, you were double segueing.
Don't double
you were.
segue.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
All right, we're stomping.
Shitty
Now we're
Jamie.
all stomping on everything.
Let's blame Mark now. Get off of
Jamie
Dave.
has shitty Jamie stomped all over. Oh, there you go. Much
There
better.
you
Look at
go.
that.
New
we got
products.
We have the new dandelion ferment right there, and the hemp ferment, and the pumpkin. I think also probably in stock.
Sweet.
And that's all from Miles, who's going to call in any second after
Any
we.
second.
No, well, once we're. He's
will
going to help
get
us give
through
away
it.
the light. We're going to have him help us give
Oh,
away the light.
sweet.
So we're going to do a two for get it over with. So
Mark, did you pick one?
shitty Jamie doesn't get mad at us.
Yeah, I picked one.
Excellent. Thank you,
Dude,
sir.
don't get so grumpy. Damn.
What?
Oh,
What fucking dedication he has, though.
down.
He
He's
got
going
all,
all
the way
around.
Here.
He doesn't know where
He
to stop.
realized he forgot
Yeah,
his
the da-
dab rig. He drove all the way back home, grabbed his dab rig, came all the way back, and was still here before you.
No,
Yeah,
don't-
totally
don't-
dedicated.
Has nothing to do with Build a Soil. What does have to do with Build a Soil is the fact that they have everybody who works there is fucking super on point when it comes to any kind of grow question because they all grow weed, so they know what's up, and that to me is already enough, right? Rosin Dogs.
Yes, Rosin Dogs.
He understands. He knows
He
what's
gets
going
it.
on. So you walk into a grow shop. You don't want to walk in there and talk to people who don't know how to grow, right? You want to talk to people who are like, "Oh yeah, sure. I just fucking tried to do that. It don't work. Don't waste your time." And you're like,
dabbing and
"Yeah,
stabbing."
you just fucking saved me a whole cycle of wasting my time thinking that I was going to do something new."
He look, Rosin Dogs is awesome. He got me to wear a shirt with crack on it.
I know. It was pretty
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
That was awesome.
I was
And he-
all wearing it at work.
I didn't know what
Did
it
you?
was.
Bosses were coming around.
No way.
No, just kidding.
No. Dabbing and stabbing.
Dabbing.
855-877-SOIL. That's how you get a hold of him on the phone or buildasoil.com. Got to ask for the done deal.
Every time, of course.
Now Ozo Coffee.
Oh, great.
brought
Yeah,
you
you're
some.
gonna let him see? They're gonna let them see this?
Oh,
my God.
what do you
They're-
mean? I
They're gonna
brought-
kill you. They're
I
gonna.
brought a whole bunch of Ozo Coffee.
Oh, I noticed. That's the first.
A
one.
whole bunch. I was in today. I had a shot of the Burundi. It is spectacular. I even spoke to Justin to try to get him to come on the show, but he is at Widespread Panic tonight at Red Rocks.
Oh, is that
Probably drinking coffee with the band for all I know, because they probably love great coffee. But if you love great cannabis genetics, there's no reason why you wouldn't love a single origin strain purchased from a family farmer somewhere on the planet and then shipped all the way to Boulder Green, roasted,
toasted.
toasted.
Roasted, toasted.
1959 roaster.
1959.
Right? Isn't that what it is?
But we think could be anywhere between a 57 and a 59
I think it's a
if you want to
59.
get technical.
Yeah, we get technical.
Because the guy really didn't know. He said I think
Could be
it's
parts of each.
Oh.
It was one of those deals. So yeah, we may have a little discrepancy there. That could be possibly.
Go to ozocoffee.com.
But it's fucking fire coffee.
Enter
So all we
Done
know
Deal
is
at
it makes
checkout.
good coffee.
Yeah.
Very addictive.
Please
I'm sorry.
don't ask
Very,
for it
very
ground.
addictive.
Get it whole bean and grind it
Extremely
yourself.
addictive.
Gotta grind it. Look, are you dinging Mark? Because really, he's had 3 cups of coffee today, and prior to all of this,
Oh, I know.
he didn't drink coffee.
He gave up a coffee because he was too coffeeed out.
Yeah.
That's pretty
No, I
awesome.
don't sleep because I do all Adam Dunn show stuff all the time.
That is not true at all. I see you all over the place doing your own shit, and
He has 9 projects.
he has. We'll talk about
His
later. He's got
100th
some-
show of Suburban House is coming up. Or
with Sofa Bab?
Diamonds and Sauce.
Oh, Diamonds and Sauce. Diamonds and Sauce is like every week, every day, every month. What's going on with that?
No. I do Suburban House Radio every week.
Oh,
Anyways,
I see you
Ozo
popping up a
coffee.
lot on my phone. That's all I know. Ozo is the shit. We all love it. It made MTI drink coffee again because he didn't even drink coffee.
20%
He basically was like,
off.
I don't drink coffee. I'm like, what? Of course you do. And then one day he tried. He's like, that's fucking pretty
like
good. And
this.
now he's like, look at him. He's a wreck. He's a
I
physical
am a wreck.
wreck.
I'm a.
And it's
I need
all
coffee.
Ozo Coffee's fault. I need Ozo Coffee now. Ozo Coffee. Okay.
Ozo Coffee.
Booyah. Let's say what we got. Oh, I don't remember. Oh, God.
Tresor.
Trezor.
Bueno.
Petey.
Bien dia.
Petey has been watching. I know because I see him. I see him sneaking around, lurking around there.
You see him? Where? How do you
I
see him?
see him on there, just little thumbs up here and there, and a little. He's around. He's still there, but he never answers my call. Petey, answer my call. If you're listening, when I call you, don't avoid me. You little Petey.
Oh,
you little Petey.
Yeah, that'll get him to answer.
You little Petey. Now, if you go by there, make sure you tell him to answer Adam's calls. Give him a call.
Done deal.
And where's my free joint? And I want a done deal.
No free joint. 30 euros off.
You definitely get free entry. That's guaranteed.
Yes.
But you want that free joint.
Yeah, you want
That's
to get that
all
free
for
joint.
avoiding the
Just
calls.
Be like, dude.
He said, you've been avoiding Adam's calls. I want that free joint.
Well, we haven't
Yeah.
mentioned this. Listen, you should be, everyone out there in Adam Dunn land, you should be trying the Dunn deal at everywhere.
Oh,
like you should, wherever,
people are
whatever you're doing.
are so easy to convince
Just
now.
ask.
You can get almost, I'd say 30% of the shops that have any kind of deals going on. If you just kind of mumble it to them at the right direction, they'll sure whatever.
just
It sounds real. It sounds like a deal. Is
Just
that a done deal?
notify us
I think it's a done
afterwards.
deal. Done deal?
I just used it at
Because
the
they've heard
tanning
it.
salon.
Well, the deal is they've heard it so many times. Like it's subliminally out there. I hear it all the time. I hear like presidents saying it. I hear it's a done deal, and I'm like, oh man, they just gave me a high. That's it. So it's so in your brain. 'cause
Well, I need a
It's
new
like a
joke.
collab.
I've been using the
it's a
same
collab.
one.
It's a collab of me just hiking,
Done deals.
of me stealing a very well-known phrase and making it my own. That's pretty much the way to do it.
I want a new one, right? I asked the Chinese waitress when we were in there, and we had like 9 of us there, if we can have the done deal. I would love to hear Rosendog say, I was in a Chinese restaurant.
Whoever can get the best done deal will
Yes.
gets the ultimate done. And you have to have
Pack
it
of
somehow.
seats.
Huh? Well, pack of seats for sure. Yeah, that's not even a question. It's not even a
Oh, who's
question.
after Tresor?
Oh, yes. Who?
Apothecary Farm.
Mark, you should do this one since,
Oh, you're the man. You go
Yeah.
there every week. Look at you. Oh, they get all that?
He's
oh,
Yeah,
look
dude.
at you.
Look at that.
Oh, they get
Well,
that.
you put me in charge, so here we are.
Thank you, Brent.
And here we go. Tell us
Apothecary
about
Farms.
it.
All yours.
Colorado's finest concentrate focused cannabis dispensary. You can pick up some of their ambrosia, which is basically just diamonds and sauce, which, I like to stay on brand. You know what I'm saying?
know what you're saying.
But they
Yo,
also
yo.
got batter, they got carts, they got rosin. And you have 3 different locations. Colorado Springs, Denver, Pueblo.
What's
and
the
also
done deal?
They're in Oklahoma City. I was just getting that, Dave.
Oh.
Dave, relax, slow down.
I can't.
You're not
Funny
supposed
you
to-
say that, buddy.
Shot out of a cannon.
Aren't you supposed to be letting him take it over now?
You show up at the Colorado locations. We're working on the Oklahoma stuff, but if you show up to the Colorado locations, you can get the done deal, $25 a gram, plus an infused joint. Get you out the door like that. Apothecary Farms got the flames. What do you got today, guys? What did I get you? I don't remember. I got Ogre Kush.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, of course yours is going to be better than ours.
Yeah,
Sour
I got some
mimosa
batter.
and sour LA Kush.
I got the same sour LA Kush.
Shout out to the bro
Bro.
for the shower. Is that right?
For the shower?
Sour,
Oh, wow.
sour.
For the sour.
We have the sour LA Kush. I don't know about that.
But you can also check them out in Oklahoma, and they're in Oklahoma City, and they're
Sour
working.
mimosa? Did
They're
you get
working
sour?
on a Tulsa location, if I'm not mistaken.
Same. Look at that. And then you got all the unique, cool terps.
Yeah, I get the cool one. Yeah.
I see how it goes around here.
Yeah.
Oh, this is unique and different. Those
I'll
are the
take
same.
that.
I'll take that and give those.
Yeah, you
That's
like
fine.
those.
You deserve it.
Yeah,
you
like those.
deserve the
Yeah,
best.
See,
You
I drive and get
deserve
them, and
the
I tip them
best.
every week. You know what I mean? So,
Oh, look at you.
yeah. All right. So I mean,
All right.
right,
Slow down,
okay.
Bucky.
Build the show for that.
Yeah.
Build it
Anyways,
back to the
We're
show.
gonna have to do a Shitty Jamie whole episode one time where it's just like cut. We can go back and find some times when you were really pissed and just like link. Oh, we need to do a supercut. Anybody out there that can make supercuts who's like bored and just sitting around doing nothing,
on, Rare, if you
and they're
know.
like, you know what? I could make a supercut of
Denver
just
Jamie.
Shitty Jamie. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
And we will 100% play it on the show.
Apothecary Farms.
Oh, don't.
Nobody. We have the hardest. Chat to actually get to do anything. It's like they're like they don't want to. I give them the greatest ideas, and I don't ever. I've never seen them come back with like,
How many fish
they're all
shits of
stoners,
Adam
dude.
do we
they're
have?
like, that's a cool idea, bro. You're like, okay, so somebody out there is just bored, and they can go like, go to Shitty Jamie 1, Shitty Jamie 2, Shitty Jamie 3, and link it up, and then oh my god, then you're going to become our. And then of course we're going to ask you to do more and more and more, and that'll be pretty much the whole show after a while. And I'll just be like, Shitty Jamie, just sit back. Because we've got supercuts going on for 2 hours of Dave. It'll be something new every week, though. It'll be Dave getting ridiculed pretty much 98% of the time.
I won't be.
It'll be little 1% Jamie, Shitty Jamie, and then the rest will be me.
I won't be
Which is like
Shitty
0%.
Jamie next week because I won't be here. I'll be in
Whoa.
California.
Holy shit! So you're super shitty. So you're gonna be super shitty to the whole world,
What do
to
you
all
mean?
of our fans. You're super shitty. Right?
Yeah.
Are we doing the show next week?
Yeah.
So there's no.
There's no show next week
Why don't we do one early?
What are we doing?
because I'm gonna be gone Wednesday through Sunday. So
Why don't
so
we do one
painful.
Tuesday?
Ugh,
you
'cause
can
that's-
do whatever.
Wait,
you,
Nick can run the board.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nick can run.
oh.
Oh yeah, this is great.
No,
this is a
no.
great idea. I think this is great. So I'm gonna be in
Because that
California.
means I'm running the board, and,
and
that
I'm
ain't
gonna
gonna work.
find me some Papa Select while I'm out there.
Oh, segue, Mark. Segue,
I have
segue,
to keep
Jamie.
you guys in line. You guys don't like doing the
Papa
ads, yeah.
Select. Buy
So you're doing it
anything that
from
says
your.
peanut
So
butter.
you're going to do it from your phone over there. Is what you're trying to say?
in the middle of the wedding you're going to, right? You'll be fine. Saying, guys, I got to do a podcast on my phone.
Yeah. What? No, I'm not. No.
Yes, he said
no,
yes,
I'm not
yes.
doing anything for you guys.
All right. Well, we have to think about this. I might be able to make this
show
happen.
Andy how to do it.
No,
the next
we
few
have
minutes.
the man,
Who?
Vinny, man.
Oh, yeah.
Vinny's going to come and run it, and it's going to turn into a rock concert.
Oh,
It's going to
yeah.
be awesome. Our sounds are going to go into like, well, I'm going to sound like I'm the heavy metal band lead singer. He's going to, yeah, I'm going to be like, all of a sudden it's going to be up here. He's going to have it all going on, and then yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Wow.
I can't. He's already ready. Okay, so
You hurt his feelings.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I still
I'm going to sound. Yeah, you're going to hear the falsetto in my voice.
Papa Select is in Northern California. They're peanut butter.
We're not gonna miss next week. I'm telling you.
No, we're not.
No, we're not. We don't care about you.
Well, I don't know how you guys gonna do it without. I mean, you guys can do it without me, but I'm just saying I don't know how you.
We don't have
do
the
it.
computer. We have to do that. So
No, you can have this.
Oh,
this,
that's
leave it
right.
here.
This is the
If
studio.
you're gonna tell.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell. Warp,
You'll coach him.
Warp TV is gonna take
Yes.
over. He's back. He's back, guys.
Oh, I hope you're listening,
Yeah.
Vinny.
Yeah, this is his one chance.
Get down here.
This is
Well,
like this
I-
is
Get
this
down
is
here right now. You have like 15
this is like
minutes.
this is his Eminem moment right now.
I'm taking this computer,
8 Mile, babe. No,
Yeah.
you're not taking shit.
and he might need this one though.
420 miles of no gas with no gas. Is that what he's trying to say? Like, you got 420 miles,
It's an
son.
auto gas car.
What do you have?
Watering.
What do you have? What is he gonna not have? Nothing.
No, this is my laptop.
I know.
Yeah, you'll have to leave that here.
So no Collins?
No, you have to leave
No
it here.
Collins.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, you might be able to do it through Zoom over here. Still.
Might be able to do it over Zoom over here. That
Vinny.
sounds super not good right there. Whenever someone says might is the
Vinny
beginning.
has a week. He can
I
do
know.
it.
Okay, Vinny.
He got a chiropractic adjustment the
You
other day.
guys
He
knew
saw
about
it. He's
this. I
straight.
sent this like 2 months ago.
Yeah, we don't pay
That's
attention.
way too long ago.
We've
That
already
is way too long
we have
ago.
already decided that I don't read the ones that say
And we even
show.
text from
We
today.
even talked about not doing a show that week because I was going to be gone all week.
And of course I agreed because that's what I
course.
do.
Yeah, that's
but
what you
now I'm going to fight back. And I'm going to say,
Mark, you know there's a difference.
We're gonna make
Adam
this
on
happen.
the
You know
air
what?
and
You guys
Adam
can do
not
it
on
through
the air.
Zoom totally, and just stream from Zoom into right into YouTube, and then you don't even need anything.
what?
Yeah, it's going to be great.
That sounds like it's a
No, it
disaster.
sounds great.
What?
You really
sounds
pissed
awesome.
him off.
No,
He's
that
mad
sounds like a bad
now.
idea.
He's mad.
We'll never. Our quality
fuck.
will be so bad we
Don't
won't even look
leave.
as bad as we do right
I
now.
need
Doesn't even
security to
matter.
get to
What
my
does it
Look
car.
half as bad.
Don't
Look,
leave.
there,
Adam,
Warp says
security's
he's here. Warped. See,
He's
once
here.
I see Warped, no one.
Done.
He's doing it. He's running on fumes. He doesn't give a fuck.
He doesn't
420
give a
miles,
fuck.
no gas.
No
Dude,
gas.
fumes, bitches.
Fumes,
He's going to
bitches.
be waving
Thank
it.
you, Papa
He's,
Select.
he's
Who's after
standing
Papa
outside
Select?
waving the tank to keep it rolling. You know how he goes. Keeping those fumes rolling. Plastic bag, tiny bit on the end.
Oh, fuck.
There's a lot of ways you can do shit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Papa
all right.
Select.
Thank you,
Papa-
Papa Select.
Look at that. There. We go back for 1 second.
What happened? It looked like a
Because
pile
I
of
never
Coke.
saw that. I never saw this whole thing.
No, it's
And
too late.
now
It's too
going
late.
through
It's
the
gotta run the whole thing again.
Now it's got to run the whole thing
I don't
again.
give
We
a
just
fuck.
got some.
Oh, there you go.
There it is. Boom.
It's pure and simple.
Oh, Papa Select. I see how
Like-
they're trying to. I see how they're rolling.
They got some bumps going there.
It's bump city. It is bump city.
No, it's just squish and rosin and hash.
Wow, that was some
all
pretty
it
nice
is.
looking.
We
hash
used to
be
take
squished.
weeks off.
Yeah,
you
look
know?
at that. That's some.
That's when it was not a professional organization. We haven't missed a week, I don't think. Even we made it all the way
No,
through
we
the
missed.
pandemic.
We missed weeks.
Did we miss 1 week once?
Yeah, a bunch of times. Whole bunch.
I don't know.
Weeks on here, weeks there. You
Don't
don't know.
worry,
You don't pay
Mark.
attention. You don't pay
We
attention.
won't do the show next
It's
week,
mostly
Mark.
been my fault. It's mostly been my fault, right?
Right. Mostly.
I wouldn't blame Mark on most of it. Mark, this is your chance
it's
to
never
shine.
been Mark's
Go ahead,
fault.
Mark. Leave. All of our fans, all 12 of them, are going to be mad
Stop
at you.
that.
Good.
I'm at 50.
Oh.
12.
Just kidding.
We just
Counting
drop
love
a
you
few
guys.
when we do
Counting
the ends.
rosin dogs.
Dude.
Let's
I'm
go
here
to
every
Nuts.
week, man.
Yeah, we have
We know you are.
we have plenty of fans, and they all love you, MTI, and they'll never turn against you, right? Right, guys? Like,
Never.
Not when because what happens is Warp comes in. He just goes to the board like when you see bands come in and they like fuck this, rah, they like right. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna run it right to the top, and we're gonna be like, and everyone's gonna be like, we want MTI back, and then you're gonna be like shining.
He turned all my buttons.
Yeah, and you're gonna come back,
all my buttons are
and then everyone's gonna be like, "Man, it was so rough," because Vinny thought he was doing a fucking rock concert there, and it was like, "No, Vinny, just tone it down a little bit." Like, what? I can't hear it. He'll be like jamming on his bass. I've been through, or on his guitar. I've been through this. This has happened before. He knows this is his chance. He's gonna take it to the top. He's gonna
So
come
high
in.
gallery
He's gonna
sound.
have his guitar. He's gonna have all that. He's gonna have key.
He will have instant sound effects. We
Yeah.
won't have to wait for him.
He's going to be let loose on the sound effects. Forget about it.
Forget about
The
it.
whole show is going to be
Wah,
like.
wah, 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 wah.
He's going to have them in triples and yeah. Anyway, you guys.
Numb nuts, baby.
Basically, I'm saying you guys are in for a treat next week. It's going to
Yes.
be rough. Ooh, it's going to be. Ooh.
No, it's not.
They just brought us some
Just-
new numb nuts. They have their nuts going right now. They're spicy. I think, what are they, pecans or walnuts? They're really good. Although I'm not, truth be told, I'm not a nuts fan, but I do love
Nuts on your chin.
nuts on my chin. I do love their peanut butter. White flaky love nuts on my chin.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nothing
roasted
like some
seed.
flaky nuts. I know
Flaky
everyone loves flaky nuts.
nuts.
They use full spectrum CBD. They're healthy and high quality.
Thank you, Bob Barker.
Hey, Bob.
The greatest
Tell us
nuts
what
you're
we
ever
tell
gonna
us
have
what
on
they
your
want.
chin.
This is great.
They're 100% natural, 100% vegan, 100% gluten-free. They're really, really good. They have a THC version that's available now. A new dispensary.
When are we
much
getting
closer.
our more peanut butter? That's all
I
want.
asked them for it. It's
That's
coming.
all
Well, there's
I
the
care
CBD
about.
peanut butter right now. I brought some for you tonight. We'll get some THC peanut butter next week. Adam Weiss, if you're listening, thank you very much. But it is available for medical patients only because it's 1,000 milligrams. 4 locations in Fort Collins and a new one closer to the Denver Boulder, sort of south on the delivery spectrum. But you go to numbnutsco.com, and that's how you order. You enter Done Deal at checkout. You're going to get 20% off their CBD products, I believe. 20% or is it 10%? I think it's 20%. Check them out. Fantastic company. They've supported us for a while now. Love their peanut butter. Love their THC peanut butter even more.
Definitely.
Looking forward to some.
Definitely want more. Need want more.
Yeah, Andy says he wants some too. Loves peanut butter.
Ooh, we got some new 14er stuff here.
Oh, look at that. 14er
Oh,
changed it up.
They're like, oh,
You got the rosin there.
that's like Suburban House Radio right
Which one's
there.
that? Oh, this one here. Yes.
Oh,
I tried some earlier. There's 2 in there or something like that. It's double stacked, isn't it?
No.
No. What's the heavy? Oh, you double stacked it in there.
No, there's one there and one there.
Yeah, but they're both the same thing or not?
No, they're two different. That's an empty one, that's an empty one. One's Guard Dog and one is...
Oh, I knew it. This tasted different. I was like, I don't have the Guard Dog. That's the Guard Dog.
There you go.
There you go. I was like,
Dude,
this
that
one,
Guard Dog's crazy.
that product, that
Yeah.
run tastes. Oh, there we go.
What is it? Is it?
It's white, flaky love.
It's truly white flaky love.
It really
actually,
is,
it truly
yeah.
is actually. He's
Garlic, white,
It's
flaky
very
love.
garlicky.
very.
Yeah, why don't we do some?
It's very garlicky.
Why don't we do some? Like you said, like you were just acting like you're doing a bump or something. That was weird.
Yeah, I know.
Bump. I've never done a bump
He
in
saw
my
the
life.
bumps
Let's
and
do
he got bump fever. You saw
Never.
That was
I never do some. I take a dab, but I never do.
So wait, hold on.
Dabadoo. You
hold
never
that up for a
Dabadoo.
second.
You never
Anyways,
Dabadoo.
Compare dab
You
sizes.
shout out to Mila. Shout out to Mila. Dabadoo.
Is that
Yeah, I
what
need
it
my own
is?
intern.
I know. One day. One day you will get your own intern. We're working on it.
Yeah,
We have been. If anybody out there who wants to become MTI's
one that's
intern,
on time.
And doesn't want to get paid.
Ooh.
No, one that gets here and like sets up everything before I get here. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes, like
Yeah.
an intern.
Yeah. You like
Like
that?
Like someone who does, your job for you.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Got it. But 14er Holistics, fantastic company, amazing flower. It's really the industry choice for where you're going to shop. If you're going to shop outside of the place you work at,
It's
you're
funny
gonna
like
go
that
to
though.
14er.
It is true. It is true. I have many people I know are like they get better weed there than they grow. So that's like kind of sad, but it's a sad but true fact.
And if you work in the industry, you can ask for their industry discount because that they do offer. So if you're a badged employee, just go in and ask for it. Holy moly.
Built-in discount.
The rosin, this Guard Dog is amazing.
It is.
It is. It's great.
And if you have some right now,
Too
you'll
bad.
actually-
Too bad he never got to try it.
Right, you'll have it before Jeff does.
Jeff, if you can get in there quick, you can say I smoked it before the
Pre-Jeff.
Guard Dog. Pre-Jeff. Yeah, it'll become pre-Jeff Guard Dog.
Pre-Jeff Guard Dog. So try some right now.
We're smoking some right now.
We are.
This is all pre-Jeff. It's
The
killer.
flower on the
Jeff,
shelf
get on
is
it.
fantastic.
Hurry up. Tell us when it's no longer pre-Jeff. Give us a heads up when you get the smoke some.
And then it's just Jeff. Oh, wait, no, then it's just Guard Dog.
Then it's just straight up Guard Dog at that point.
They are using apothecary extracts right now, and if I will say so myself, there are 4-gram buckets of this strain called DJC available
Get in there now while you can.
for $110.
Fuck, that's a good deal.
That's a good deal for 4 grams of ambrosia. So head over to 14er Boulder.
It's a crazy deal.
14erboulder.com. Place a pre-order. You can't walk in and buy anything. They're still doing pre-order only.
Oh,
Look,
at that.
ignore my face. It's a great strain. It's the Truth by Deadhead OG, and it turned into one of their most potent males that they did a whole bunch of crosses with.
And that doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's a strong male.
A potent male
Strong
named
male.
after Dave. Just doesn't. It's just not.
Damn.
It's just not working in my
Wow.
head.
Mike
In my
Denver,
head.
drop a mic.
In my head, that just
Doesn't work.
goes into.
Get it out now.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
14erboulder.com.
People are amazed at the skill level of punching bagness that you are. You're the
I
highest
try.
skill. You have the highest level. Highest level. Thanks,
That
Ed.
was funny,
Thanks,
Adam.
Ed. Thanks, Ed. Anytime.
Thank you.
That's when it
14er.
hurts. That's when it hurts. Whenever you
that's
hear
a
Ed
good
McMahon,
one.
you
I
know
like
he's
this
on
one.
the ropes. He's on the ropes, my friend. He's Ed McMahon at this point. Yeah, he's getting faint. It's getting hurt. It's going down. Yeah, he's about to go down. Heart. Yeah. That was it. I knew it.
It's over.
It's over, finally.
Oh,
okay,
good.
the show can go on now.
Fish it.
Fish it. Get rid of his picture, though, because we don't want anybody to blame
where's
us. So
Adam's picture?
We have to remove the body.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, towel. Thank
Cut
you.
me, Nick. Cut me. Cut me.
Where is it? Tell us.
There it is. Fishheadfarms.com, @fishit on Instagram. It is our biggest
That was funny when you
done
just
deal.
when that thing just came out, it slid out. It looked like Dave. It looked like we were hanging out in Dave's basement for like 2 seconds because there was tie-dyes all behind us. It looked really funny. I was like, "Where are they? What the hell are we right now?"
Basement.
Dave's basement for sure.
Tie-dyes.
It literally was like the whole screen was behind us was tie-dyes.
All right.
Check it out. Go back and look.
We need another photo. So
Yeah,
you
we're
got
short.
Mark,
Did we
which is
never-
the most
we got
accurate photo
one.
ever.
We got one of me along the way. There was a couple.
I don't know where that one went.
Oh my god! So whoever drew the one of me, you're out. Sorry, we
Yep.
lost your shit.
Yeah, we lost
Dog
it.
ate your homework.
It's over.
Dog ate your homework. So
Mark wants
there's
to
an opening.
thank you
There's
for
an
the
opening for an artist. If there's this is another. I've already asked for what did I ask for? I already forgot. What was my request?
I forgot.
Oh, supercuts. I want some supercuts of you,
Oh,
Shitty
yeah.
Jamie. That's why you forgot about
Shitty
that.
Jamie super.
I want Shitty
What?
Jamie supercut.
You can find them all in the Area 420
But here's
shows.
something really simple. Without even like, if you while you're making the
fucking up all of them.
supercut, while you're making the supercut, because whoever's going to do the supercut is obviously super artistic already,
Right.
or autistic depending on the day,
Or
of the week.
both.
or both, and that would probably help out.
One
'cause they could
implies
stay
the
up
other,
super
actually.
late and get the shit done instead of just fucking around and
Right.
not doing it. But all you got to do is make a fucking picture of me. Better than Jamie. Better than Shitty
Oh, you
Jamie.
want more abs? You want eight abs
I need
instead
at
of the
least
6
eight
now?
abs. Fuck, I can't be coming out looking less than him.
Wait, look, I have
gotta
an
make it-
ab
You got to
right
make
there.
No, you're perfect.
That's
You're-
one
no, you're-
ab.
That's
You're actually
beautiful.
closest to real than anything.
Hey.
Like his is a little bit over the top because I mean he's a little tanner than that, I think, actually, isn't he? He's like
No, that is an accurate picture of Mark, with the
Yeah.
exception of the beard.
pretty much exactly.
Even
So anyway,
wears that same
But
diaper.
here's what you win. This is the crazy part. This you win $500 worth of fish shit.
$499
All right,
for
$4.99.
tax purposes.
$4.99. So for $4.99 worth of fish shit for that drawing of Dave, it happened.
It happened.
So
Right.
talk about that.
Okay.
And
talk
it
about-
happened for Mark.
Let's talk
Make
about
it
that.
happen for Adam.
Just let's finish this thing.
All right.
The
just
trifecta.
finish
We need the trifecta.
All right. I'm
And
done.
then it's calendar time, right? Guys, boys, boys, it's
Fish it.
calendar time.
That's right.
Get to work. Fish it though. That's the product we're talking about because those guys rock and fish shit a lot. So there you go. We got an endless supply of fish shit. I hope.
My whole garden at home got fish shit today.
Yeah.
Yep. Vegetable garden. I wouldn't
I
try to kill
Put some
cannabis.
fish shit on my first week in flower
Vegetables.
plants also. And it looked like
55-gallon drum coming to Uncle Andy's cannabis up at Area
He's going to
420.
be just pouring it on his head and going nuts, loving that stank. I need it. Give it in the morning, like a couple pumps in the morning. Just get everyone away from you as fast as possible and be like, stay away from him. Stay away from that guy.
Andy, would like to talk to you for a second.
Yeah.
You smell like shit, but your plants look fucking amazing.
That's it. The plants would appreciate you more if you kind of came in all funky like that. They'd be like, "Holy shit, this guy's." They're like their pheromones or receptors are picking up. Like,
Loving that shit.
I love this guy. This is my shit.
Yeah.
But no, in general, fish it. No joke. If you check on their Instagram or you check any of the forums and people talking about them, everyone's getting great results. And also regular plants too. If you can afford it, it's quite expensive for regular plants, but it's like if you got a little extra, throw it on the side there. You'll notice a difference right away. That shit is amazing. That shit is amazing. Tommy, we should get him on the show sometime soon too. See what's going on.
Well, I guess there's sort of a double done thing that we can talk about here. We can slip in Colorado Area 420, and since there's a 55-gallon drum coming,
Oh, that's
for Uncle
it.
Andy,
Got to go straight to Andy.
other people who are down at Area 420, if you'd like to give some a try, wait, Andy says, fuck you.
Fuck
Go
off.
buy your own.
Wow. You know how hard it was to get?
Fuck Dave. Okay.
Look at Dave giving away Andy's food, taking food from his baby's mouths.
Bet Dave's plants look like shit. Motherfucker.
Yeah,
Dave,
still.
I grow lettuce and fucking tomatoes.
Yeah.
That he gave me.
How hard are
So,
they?
come
How are they
on.
looking?
Good.
Oh, good. Those
You
are
know?
gonna be some banger fucking
Bangers.
those would be some banging fucking terpy bra.
Terpy bras,
Super terpy
man.
tomatoes bra.
No, I haven't grown cannabis
cherry.
in a long time. A long time. Thank you, fish shit.
For sure.
Yeah, but at Colorado Area 420, where do we slip them in?
Terp wipes.
No,
Look at
terp
we have 20 boxes and we forgot them all. We have a few here, and they all and I needed it. I needed it.
That's a song. 20 boxes and forgot them all.
Wow, you can't write a song at all.
If there's one thing you can't do, it's write a song.
You know what? We'll talk about that on Friday on the show next week, okay? Adam?
Yeah,
We'll see how
this
bad.
non-existent
Dave
show
can-
that's not going to happen.
Dave can write it. What?
Vinny's already texting me like, "Are they serious?"
Vinny, we are fucking serious.
Vinny is? No,
Yeah.
we're serious. But he's not taking it serious.
No, he's scared.
No, he's scared.
He's scared.
Oh, he can do it. Come on.
Check out terpwipes.
You're gonna get one. You're gonna give him one overview. You have to give him one. Little,
Yeah, give him a lesson.
He'll be sweating bullets. It'll be
Don't
awesome.
go to terpwipes.com. Go
Just
to
put it on remote
terpwipes.
control.
No call-ins then.
Mark.
What?
Easy
That's where
does
it
it.
goes wrong.
No.
Easy does it.
So we're gonna do a call-in
after the
show, is what you're
Unless
trying to say?
you need another
Oh,
laptop.
call-in.
You
I
need-
think he needs to take the challenge and do a full call-in show and see how it goes. The call-in. Oh, it's the Vinny Collins call-in show.
You guys can do Skype.
Perfect.
You guys can
Vinny
do Skype.
Collin. It's the Vinny Collins show.
You guys can do Skype. That's easy to do.
Yes.
But no video on there.
No.
It's all audio.
That's kind of cool. We can go
Yeah.
old school. We'll go
Yeah,
old
go old
school.
school.
Don't worry. We'll talk about it on Friday.
And then-
okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terpwipes.com/done deal.
I gotta leave my camera here. I have to
Yes.
Okay. Come on. What are you
Yes.
taking it? Where are you going to take it? You
Oh
taking it
yeah.
with you?
What are you
Oh
doing?
yeah. I guess I don't need it.
Taking pictures at the wedding?
What are
in-
you doing?
in
Some
California?
porn swag that you're not telling
You're
us about?
doing- I always knew he was in porn.
I mean, you could tell by his diamonds and
That's why I'm
sauce,
going down
all
there.
that. I already figured that was your soundtrack to most of your shit.
That's
No,
what
he
it
has
is.
to shoot his porn in California. It's legal there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, is that why you're going out there?
Yeah.
Terpwipes.com/done deal. You will get your discount calculated at checkout. Get the subscription. This is a product you don't want to run out of. You should see Adam before the show. Hi, what?
Oh no, I was in panic mode. I was like, I can't believe we don't have a single fucking
Not a
turp pipe.
single
Are you
fucking turp pipe?
kidding me? And he had to go into his car and
go
get
to
him
my
and
car.
console
Go to
me.
his car.
That's what's going to happen to you once you get on the subscription. How do you get on the subscription? Have you already told it 5 times?
Terpwipes.com/done deal.
Okay, good.
You buy the subscription, your discount will be automatically calculated. If you go to terpwipes.com and you go, fuck, where do I enter done deal? You did it wrong. You got to go to terpwipes.com/done deal. It'll be automatically calculated. Thank you so much for your support, guys. It's a great, great product. Trust me, after you use it, you'll be like, I gotta have this thing. It's kind of like a drug, but it's a really good one because it really works.
You can just put it over somebody's mouth at the right time.
They're not approved for your
Yeah,
taint.
they're chloroform. Pure
Not approved
chloroform.
for your
Pure
taint.
chloroform. No, they're not.
No, not taint approved.
I said around their
Who's
mouth.
next there,
You're saying
Mark?
Straight to the taint.
Whatever, dude.
Vinny, tomorrow, Friday's an audition, man. So bring your A game, buddy. Bring your A game. SeedsHereNow.com is a fantastic company, amazing breeders. He treats his breeders like artists that work for a really good record company. He makes sure they're taken care of. It's really important to him. If you ever have a problem with anything, he takes care of it. Not that you ever will, but know that his customer service is second to none. It's a fantastic company. He's been a supporter of this show since ever. And he just picked up Capulator, and a ton of new drops happened today, including what are one of those? Pick up
including?
Pick up your look at that. Queso Mesa. Weed done taste good. Sage Master Select.
Sounds intelligent to me.
Big time.
Fromage by Mesa Cookies.
Yeah. Sounds like some smart ass shit right there.
And it comes in an
We
old school
done
tape.
Tastes good.
Damn.
Oh, look at you.
Right?
Trying to figure it all out.
No,
Now,
I've seen these before. I'm
just
just
like,
trying to
wait.
show everybody.
without knowing what. Yeah, you're like, wait. Oh. Basically, everything comes in 3 packs. So when you get what you want, and then you get 2 extra packs, because I think a lot of people don't realize that they made maybe they didn't. They get like the a FOMO post sale or whatever, where they're like, "Oh, dude, I don't know, maybe I should have got this one, or I should have got that one," and or you don't even know. It's like almost like back in the day when you got music and you thought you bought it for a certain track.
B-side.
And you got a B-side, exactly. And you were like, all of a sudden, like, dude, that's actually a way better song than the fucking one I bought. Thank God I had that, because otherwise I would have been throwing this shit away.
It's the second layer of chocolates underneath the
Oh, look at you going straight to the chocolates.
Well, that's a good one, man.
So, yeah, we got the Queso Mesa, which is, well, hopefully I got Miles on the, I told him he's going to try to jump on right now anyway, so I'm not going to blow it all. Like, I'm going to go through it a little bit with him once we do go. But, yes, today drop with the... There he is. Yo. Were you raging right now?
Yo.
Oh, you're at some party or something.
I am at fucking music festival.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah, dude.
Nice, my friend.
I used to do stuff on Friday too.
Oh, poor fucking MTI.
Shit.
Yeah. Ooh, ruining Adam Dunn show, ruining Fridays since 2014. That'll be our new catchphrase. That'll be our new catchphrase.
Thanks, buddy.
So, Miles, what's going on with the show tomorrow? Tell us about that a little bit, because you got a little North Carolina
There's little
gig.
vibes. This is music. And there's
Not tonight, but
there's
tomorrow.
like music and vendors. Little vibes.
Is it tomorrow the same place or something else? Is tomorrow the same place or something
Yeah,
else?
tomorrow and Sunday here at the Western North Carolina Ag
Oh,
Center,
okay.
and then Wednesday I'm doing a little promo at the Growth Store here in Asheville, the 5th season for the ferments. So
That's
a
awesome.
little string of things here.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we just
Yeah, man.
hyped your
Stoked on
stuff
it.
on the Build a Soil hype out. We saw your shit front and center, which is good to see.
I love it.
Are you doing all the? Are you doing?
That's beautiful.
Are you doing all the? You have 3 different ones. How many different ones you got now? Because you got. I know you have pumpkin, dandelion, and hemp. What other ones? You got any other ones or?
Pumpkin, hemp.
Oh, we lost him.
We were rolling so good.
Close.
He's gone.
We were rolling.
It was that
so
comment
good.
you made, Mark. That
I'm back.
for him.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, he's back.
And he's back. So,
Start all the way at the beginning. We lost you about 5 minutes ago.
So,
Out here in the country, man, there's no good.
so about an hour ago, the drop went down with the new seeds from us, from our collab. So people can finally see some photos and some stuff. The only one that I don't have here is that Backcountry, because I actually found out there was a grow called Backcountry, and I was all, oh, I've got to send you a pack of seeds. So they should be getting their seeds hopefully in a day or so. But then I realized, like, oh, there really is a backcountry, and it's way the fuck out there. I was like, so mine don't really have anything to do with that backcountry, but mine are so they're the MK Ultra times Mesa cookies, which I'm super excited about that one. And so in every pack of these ones, we have either 2 of your stuff. So let's see, we had the Mesa Mint, right, which was your Mesa Cookies Thin Mint Cross, I assume, right? That was that one, right?
Kush Mints, Mesa Cookies.
Mesa Cookies,
Mesa
Thin
Cookies.
Mint.
Cushman.
Oh, Kush Mints, not Thin Mint. Sorry, Kush Mints.
Yeah, Cushman, Mason Cookies.
And then the other one was the Passion Flower, which we talked about on the show last time, which was the Bubba Cross, right? Bubba Mesa Cross, basically, right?
Passion flower Bubba to the Royal Kush.
Nice.
Yeah.
Super sweet.
That's the passion. Or the Passion flower Bubba has the Royal Kush in it.
And then we did the Mesa Mist, which was the Cali Mist cross, right? So that was the and then that one came with that. Let's see.
Gone. Oh, he's back.
Oh,
Reception.
He's gone and back.
oh, he's back. He's gone. He's back. He's gone.
Great reception.
It's all right.
I'm back. I'm gone.
It's
Yeah.
all
So
right.
the Passion flower Bubba is it's a lime cookies Bubba sour bubble to a Royal Kush. Similar line as the Mesa cookies, but a little bit different. But similar lineage as the Mesa cookies.
And then we did what we called the Desert Python, which was the Burmese Kush times Mesa cookies, and that one's also going to be a beast, I'm sure, because the Burmese the female side of that is like one of those plants that will reach the ceiling. You know what I mean? Whatever you've got, it'll take it if it can. You know, if you can feed it enough. But it's a beast of a plant. So that one should be really interesting. And we also did the Ode to Bog, which was the bubblegum, the 91 bubblegum with the Mesa, which the Mesa also is partially from Bog also, right? You got some of those seeds in that cross directly
Sour
from
bubble.
The sour, yeah, exactly. So that was kind of cool. It was like a double bubble basically at that point.
bubble.
Oh shit, we missed out. The gray area could have came back again. Shout out to the gray area with the double bubble back in Amsterdam.
John Foster, hello.
John Foster, shout out.
Way back.
So and then we had one more. Which one else did we have? Oh, we had the Massage, which is, the Mesage, sorry, the Mesage. I just keep changing it. So, yeah, the Mesage now, which is way easier to remember because I was trying to do Massage and it was like Mesage, Massage. Oh, it's a tough one. But now we're just going to call it Mesage.
Message.
No, it's Mesage, my friend. So, Mesage, which is the cushage times the Mesa cookies. And that should also be a fucking terpy-ass plant. I can't wait to see that one. Pulled off by some good people out there, and then we had, let's see, the desert, yeah, and then I think that's it. Queso Mesa, the Queso Mesa, like we talked about in the
How are
beginning,
we giving
which
these
is
seeds away?
Oh man, the seed thing is always so hard to give away stuff and figure out a good fucking system that makes sense, and it's always the same guys anyway. So I'm assuming my whole pet peeve is we give all the seeds away, and then I get down to the post office,
Mike
and I'm
Denver gets them all.
and it pretty much goes all straight to Mike Denver. It's like we're running a Mike Denver giveaway thon. No,
Well, come on, we got to reward the people that have stuck with us and watched the show.
of course.
So,
I don't mind.
let's think. What do we know about Adam?
Oh, I'm a cheap bastard. No, not really. But I do think it would be cool that if you want me to deliver these directly to your door, I think you should fucking.
What we saying? What do we know about what?
Oh,
We're trying to figure out how to give these seeds away.
we always have issues. It's the hardest thing ever to come up with is the angle of how to.
You guys need some interns.
We need interns that know how to do this
Come on,
shit.
we'll give one pack away for the first person to say "done deal" on the chat group.
What to say it?
Why not? Just say it. What else? Let's give some away. We got 5. It's gonna.
Or
take...
like the last person to comment.
that never happens.
The last person.
No,
They just
that'll be
that
And
one-
then you just pick someone.
that one we can guarantee. We'll give the last person already. I like that one. That's a good one. So we've got one. The last person, who does. So they just keep. Got to keep.
There we go.
See,
Right
and the
there.
first one. Okay, so we got 2. So Rev, you have 1. The Queso Mesa, right?
You missed it, Mike.
Okay, so the Queso Mesa, which is Rev,
The Rev.
Cam. Okay, so the Rev Cam contact us right now. Queso Mesa. Let's keep these in order because this is the hardest part, keeping them in order and everything. So.
And then you just send shit to
This is the
Rosin
last.
Dogs.
This is the last guy. Okay, yeah. And Rosin Dogs, we're just gonna give you right out of the gate Desert Python because of course you need that python in your life. I know that already, or at least your girl does. Your girl definitely needs a python in her life, Rosin Dogs. So Rosin Dogs, you get the Desert Python. Yes.
Trying to feel.
Boom. How you like that?
That was-
And then the Mason. Oh.
It's a bagel.
Okay, so call-in. So can we do a call-in? 720-310-8237. Does that work or doesn't work? We ever tested it? Does it even work?
I'm sure it's fine.
Are you sure? I don't
Yeah,
know.
whatever, dude.
Somebody call in. We'll get them. This will be a call-in,
Oh,
and
he's
then
really pissed,
and
man.
then we're gonna do one more, and this is the last one, which is the Mesage. Who is this gonna be? How are we gonna do this one? So we got Rosin Dogs, we got Rev Cam 1, we got the last guy here, and Mike Denver is not allowed. He's been banned forever. He's already
How
been.
about Tony Baloney since he contributed?
Tony Baloney. Actually, you know what? Tony Baloney, here's the deal. $7.10. You already gave me what did he give us? $1 today?
$1.99.
He gave us $1.99. So subtract $1.99 from $7.10, which is basically about the shipping cost. And I'll give you this pack right here, Tony Blank, because you're the only guy who knows how to give us money. Everyone else has failed miserably at the.
They don't even know how to click the like.
No one knows how to click that button. They don't even know how to click the like button, but you somehow know how to pay us, which is never happens to anybody.
We just don't know how to get the money
So
out
we're
of the
just going to
account.
give you Tony Baloney. All you have to do is pay the rest. Pay it like $6. Oh, and here's the other winner. Here's the winner for the Mesa Mist. Who we got? Who do we got calling in?
Who do we got calling
If
in?
it's Vinny, I'm going to be really sad. Who's it got?
You got a bad connection though.
Who's that? Who we got?
We got Vinny.
Oh, I knew it would be you. I said if it's Vinny, it's no, and I.
Sure works for you.
You're gonna have to run the whole show on
Man,
Friday.
okay, no, you're banned. You're banned. That was funny. If it was you, I was gonna be so. I already said it's got to be Vinny because nobody else is like smart enough to get on that jump quick enough to get a free pack of
someone
seeds.
in.
Come on, free 3 packs. All you have to do is call on.
Next caller's already in right here. We got the next caller already on.
Boo, do it.
Who is it?
Who is it?
It's Vinny again.
Who we got? All right, turn off your stuff for a second. Hold on. Miles,
mute your phone, Miles.
Mute for a second because you got too much background. All right. There he goes. He's trying.
I'll turn me off. I'll just bounce.
All right, we're out. See you. Peace, man. Thanks, girl. You like our shirts? You like my shirt?
I'm out.
You like my shirt?
I wore it last week.
You guys do. Dave,
I don't have one.
All right, so we have Brandon on the phone. Is that what it was? Was it Brandon?
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of people on the phone now.
All right, get off the phone, Miles.
We got 3 people on the phone right now.
All right, but we got
shit.
our original winner, which is now Brandon, right? Mike again, another Mike.
Denver?
Which Mike?
No, Mike Grove.
Oh, Mike Grove. Of course, it's Mike
What'd you
Grove.
win last week?
He's always winning. This guy. This guy's
You
a.
won something last week.
All right, this is gonna be.
Yeah, I won that little mare late.
I know. We're gonna give you this because that's a good
Yes.
combination. This is a perfect combination. So,
Yes,
all right, you got the Mesa Mist, my friend. Okay, so, which is the Cali Mist, and you also get with that one. You get the, I believe it is the. Mesa Mist. So, or no, the passion flower. So the passion flower from him, and then some other secret thing. So cool. All right, we got.
Yeah, you're gonna keep it all straight. Awesome.
Micro. Okay.
I'm going on vacation.
I am. I'm going to keep it all straight. So I am going to write it down right after this is done. I got it. I got RevCam. Boom, boom, boom. And plus, I can listen. I may have to listen to the show again. You know, this might happen.
All right, so whoever receives Adam's car keys
Yeah.
in the mail, please
Oh, for sure, you're gonna get-
send them back.
So, okay, so we got Micro. Thanks. Peace out, bro.
Mike.
Thank you,
Yes.
Mike.
Yep.
Talk to you
All right,
soon.
thanks.
All right, my friend. And we still got music. Is that still?
Yes.
It's the fourth person.
Is that Miles? Or no, who's that?
That's Miles.
So Miles has never left the building.
Mute his ass.
You can't mute him. No.
Kick him off.
Wow.
He's not coming back anyway, he said.
Miles just put us in his pocket or something like that. He's doing classic. Well, we get to listen
Can we go to
in.
the bathroom?
We get to listen in on everything
Leslie
that Miles
Nielsen?
does in at this party, though. That's kind of cool. So,
Hello?
yo, who we got?
Who's that?
We got all kinds of people on the phone right now.
Why'd you leave everybody on the phone?
Steve's here now and get that 91 bubble gum.
Oh yes, my friend. Good. Do it. Do it.
All right. We're saying bye to everyone.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Peace, bro.
Peace out.
That was Brandon, I think. That was Brandon, probably.
Oh, shit.
I think so, because he was all stoked about him. So, boom. You
Let's
just
give
let him
away
all in.
that
You let him all in.
I
What
was
are you
just letting
doing?
them all in. I
Yeah,
don't
you're
know.
crazy,
Why
dude.
not?
Mark,
because you don't see.
gave him the
You
number.
saw chaos. You were like, oh, you mean Vinny's gone? So let's just create chaos. So Vinny doesn't know where to start. You're setting him up.
No, he's going to be great.
He's gonna be the
This
best.
is going to be great.
This is gonna be. You're gonna tune in, aren't you?
No.
What?
I'm going to be on a beach in Santa Monica.
No.
Celebrating my 1-year anniversary with Bonnie. So I'm
That sounds
any of this.
way less exciting than listening to Vinny
yeah?
and us do a train
Sure
wreck
it
show at the last.
Let's give away a lamp. Come on.
We do. We have to.
Who's the winner, Mark?
Okay, so let me give me something to scribble.
What?
Give me that piece of paper right there.
Because he's going
Give
to
me that.
forget everything.
Give me
right
that.
now.
Give me
What
that.
am I
Give me
gonna
that.
get?
That pen right there. There's a pen.
There's a pen?
Yeah, there's a pen behind the TV. Nope. To your left. Yes. Give me that.
All
You
right.
guys, you figure it out right there.
What are you doing? What? Huh? What's happening? Anyways, I'm calling. What? Are we calling the people?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get the winner.
No, people are calling again. Stop
Get him
calling.
off.
You're done. You're done calling. No more calling. The calling is over. You guys can
Mark,
stop.
you're going to get him on now, Mark. Here they come.
Yep, I know.
I forgot the word of the month. Do you know it, Mark?
It's in
I got it. Hold on.
It's in my email.
I got it. I got
This
it.
is the last guy. We still have this guy. This is the last guy.
All right, today.
Oh no, we have two deserts. Oh yeah, we have two.
You forgot it. Oh, shit.
This is rosin.
No more. Go away.
Go away.
it's Vinny. He keeps calling back.
Vinny's testing this. He's testing the system.
All right, come on. No, we have to give away a lamp. Nobody else call in. I'm talking to the people.
What's going on? Can't you turn that off?
No, I can't. Because
Why?
you can't.
No? It's turned into a talking.
He's just trying to make
man.
it so that Vinny has a problem next Friday. Oh, just answer it and hang up on him.
No, well, who is it? Maybe it's
Maybe it's
something-
someone important,
Maybe it's really
I guess.
important. Maybe it's like, hey, you guys haven't paid your bill. It's usually when I get that persistent. All right, answer it.
I'm answering him.
Yo, yo,
What the
yo.
fuck you want?
You guys rock, bro.
Oh, I
Adam
knew.
Dunn Show #1.
Awesome.
Oh man, I thought you were Vinny. I was so sure you were
You're
Vinny.
not
right out of
Vinny,
the
are
gate.
you?
I was so sure you were. How you
Oh
doing?
man, this is Uncut Bush. You guys rock.
Nice.
Wow,
I
Uncut
don't think we're
Bush.
allowed to say your name on the air, man.
Man, that's a crazy name.
What?
Come back with your trimmed bush.
What's repulsive about that?
I know. For coming from Dave, that's amazing, right? Like
Yeah, that's a good
Dave, the most repulsive man on the internet, right there.
Wow.
Come on, man.
No, I love your name.
No, thanks, bro.
Thank you, man.
Thanks for the support.
No, I love you guys, bro. You guys rock.
Nice.
Couldn't do it without you. Nobody
on,
would be
man.
listening.
Word.
Hey, you know what?
But thank you for calling back in 9 times.
Uncut Bush.
Appreciate it.
Fuck the last guy.
Yeah, you get
the
this
last.
one.
You get this pack of Desert Python. All
Whoa.
right? Yeah, there you
What?
go.
Yes.
Word, hook me up.
I am. I got
Adam,
you.
I'm your #1 fan, bro.
I got you hooked
Oh,
up right
Rosin
here.
Dogs.
Uncut. Oh,
Rosin
Rosin Dogs.
This guy cut
Rosin-
out,
I got
Oh,
Uncut.
shit.
I got you right here, bro.
Don't
So,
say where you're from because
Desert-
Rosin Dogs will find you.
Desert Python going your way.
No, I don't give a fuck about
Oh.
Oh, it's a throwdown. It's a
Damn.
It's a Rosin Dog throwdown.
Call in the house, bro. Let's go.
Who's got the bigger screen? That's what you got to find
Do you
out.
have
So who's
t-shirts?
watching me on a bigger screen with a bigger sound system with more people? That's how you have to win. You win the contest.
That's how
You're
you
like,
win,
I got
yeah.
20 guys over here. We're all 10 chicks and we're going crazy.
Does
and
he
the
have a
kids are-
T-shirt with crack in it?
No.
No? You have a T-shirt
No,
with
I
crack
don't
in
have
it?
a T-shirt with crack in it because I don't promote crack, bro.
Not
This is
crack.
human crack.
Not
This
crack.
is
Human crack.
This is ass crack. This is ass crack.
Oh,
and booby crack.
That's a different story, bro.
See, you turned around on that one quick. You're like, chick. Oh, ass crack.
Wait,
it was too
whoa.
close to Dave's face. Dave wasn't used to having ass crack that close to his face, so he was just a little bit
I didn't
nervous.
know what it was.
Female crack all day.
All day.
Well, thanks, bro. Thanks for calling in. You got yourself
Send
a
us an
desert.
email.
You got yourself. I got you. Send your email to us. Send it to Mark at
Done deal
Deal
at AdamDunnShow.com.
Booyah.
You got it, bro.
All right.
Thank you.
Peace.
Thank you. Bye.
Code word crack.
All right. Look at this. Illuminar.
All right, now make
LED.
that call
Look
quick.
at that. Look at that. Look at
Make
that.
the
Though.
call quick.
They have the new UV and far red. Booyah. They have just announced. I wasn't even sure if this was like now the website has changed since last week, right? You notice that?
Two
Fresh.
websites changed. 14
I
are
know,
changed,
they're
and
up,
so did
they're
Illuminar.
up. And look at the fucking technology there.
All right.
UV and far red, which is going to be a game changer because that's pretty much where like people are now really dialing it in. Oh, man, Rosin Dog's getting fucking raw
Damn.
dogged. He's getting raw dogged on
Dave in the chat room.
He is getting hurt. He's getting hurt. He's going to be going down for the count soon. Rosin Dogs, no longer the #1 fan on the Adam Dunn Show.
Isn't that from Serial Mom?
It was a sad day.
Kathleen Turner says, "What would I find in your trash?" Because I don't know, Popular Mechanics.
All right, are we ready to call?
Time Magazine.
Let's do it.
No, I found chicks with dicks.
We're calling.
Okay, Mark.
All right, you guys ready?
Call the winner.
All right, I think I do have to figure out who the hell was the Mesa Mist now.
It's all on tape.
I know, but if they're there, they know.
That means he has to watch the show
Oh,
again.
I gotta watch the show. I did all the other ones. I got them all good. They're all good. But now I'm like Mesa Mist. Oh no! And I did
Uncut
say
crack. It goes to Uncut Crack.
no. Uncut Crack
Bush.
is he's
And
got.
you're just giving them away anyways. Like
I know. I'm giving away.
Taking
Put
them
Mark.
away, giving
Don't
them
put them in a
away.
paper towel.
This is like the first time you took ecstasy and you just gave everything away. Hey, bro. Oh, you can have that. You like that? Oh, do you like that? You like that? You can have
my
it.
phone.
Have
Oh,
it, man.
you can have it, bro. And the
All
next
right.
day you're like, why did
Go
I give everything
call the
away?
winner.
What, you like this light? We're gonna give it to you, man.
Oh, we're doing the same thing. We're
calling,
we're on ecstasy, bro. Over here, we're at the Luminar ecstasy, bro.
We're calling
We
Andrew
took
right
some
now.
Luminars last
Andrew.
night. I took 2
Andrew.
Luminars.
All right,
I don't want to give everything away.
Know the word of
You
the
guys
month.
aren't shutting up, so we're calling.
Shut the hell up. It's tough to find help these days. Holy shit.
We're calling Andrew.
Who
says the heat is killer everywhere, and the only way to use it to our advantage is
Brandon,
using
okay,
these
cool.
LEDs.
Gotcha. I knew it was. I knew.
And his
I knew.
T5 bank isn't really his, so he needs a light.
Hello?
Is this Andrew?
This is.
You're on the Adam Dunn Show.
The word of the month is
No
not white
way.
flaky love.
What's going on, bro?
Long time listener, first time caller.
Nice,
time,
dude.
first time.
And we called you. How good is that?
Yeah, that's
service. That's service with a smile. That's service with a smile. Right?
Now we only need one more piece of the puzzle.
One word, or is it
The
two?
word.
Is it
It's
or
one
two?
word
It's
today.
one single word. I didn't even look.
The word of the month
Yes.
might be EPAR. if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken.
Play the music.
Oh, do it. I love it when it goes out in the first round.
I love it when it goes out.
Yeah, it's
Not
nice.
double
You
down.
guys
with-
are awesome.
Hey, thank you, man. Thanks for taking the time to send it. And what was the deal? Why were you so all over? Tell us, because we didn't hear. We didn't even read.
Because he paid attention to me. Because I
He-
wrote.
Oh,
I said,
that's all you got to do is pay.
Yeah,
oh.
yeah. No. What happened is I
was
said
here.
you
I
guys
was
should
on
get your
time.
last minute done
In
deal
line.
emails in.
Oh, it was the last minute one.
It was the last minute.
Oh,
one.
dude. See, this is instant gratification on top of everything. Wow. It just shows you
You should listen to MTI.
how slack the people that listen to this show really are. You could beat the, you could jump ahead of the line. All you got to do is like pull out your phone, scribble some Scrabble, and
Can
then
you
scribble,
imagine
scrabble,
you're on the
scribble,
beach
and
next
send it off,
Friday
and
with his
booyah, you
phone?
got yourself a light. How good is that? So
Oh, literally
awesome.
Just chilling out, doing
Scribble,
work, watching
Scrabble.
the show, and there it is.
I know.
it is.
There you go.
Hell
See?
yeah, man.
Man, I love it.
Hell
So
yeah.
you get all the details to Mark. Mark's
Well, he'll
got them
just-
all.
he
he
has
has
his
them all.
email.
I have the.
And then on
I
top
will
of
send
that,
them.
you have to. Only thing you got to do after this is get back to us and tell us how much it changed your life, bro. This is the best thing ever.
Hey, how are you artistically in regards to making a fish in a diaper who looks like Adam?
Oh, dude, if you can do that, you might win $500 more
For
tonight. That's
Dave,
all you
I
got
will
to do.
do anything.
Hey,
Well, come on,
Get on it,
Well,
get on it,
The
get on it.
$500. It's more than the lamp you won, man.
Get on the couch, get off the, or get over to the other side of the couch and just start another new project. That would be great. That's what- just get on it. But it has to be better than Mark's picture. The bar has been set
It
quite
has
high.
to have 8 abs
So, well, it doesn't even have to be 8
or
abs.
pecs.
I just have to look better. That's all, which isn't so hard.
Hmm.
Come on, give it to me, Mark. You gotta give it.
What, dude? Man,
Oh, it's Mark.
I'm
is
sending emails.
Shitty Jamie is in full
we need
effect.
fucking interns.
Vinny, work on. No, we want it. There we go.
I got it. Whatever. Get an intern.
All right, my friend. Well, thanks for supporting the show, and thanks for
Done with this shit.
making Jamie so happy with instant gratification.
He's average.
You're average Jamie now? Oh, dude, you better get shittier quickly. That won't. Don't worry. That's coming. And we will get the info over to the crew over at Illuminar and get you your.
Wait, before you go, do you have any experience running a podcast?
Oh yeah, you can come in and run
Yeah,
the show if you
please.
like.
Anyone.
Is there any chance you
Anyone.
could be here on Friday?
Oh man, if I was in Colorado, I'd be there.
Oh yeah, you'd love
Well.
it. You love this gig. It's a great gig, man.
Just be careful if Mark has the desk booby trapped.
Yeah.
We just want to make sure, okay? So be careful.
He's trying to. Yeah, he's definitely trying to make it hard. Vinny's working on it. There's punji sticks under the seat, so you got to watch out. All right, my friend. Thanks for calling in, or us calling you, I should say. And
Writing in.
thanks for having a phone number. That's
Yeah,
really.
man.
Yeah,
thanks
phone
for
number's
figuring
great.
that out. That was the key. That was it.
And the word of the month.
You do have an address
Word
to
of the
ship
month.
to,
There's lots
right?
of moving
Look
parts
how-
to this whole thing. Yeah, that's good.
I love it when a plan comes together. That's for
Oh,
sure.
Hannibal Smith.
See that?
Shout out to the A-Team.
Shout out to the 18.
All right, peace out, man.
Peace, guy. Peace, guy.
Take it easy, guys.
Oh, that would have been a good trivia. We could have asked A-Team questions.
Great.
Yeah. Like, what does the BA stand for in BA Baracus?
Fuck! It's not
Don't
hard.
give it
You gotta get a little
away.
higher than that. You gotta go a little more deep than that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What side is a stripe on the van? There you go. That's because it's not on both sides.
It's on the right.
Oh, I don't know. We have to double check that.
Because it's always going that way.
Oh, it's always
I don't know.
It's kind
on
of true,
both
but it could be
sides.
mirrored. It could be a mirrored image.
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows? Look at Shitty JB. He's so pissed. He wants to just get out of here. He's trembling. He's trembling.
I'm sending emails.
He
to
never
make
has
sure
to come
that
back
gets
for
his
2
time.
weeks. He doesn't have to come back for 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Oh, well,
Look
sweet,
at
dude.
And then what's
Plus tip.
What?
Whoa. I
You
don't
don't
know.
remember that from the movie?
Isn't 2 weeks now? So what's? Wait, next week is what? Fucking 4th of July weekend or bullshit?
Yes.
Oh, that's why you're going.
No, I'm not going anywhere for
It's
that.
his anniversary, man.
Yeah, it's our 1 year anniversary. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? We're going to sit on a beach.
Okay.
All right.
Calm down.
A relationship forged while the world broke
Wow.
should be treasured.
Yes. Damn. Now I get it.
Yeah.
You don't want to do it on the beach in Santa
You
Monica.
should see my emails for this stuff. It's all exclamation points and congratulations and happiness.
Is it?
Nothing like your persona on air. All good. Okay. Excellent.
All right. So
You'll all
so I
get your
got all the-
seeds eventually.
No, they're all labeled. So
They're
there you
all
go.
labeled.
How good is that?
It's good. Let's see them get sent out, though.
They will. No, and
Okay.
the good thing is I'm going to throw in a pack of brain straps with all of these too. So you all get a pack of brain
Oh,
straps.
nice. I got some Harambe bread.
Harambe. These are the garlic, whatever they were.
Nice.
No, it doesn't matter. It's got garlic in it. Listen to the last show. But I've got
Done deal
Yeah.
at adamdunshow.com. Deep
Mm-hmm.
Blue Seeds.
Rosendog wants us to do his own podcast. Okay, we can do that. So Rosendogs is running the
Wait,
board
why doesn't
from
Rosendogs fly
his
down
place.
here?
He might as well
Yeah, come on. Get on your rosin jet.
pick up all your stuff that we didn't send you.
Yes.
Yeah, that's perfect. You mean you'll need a extra bag.
The under-over is 6 weeks on the seeds.
All right.
Who wants
So
to know- brain strap is not brain strap anymore. I'm told that we have to change it to what?
what is there another name? Are you, oh,
What
well,
did he say? Brain fart?
no.
Oh, come on. That's what he said, though.
Brain fart. Oh, that would be a good one. Too. That's a good name for a
no,
story. That's a
not
good
for
name
him.
for because that happens pretty much.
If it smells like farts, then yeah.
I forgot the keys.
Well, you definitely, you definitely.
It was Andy's idea, just so you know, Matt. So if you're going to target anyone,
It's
it's Andy,
descriptive.
Uncle Andy.
It's descriptive.
Yep, it was all him.
That garlic breath
He
has
told me
been
to
some of
say
my
it.
favorite weed right now.
I wrote
It's
to
really
him
good.
after that, and I said that was some of the most spectacular weed I've had in a really long time.
I still got a jar of it. I'm not going
Nice.
to put it in
Mike,
my
Den-
backpack.
Mike Denver's got his own jet. I knew that kid was going places. He's got his own jet with strippers.
Where's the jar?
I was not
What?
here, actually. I was
Oh, it's in your bag. Good.
No, it's not. I have a jar of something
Do you
else.
want to fly? Hey, you want to fly on Mike Denver's airline?
Yeah.
Down.
No,
Down.
no. He doesn't have an airline. It's strippers that go like this.
Look, he says complimentary strippers. I mean, that's the deal. You get
This is a
them.
kosher kitty and it got all curry. on
country
me.
curried on you.
It
Country
went-
curried.
It went country curry on me.
Actually, we will need flights during the
weird, right?
winter to Alamosa from Denver.
It went
So if you have
country
a
curry.
private
It
plane,
smells like curry
hook us
for
up,
some
Mike.
It
reason.
went country curry, but
I didn't mean to say country. I don't know why I said country, but it just smells like curry.
Curry Kush.
it's weird, right?
Yeah, it's strange when it does that, right?
It goes from creamy diesel to curry, but in a good way
Creamy
though.
diesel to curry.
In a good way though, because it's kind of like, oh, it still has something unique.
Oh my goodness.
Curry?
Yeah, it's
It's weird,
there.
right? It's not as strong as like when your jar did it, but you can tell
It got
smell
curry.
it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Shout out to T Dog with the kosher kitty. That's the number. That's the regular. There's a number 6.
Yeah, holy
which
moly.
I'm going to be holy moly something different.
The
Right?
cat piss, the kosher kitty was fucking amazing.
That was it. You just smelled it.
Yeah,
You
I
just-
know it.
you just forgot.
No, I
Anyway,
have some at home.
Male strippers too. I don't think so. That's not coming down. Dave wants them actually.
No, listen, my life would have been so much easier if that did it for me years ago.
Cat
But
piss.
nope.
The kosher kush cat piss is the kosher kitty there.
Yeah.
Um,
Fire.
and-
Gas.
Yep.
Coochie curry.
Coochie curry.
I got gas.
Yeah.
Oh, coochie curry. That's fucking funny, dude.
Coochie curry.
I like that.
Wait, no, you got me to. No, that's not. I didn't.
You don't want to have that like, and then if you have T Dog draw you the coochie curry picture, be like T Dog, I need a picture. The other T Dog, because it's the T Dog and T Dog. It'd be even funnier, right? We have T Dog the artist and T Dog the breeder, right? So we could have them do each. I could have him do the artwork, and then it would just be like confusing for everybody, which would be perfect.
That's some done magic right there.
But if we did it and it was the coochie, that'd be
Well,
that.
what is
Can you
the
imagine what he would
Rosen
draw? It
dogs?
would be, yeah, it'd be rough.
What is
I
the
love-
kosher kitty?
Huh?
Kosher kitty is cat piss and
Kosher.
kosher. Okay. All right.
Wow.
That's what I figured.
Look at you.
Don't
I was just
pop
curious.
seeds
Someone
on
was
paper
asking.
towels.
So
I
was
know,
just
and
double
I
checking.
mentioned it.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
Oh,
to
you
guys.
don't listen to this
Yeah.
show. When do you listen to this show? Never.
Well, he does.
Not even
No,
during the
not
show.
even a little bit.
Not even during the
Listen
show.
next Friday.
Not even during the show.
I don't even remember what it was last week.
All right. Well, anyway, speaking of last week and speaking of next week and speaking of all the weeks, we're going back down. We're going to be in. We're going to be in Vegas.
Oh yeah.
So don't forget about that part of the story.
Yeah.
So
you didn't get my email about we should get some gear.
Oh,
for
thanks. Well, okay. Well, there you go. Rosin Dogs. This is your big chance to become the top sponsor.
Top
Knock
rosin.
everybody off. Just go get us all the gear we need.
Yeah.
This is it. This is your moment to shine. That was what you asked me, right? You asked me to go beg our
Yes,
sponsors
right.
for. Did you beg our sponsors for some gear so that we could actually go on
fine.
the road?
We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
We'll be fine. We're gonna be fine.
We'll check it out.
Look at us.
Look at us. We're gonna make it.
We're gonna be.
We can make it.
We're gonna.
Are we
put-
driving or flying?
Can we put all the phones together and like make a Voltron phone or something like that? That actually.
Yeah,
does,
man.
like-
Oh,
Yeah.
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 I would just have Vinny run the show. It'd be cool.
Fucking done deal.
That's it.
That is a done fucking deal.
I got this. I got this. I got the little small mixer.
So anyway, next week you're out. We're gonna have a crazy show. It's gonna be off the hook rock show, off the hook rock show. Get ready for it. I'm gonna have a cool background. We're gonna change it all up. It's gonna be long hair, the whole night. Yeah, wigs. Should we get wigs? Should we go like full headbangers ball?
Sure.
Headbangers ball. Adam Dunn show edition. That'd be kind of funny.
Ooh.
That'd be kind of cool. We haven't done anything wacky like that.
Yes. Now Mike Denver's talking.
He likes it. What's that?
Kosher
Kosher
strippers.
strippers. Nice. That's really important. That's really important that your strippers are kosher.
Thank you, Mark.
And ADS t-shirts are on their way in the soon
What?
because I've got, I've got it. We've got the deal. I've got the perfect guy ready to do it. It might take a few weeks, but we're going to have a whole array of things. So
My hoodie got stolen.
Sweet.
hemp shirts too. There'll be hemp.
Oh, that's
Yes.
cool.
That's what I've been saying. I just didn't want to make shitty shirts because
Yeah.
we've done plenty of those. We've
done that.
We did that.
We've
done
been
that.
there, done that.
Been there, done that.
shirts?
We've been there and we've done
Done.
that. And now we're moving back to the reality of where we came from, which was we
Done
already,
right.
we already figured out a long time ago that we need to make quality shit. That's why we had Hoodlam, and now we don't have access to those. It's hard to find shit that is as good as quality of the shirts that I used to make. So it pisses me off. It's like it's like trying to get weed when you're a good grower because it's really hard. Because every time you see weed, it's not really like up to par. You're like, this sucks. And so you're better off. Yeah. And I'm like that with t-shirts because I look at all the shirts and I go, ugh, I can't put my name on that. So as Tony Baloney knows. As Tony Baloney learned it the hard way, you can't let some third-party guy make your swag for you. So we're gonna get some new, high-quality, screen-printed, no bullshit shirts because that's the deal. You need to get them screen-printed too because that's a dying art.
Yeah, dog.
And you got to have your screen printer guy around so you can get your fucking screens to make your hash because otherwise you're gonna have a hard time stretching those yourself properly because that's a hard job, but it's a good thing to have. Right?
Right.
Peace out. All right. So,
Oh, we're doing that.
yeah, we're going to
leaving?
do it. Yes, it's 8:34. You want
What?
to go
You
home
don't?
like
You
an
guys
hour
don't
ago?
want to go all night? Like,
Yes, we're going to
Oh,
go 24.
gosh.
24.
See you guys
24.
next Friday.
See you guys next Friday. Shout out to my beautiful wife, Cece, and little Nick, he's graduated from his third grade.
you
He's
guys
over.
aren't doing this Friday.
He done grind. What?
You guys aren't doing this Friday.
Shout out
Nothing.
on Friday. We're doing a show.
We're doing a show. What are you laughing? Are you laughing at us?
You're gonna
Look at-
sabotage it?
All right, everybody.
You have to train Vinny.
We need
All
to
right.
we need to put our heads together and make a show and show this guy over here, MTI, that we
Yeah.
can do it without him.
Okay, cool.
And then Nick is going to come in and he's going to actually it's going to be Nick. I'm going to pretend it's Vinny.
Yeah.
And at the end, I'm going to turn the camera around and it's going to be like, it's my 9-year-old. He did a better
Whoa,
job.
whoa, we
Nice.
have
What?
an idea.
You should.
Oh, what happened now? Go back.
KTI.
Oh no, KTI.
No.
Forget about it. Forget it.
Love you, KTI.
I love you,
Call
KTI.
Timothy?
But he would not. The urgency was not there. The problem with KTI is he would know everything's failing, but he wouldn't react. He wouldn't react, so I would know it was happening. Whereas Vinny will be like, he'll be like, "Dee, dee." I'll think things are going wrong, and he'll be like, no, it's good. I'm just overly on it. And then it'll be the other way around with KTI. He'll be like, yeah, everything's done. The fucking internet dead. Everything's dead. Okay, well, whatever.
Oh, fuck.
What, are we answering?
No,
or no?
we're ending the show.
We're
Come
done.
on, don't
One
end.
last.
Oh, I hung up on him.
I was
Sorry.
gonna say one last call or whatever.
Well, if they call back,
They're gonna call back because that's how they do around here. But they either never call or they call like power. They do like a ward drive, kind of like Must.
Uncut Bush is calling
They
back.
call you like you're fucking like you old
Okay,
man.
all right,
Okay.
all right, here it is, all right. And then we're going home
Yo,
after this.
last caller. Who we got?
Jesus.
This is Uncut Bush again.
Oh,
We knew it
Mark
was
hates you right now.
We knew it was you.
Your whole order is lost.
No, we've got his order. Don't you
Why
worry.
does Mark hate me, bro?
Because he wants to go
He wants to go
home.
home. He's
One thing.
I know. We know. Now he knows, but he didn't know that before. But now he just wants to go home. He's got his anniversary with his
fine.
girl.
I don't care.
He's going to be on a beach.
No.
But
Tell Mark to put it on cruise control, bro, and let the rest of the show roll.
oh yeah, we're gonna go 24 hours. That's what we decided
Sweet.
anyway. No,
Oh, no, that's a
no, we're
bad
not doing
connection.
that. No, we
That's not
can't. No,
happening.
we can't do that. But we will be here next week. Don't you worry. You're not gonna be. You're not gonna lose out. We've got you, bro.
All right.
See you soon,
Peace.
my friend.
Thank you, Mark. You can end it now.
MPI, you need to.
Oh, my bad.
Oh.
You said it can end it.
It's
so
all right.
Yes,
it's
just
okay.
go ahead.
No,
All
don't
right.
don't worry. Don't call us back because we're
Take us
definitely
out.
ending the show.
We're
but
definitely ending the show.
Look, we're going. But we will be back.
See you
All right.
Friday.
Peace out.
Uncut Bush.
Practically every one of the top 40 records being played on every radio station in the United States is a communication to the children to take a trip, to cop out, to groove. The psychedelic jackets on the record albums have their own hidden.
This is a special question. We don't want you to smoke genetically modified ganja. We want you to smoke the real thing. We want you to smoke the natural herb. Some call it marijuana, some call it sensimedia, some call it lamb's bread, and some people call it ganja.